Who says a peachwood sword can't be zapped by force lightning? Shock still thunder.
You're pushing that scammy junk again. We gotta trust science. No more of this occult nonsense.
Just earning a living, master. Bless my streaming career to blow up overnight. Master, the Grandmaster Supreme is so last season. Summer break is finally here, and for our living expenses, my conscience is about to take a major hit again.
June, just stop. Quit while you're ahead. The internet is not a lawless wasteland.
Relax, Master. I'm a positivity-only streamer. I literally tell people to believe in science every single day. These are just arts and crafts. It's totally fine. I'm not even planning to make real money off this. Posting vids and scoring ad deals is the real grind.
But scamming people is still wrong, dude.
Dude, a lighter spark is still electricity. Master, that's on you. The materials are clearly listed, and lightning is literally electricity. How am I a scammer? Aren't you being a little too harsh on me, old man? That statue seller? Pure scam.
A total sleazeball con man. We've known each other for years. Scamming an 80-year-old? No morals.
Let's get this bread.
How did I never notice this pattern one before? Wait, you've seen a priest without clothes? Stop capping, fam. Careful he doesn't force lightning you right through the Wi-Fi cable. You think just anyone can survive an epic calf road trip?
Yup, everyone believe in science. Titles are just labels. No special meanings here, folks. A disciple hyping up his own grandmaster? Totally legit. Alright fam, feast your eyes on this. Check out my brand new big boy. The new, improved, plus version of the Peachwood sword. 100% hand-harvested by wood, 105 centimeters long. Weighs just 300 grams. Perfect balance, durable attack. Full size etched with abjuration chant. Aesthetic and fierce. Dragon scale grip for that chef's discomfort. If you vibe with it, cop one to play with for just 99 bucks. Guaranteed to make you the baddest main character on the block. Oh, this sword stopped me from getting shot. What's stopping your date isn't the sword, my dude. It's the emptiness of your wallet. Host, does the sword come with a free ghost? Nope, go find your own. And if you actually do, please DM me.
Can I use it for sword surfing?
Ask the FAA if that counts as a carry-on, bro.
Host, do you ship all the way to Japan? Free delivery? Relax. Flat rate east-wind shipping, no tip needed.
Is your Peachwood sword legit? Totally legit. I personally zap every single one with a force lightning blast. 1-hit KO on ghosts. Refund if not. I'll even come out of retirement to help you personally. Huh, not bad. Made over $100. Master, take a break. It's been 2 hours.
I'm old. If I don't stretch, these bones will rust completely. Stream's over. You weren't spewing nonsense again, were you?
Me? Never. A totally professional stream.
Junior, our sanctuary might be broke, but we don't earn dirty money. Those swords you made.
I know, they're props. Fair price. No false ads. No scamming kids. That Grandmaster statue mess. We still haven't settled that score with Uncle Zhao. $5,000. That could fix our whole sanctuary roof.
We're going tomorrow. I've gotta see how that Zhao kid explains this mess to me. Yo, Priestley. Shipping out again? Watch out this time.
Peachwood swords? Mailable? Just display pieces.
Nanching Special Affairs Office? What kind of department is that?
Probably some lame cosplay club.
Wow, Gen Z and their weird hobbies, am I right? It'll be in Nanching by this afternoon, Master.
Treasure Trove Shop should be open by now.
Let's roll. Priest Zhang, what a rare surprise. Hi, Lily's back too. School break already?
Uncle Zhao, take a look at this.
Oh, Priest Zhang, come on. Did the statue get damp after you took it home? Or maybe you left it somewhere with crazy temperature swings? Bull! It's on the altar already. Incense daily, offerings at new and full moons. You haven't even touched it. Yeah, oh man, we've known each other almost 20 years. Do I seem like a troublemaker? Priest, please, don't get upset. I didn't mean it like that. Yikes. Look, Priest, it's on me. Refund or exchange, just say the word. I'll have to pay.
Uncle Zhao, let's skip the refund. Just hook us up with a new one.
Of course. Totally fair. Lulu. Bring out that whole batch of statues from the vault. See, Priest. All from the exact same batch. Let me light incense first. You too. Consider it a consecration ceremony for the new statue. Wait, what? No. Boss, look! All the statues, all of them. What the?
No freaking way.
Kid Zhao, did your shop piss off some kind of nasty spirit or something? No way. I bring it 3 times a day, every day. New and full moon offerings. Never had issues before. My shop's been here for decades. Nothing's happened yet.
Uncle Zhao, you okay?
Why yeah, I'm fine. Padawanli, this is too creepy. Here's the plan. Once I figure out what's causing this mess, I'll deliver the new statues to the sanctuary. Deal? June, let's go. Let's head back first.
Uncle Zhao, if you need any help, you can come find me at the sanctuary.
Ah, yes. Thank you. Master, what do you think really happened back there? No clue. But for days, no one goes down alone. It's safe inside the sanctuary. It's safe in there.
Master, don't overthink. Probably a flaw. Humidity or killing temperature issues.
Then why all cracking at once? Enough, let's go back.
Whoa, that was fast.
What if it actually works? This piece of junk? 1/ per demon, my ass. Old Joe, am I losing my mind? Going after them with a rotten piece of wood to avenge you. 3 days now. Every time I close my eyes, all I see is Old Joe's face. Force lightning? Ghost stories. But what if it works? Bro who, meeting starting. Bro who, you're fighting bloodcoats with that. Huh, seriously? One who, where'd you get that? Did you just buy it online? There's this really freak. He's after watermelon from like 30 yards with force lightning. Bro who, everything online uses special effects. If you were that strong, he'd be famous, not selling cheap swords. His username's a joke. The nerve is unreal. No real disciple would use that. How much you pay? 99. Haha, it's 19. Bro who, he totally played you. You guys don't get it. True masters are beyond us. Just put it away. You're on perimeter tonight. Captain, I need Alpha. That's my partner. This is an order. In your current state, you'll just be a liability. Just wait, Old Joe. Tonight, whether this piece of junk works or not, I've got to walk this path for you. Bro who, there are too many of them. The 4 of us can't hold this. The radio's dead. Alpha team is down. We can't chop them all down, and blades don't scare them. Screw it, let's gamble. What if it actually works? Boundless sky and earth.
Laws of the cosmos, I invoke thee.
What? That's it? Holy crap. Bro who? What the hell I asked that sword? Yo, who, wait up. Captain, bullets don't work on it. The intel was crap. This ain't no C rank. Retreat. All of you, fall back. Ack! Damn Wraith. Time to meet your maker. Ah. Arg. Screw it, let's go big. Yes. Seriously, Wang Hu, where did you buy that sword? Online Daoist calf road trip gone epic.
100 Jong for a safe passage rune. Sold out in a nanosecond.
They really selling like that?
Look, all gone.
Well then, your master must contribute a share. Those century-old peach trees behind the sanctuary? They were totally zapped by lightning back when I flew kites there. Tested it. Just regular peach wood. Zero energy residue. Runes dead. A flea market dud. Amen to that. Witnesses, it one-shot B rank and 47 spirits. Fake video, real sword. 47 vengeful spirits remain. Li Jun is only 19. There's no way he has that level of cultivation. His master, Daoist Zhang, a hermit. Their kind hates nothing more than being ambushed at home. Buy out all that accounts drops. No questions. Send surveillance to Lu County. Observe only. Yes, sir. What the hell? Wardens of the North? Same as South City Night Watch yesterday.
What's this? North Mountain Patrol. Same vibe as last night's South City Watch. $0.99 factory seconds? Gone in 10 seconds flat. What? Did we stumble into a secret occult convention? Probably a club bulk buying. Normal. Master, I want to make more peachwood swords. They sell out fast.
Fine, but use the old peach trees on the back mountain. The wood's 100 times better than that junk you buy online.
Wait, you're actually okay with it?
If you're gonna do it, use the real stuff. No more cheap tricks. Stop scamming with that taser gadget. We're low on funds. But we still have our craft.
Original Master, I don't have any grand ambitions for my disciples. I just hope you stay in good health, Master. Safe and sound. I want the sanctuary to prosper, earn cash, fix this place, give you a decent old age. And for online buyers, whether for laughs or true belief, I just want to bless them. Keep him safe and smooth sailing. Wait, hold up. 100 Jong, sold out in a second. Holy crap, I clicked in and it was just empty. This is worse than scalping concert tickets. Hey fam, handmade stuff is slow. Updates as slow as my vlog posts. That's our output. We'll restock. First come, first served.
No way, Padawan. Are there scalpers? Come on, manage this. I'll be careful. This is one for me.
Guys, I'm just selling my little DIY knickknacks here. I just turned into some artificial scarcity hype. Alright, let me show you the new blank rough cuts. This carpentry work, it's an art form, you know? Why are all the comments today so crazy professional?
Zero energy toxicity. Rune patterns have no active energy circuit. It's just the most basic, mass-produced print material. Even more generic than temple prayer slips. Let's do a quick demonstration. Results are solid, but I can't explain a single thing about it. Zero energy, yet scared the ghost stiff. There's only one explanation. His mojo's off the charts. Even doodles pack a punch. The disciple of a 19-year-old, Zhang Shouqing? Wait, is the disciple just a total prodigy, outshining the master? Or is that old Daoist actually a hidden OP? Dude so low-key he even fooled his own disciple who's with him 24/7. Operation Peachwood, keep eyes on target. TSK. Can't believe old Joe beat us to the punch. Has the package for Priest Zhang been sent yet? Already shipped. It'll arrive this afternoon. We need to make our move too.
Master, take a look. Is this sword blank decent?
Material's good, but the craftsmanship is whack. Leave it to air dry in the shade for 3 months, then we'll talk.
3 months. Fans raging. Peachwood charms first. Plus, we can mass produce them.
I can use the scrap wood, no waste, and just take my time carving.
Ugly? Yeah, a bit. But why does it still have such a satisfying vibe?
Peachwood sword. Gimme.
The sword takes time. Nothing available for now. But we got these freshly carved safe passage charms. All handmade. Just don't mind the rough look. Don't hate, okay? $20 a pop. Let's test the waters at $19.90. And it's gone.
Gigabit here. Spill it. Is there some secret insider plug?
Central Plains. Warden. Same vibe as last time. First the South City Night Watch. Now Central Plains Warden, Special Affairs Bureau. Even a busted $20 plaque gets bought in bulk. The occult scene is totally unhinged.
That sword from last time worked. I'm grabbing 50 more this drop. And it's not just the repelling, we tested the barrier function too. Half meter or radius. Blocks all spirit-based psychic attacks. No good against physical, but duration? Can't even measure it. Might be permanent. Some junk paper that cost less than $1. How is it this stupidly OP? 72 hours in. Zero degradation. Meaning what? This talisman might actually be permanent. Our best barrier artifacts last days, tops. And they need recharges. This thing is permanently active. This isn't just an artifact anymore. This is a relic. Top priority for field agents. Streamer's next drop? Whatever he lists, buy it all. Agency covers the tab. All of it? What if he floods it with Peachwood plaques? A $1 relic. You're complaining about surplus? Zhou Wenyuan, Folklore Society, here to inspect. Also dropping by to pay respects to Taoist Zhang. This old shrine? You flatter me too much. A crucial lineage nexus for the province's Orthodox unity tradition. Come on in. I hear Young Jun here sells handicrafts online. Just tinkering around to make ends meet.
Perfect. We'd like to commission those crafts.
Peachwood swords, talismans, plaques, bulk order. Good rates. These are all Jun's work. You'll have to negotiate with him.
Props to you for the Peachwood sword and ward talisman. It's a mere trinket. Hardly repays the Night Watch's kindness. This book's out of print. What's this guy's angle?
Jun's timing is way too perfect. The moment your biz blows up, suddenly they all show up.
Chill. He's got legit org. IDs and everything. Think he'd scam me?
Careful. Don't let him play you like a fiddle.
This painting's intricate. Gonna look sick printed.
That old man's just a regular dude. The secret's not the man.
So, where is it?
In the crafts. Anything we drop in the live stream? Sold out in 2 seconds flat. Yo, Masterly. Packages. Brought him up.
What's with all this mail at the crack of dawn?
Just open one and see. Huh. The handle's engraved blade of Zhao Zhao's home.
A brand name?
300-year-old forge. Set costs 30 to 50 grand.
50 grand. Who's got screw you money to burn on me? From the Tide Listener of the Eastern Sea. The Wind Watcher of the Western Ridges. This one's got gold threads in it. Guardian of the Central Plains. Holy crap. They sent me a whole crafting station. Master, why gifts? No context, no faces. Not a single face revealed.
June, they're watching. Need it, they send it. Gifts this heavy? No strings attached, totally anonymous? Only one thing makes sense to me.
What?
They're not betting on who you are now. They're betting on future you. This gift's an investment. For when you hit the big time. So that you'll owe him.
What big time? I just sell craft projects, man.
Depends on what you're really selling.
Chapter 49, and still ugly as sin. Sigh. Wait, why does this sigil suddenly look not awful? Like it was always meant to be drawn this way. Tech is insane. That machine just did 10 days of my manual labor. We're officially in business. Starting order, 100 sigil tags, 50 talisman plaques, $500 a sigil tag, 100 tags is 50 grand, fam.
This pattern is no joke. You sure you can carve it?
Slow and steady wins the race.
The plaques just got an upgrade, Master. Drop the link, quick!
Wait, I didn't even say go yet.
On 5G and still got jacked.
To those specific few, just a quick question. Are you hoarding this stuff because you actually need it?
Master's skills are leveling up.
All right, do your thing, I guess. 5 zones. What secret org is this? Ah. OMG. Did it just give me the side eye? Ah.
That fish has horns on its head. It's a dragon koi.
Master, it's lit, like literally glowing.
Ancient texts say a dragon koi's presence repels all dark entities. Sickness can't touch you. But they were supposed to be extinct.
So how the heck did a random netizen send me one?
June, my dude, exactly what kind of people have you been messing with?
That fish has definitely gone full spirit animal.
Master Zhang. A humble tea set for you. Just a small token. I don't take bribes for nothing. Spit it out, what's the catch? That dragon koi was sent by a friend of mine. Angler of the South Sea shipped it. Hope you overlooked the surprise delivery.
You know about the dragon koi too?
Fellow wayfarers, an auspicious sign. Whether you keep it as a pet or cook it, there's no downside. Connoisseurs? What exactly is your friend group's deal? Whoa, another one. The Taoist output is limited. I'm already ramping up procurement.
Why don't we just go make contact directly?
Let's wait for Jean the Taoist side first. I've already dispatched Zhou Wenyuan there. That old Taoist is legit. A master who trains Li Jun is no ordinary man. Oh, Padawan. Padawan. You seriously have no idea the hornet's nest you just kicked over.
Seriously, what are you guys even getting out of this? Midnight, aren't you scared of the dragon koi? It's not even about the money. So what's their angle? Li Jun couldn't figure it out either. The old Taoist side. I don't get it either. A few days went by. Li Jun got a message from Zhou Wenyuan. That custom war talisman worked like a charm. I want to order 200 more. Also, I'm looking to order a batch of peachwood swords. Top dollar. 10K a sword. Li Jun practically choked when he saw the quote. His hands were shaking. This is freaking insane. So for the next few days, Li Jun was basically worked to the bone. Daily, he printed sigils or carved peachwood swords. Couldn't stream more than once a week. But weirdly, his channel's popularity just kept going up. Easy 10K plus viewers every time. Besides the usual names, new faces popped up. Like Mao Shan Apprentice. Lay disciple of Dragon Tiger Mountain, Hermit of Zhongnan. And they'll talk shop. Taoist is sigils. Spiritual resonance is exceptional. Rare. Peachwood plaque, small seal script. Clever. Might I ask the Taoist lineage? These artifact crafting techniques are totally unique. Li Jun just stared at the screen, baffled. What lineage? He was just winging it. As for technique, barely scraped the basics from his master. Plus his own janky mods. You're too kind, fam. I'm just a casual hobbyist. Throwing stuff together. He'd always downplay it, but the chat wasn't buying it. So modest. My grandmaster's been making artifacts for 60 years. Nothing has this kind of mojo. Teach a course, name your price. Li Jun could only laugh awkwardly. He was starting to suspect his stream was getting infiltrated by actual real-life Taoists. Or, no, probably just hardcore cosplay enthusiasts. Two in character. No sweat. Customers are customers. As long as they buy. That night, Li Jun did a rare live stream. Right as he went live, the count rocketed to 15,000. Chat was blazing. Evening Taoist. Any new drops tonight? Beg for a peachwood sword. Cried myself to sleep. Any war talismans left? My mom says the one we got last time is the real deal. Told me to buy more. Li Jun greeted everyone while slapping up the links. Tonight, he had prepped 50 standard war talismans. Plus 20 peachwood pendants sold out in 3 seconds. Old-timers grabbed the talismans instantly. Chat exploded. You literally live here. They're aimbotting. Calf road trip gone epic. Padawan, do something. Throws a bone here. Li Jun shrugged. Everyone's fast today. Next time I'll make more. Gifts flooded the screen again. South City Nightwatch sent a Carnival X50. Northern Mountain Ranger sent a Dream Castle X30. Central Plain Warden sent a Rocket X100. In just a dozen seconds, the donation total blew past 100,000. Chapter 15. My blood's on this sword. Viewers might find it gross. Stop. Guys, time out. Everybody stop for a sec. Li Jun's scalp went numb. He frantically disabled the donation feature and put on a stern face. Listen, everyone, I seriously appreciate the love, okay? You don't need to tip this much. It's pressure. The chat kept flooding. Padawan, don't stress. We wanted to. Yeah. Just think of it as an early investment. When you're famous one day, just remember us, little people. Check your DMs. I want a custom sword. Name your price. Staring at the scrolling comments. Li Jun felt this sudden wave of helplessness. Whatever he said, these people just filtered it right out. They were living in their own little fantasy world. Whatever. Li Jun sighed, giving up on explaining. He showed a fresh pendant to the camera. This batch is already gone, so I'll skip the deep dive. Next, I'm going to workshop some other stuff for you live. He grabbed a plain slab of peachwood, not the high-end fancy kind, just the standard lumber he picked up in town. Today, we're making a mini peachwood sword, perfect for a bookmark or charm. Saying this, he fired up the power tools and got to work. Sawing, rough sanding, precision filing. Li Jun was laser-focused, totally missing the shift happening in the chat. Tools picked up, the chat flood slowed. Everyone was holding their breath, eyes glued to his every move, as if he wasn't doing arts and crafts, but performing some kind of arcane ritual. 20 minutes later, a palm-sized mini sword was finished. The blade was sleek, with simple sigil lines carved into the handle. Li Jun inspected it closely, pretty damn satisfied. Alright, that's the gist. These mini swords are quick. They're purely decorative, so don't. Again, he was cut off. Suddenly, a sharp pain stung his finger. He glanced down. A splinter pricked his finger, blood beaded. Blood hit the little sword. Oops, my bad. Li Jun casually wiped the blood off without a second thought. He put the tiny sword on the table, found a Zhang band-aid, and slapped it on his finger. Alright, minor hiccup, fam. Nothing to see here. Let's give this sword away. Raffle it shortly. Chat exploded. Pick me. Look here. I'm a day one fan. I'll give you 100k for it. Li Jun laughed. Chill, it's nothing big. Just a toy. Worth 100k? He set up the draw. It would pick a winner in 1 minute. The winning ID was Lay Disciple of MT Longhu. Congrats to our lucky viewer. Lay Disciple of MT Longhu. DM me your address. I'll ship it out to you. Right as Li Jun finished talking, the buyer's message already popped up with the address. Celestial Master's Dinner, MT Longhu. Wait, is this actually a fellow practitioner from MT Longhu? Li Jun was a bit dumbfounded, but he didn't overthink it. Viewers are always trolls. Maybe they just wrote it in as a joke. He ended the stream and started packing the next day's shipments. 50 standard war talismans, 20 peachwood plaques, and that little freebie peachwood sword. While packing, he picked it up. Feels solid. I wonder if that Lay Disciple of MT Longhu will be grossed out by it. I mean, my blood did get on it. Yeah, it should be fine. I wiped it clean. Li Jun boxed it up, unaware, on MT Longhu. He packed it, not knowing on MT Longhu. Inside the meditation room, a middle-aged man in casual clothes was staring at his phone, his hands literally shaking with excitement. Senior brother got a peachwood sword from that Padawan. Across from him, an old priest in a Taoist robe opened his eyes. A mere sword. Worth the fuss. You don't get it. He lowered his voice. Intel from the Night's Watch. The stuff this Padawan makes is seriously OP. How OP are we talking? Apparently, a field agent from the Night Watch's Southern Branch used one of his peachwood swords. One shot of B-rank vengeful spirit. Voice trembled. The Central Plains branch tested his war talismans, and they grant total immunity to psychic attacks below D rank. His comm broke. For real? Verified. The middle-aged man handed his phone over. Look at the chat logs. Night's Watch branches are panic buying. This Padawan's live stream is practically there. Internal supply requisition hub by now. He saw familiar IDs and paused. Who exactly is this Padawan? Unknown. Just from Qingfeng Sanctuary, Lu County. Disciple of Guan Master Zhang Shouqing. Li Jun, 19. Old Taoist gaze deepened at such a young artificer. So everyone's been guessing. The real hidden master must be that Zhang Taoist himself. Middle-aged man. If his skills are this insane, what level must the master be on? The old Taoist stayed quiet. He tapped the desk, then spoke after long silence. Bring him to me the moment you find him. Understood. The middle-aged man withdrew. Old Taoist sat alone, staring out the window. The night was deep. Mountain winds howled. Zhang Shouqing of Calm Wind Sanctuary. Shouqing. Why does that ring a bell? Southern City Night Watch Division. Lu Jiangwo's office was clouded with cigarette smoke. From monitors played 4 live stream versions. Different angles, same scene, all screen recordings, all recorded from Li Jun's live streams. Freeze. Lu Jiangwo suddenly spoke. The tech agent instantly hit pause. The screen froze on Li Jun's bleeding finger. The exact frame where a drop of blood hit the tiny peachwood sword. Magnify. Slow it down 10x. The image zoomed in. Frame by frame. The blood droplet fell. It hit the sword, then a faint, near invisible flash of golden light flickered across the blade and vanished. Without the 10x slow-mo, it would have been totally undetectable. Golden glow, like a match's split-second spark. But everyone in the room saw it. Clear as day. Played again. Replay confirmed it. What the hell? Shouldn't Jiangwo frowned. Lu Jiangwo said nothing. He fished out a cigarette, lit it, and took a deep drag. Contact the other divisions. Pull all screen recordings for cross-check. The order went out fast. Half an hour later, Night Watch data flooded in nationwide. Tech comparison confirmed it. Every single recording had captured that split-second golden flash. Faint, but undeniably there. Dead silence fell over the conference room. That sword. Wang Wu gulped. Definitely not junk. No shit, Sherlock. Lu Jiangwo flicked a cigarette ash. Staring at the screen. Lay Disciple of Dragon Tiger Mountain. What is his rename? Shooting upwards. Trace that account now. Already on it. 5 minutes later, an intelligence officer rushed in with a tablet. Got it. Why is the message so dead quiet? So creepy. Intel analyst pulled up the profile. ID confirmed. Lay Disciple of Dragon Tiger Mountain. Real name, Zhang Mingho. Age, 42. He is indeed a registered Lay Disciple of Dragon Tiger Mountain. And his rank is pretty high up there. The analyst paused. Voice turning weird, based on their hierarchy. He's the current Celestial Master Zhang Yunbu's junior brother. Silence. The room collectively gasped. What? A Celestial Master's junior brother? Sure, just a Lay Disciple. That rank terrifies the Way's elites. What's he doing sniping talismans on a random live stream? Shin Jiangwo was baffled. From what we know, Zhang Mingho runs his own business in the real world, but he also handles part of Dragon Tiger Mountain's external relations and resource procurement. The analyst explained. He probably caught wind. A breeze temple through some channel. Lu Jiangwo was silent for a beat. Contact Dragon Tiger. Ask if that sword is up for negotiation. Boss. Shin Jiangwo hesitated. Dragon Tigers, not exactly. Easy to deal with. Try anyway. Liu Jianguo rubbed his temples. That sword is definitely no ordinary relic. If possible, I want it in our hands for study. Do it. Meanwhile, from all coasts to all plains, all tech branches did the same. Zoom. Enhance. Again. All saw gold. The hell is this? Report it. Now. Immediately. Flag it for HQ. We have to get our hands on that sword. Practically every regional head in the department was issuing the same order at the same time. And right now, Li Jun, the source of this entire mess, was just lying in bed, binge scrolling on his phone. He had absolutely no clue that the little trinket he'd accidentally gotten blood on it already stirred up this much of a storm. Right, gotta mail those packages tomorrow. Li Jun muttered, yawned, and passed the hell out. Early next morning, Li Jun gathered the packed parcels and headed down the mountain. Not much to ship today, just a few small boxes. At the drop-off, Zhou was already sorting out the shelves. Padawan Li, early bird today, huh? Yeah, earlier I shipped. The quicker I'm back for chores. Li Jun handed the packages over. Zhou took them, scanned the barcodes, and slapped on the labels. He saw Celestial Manor, Dragon Tiger MT. He chuckled. Your internet buddy, who's got a weird sense of humor. The address all written out like some fancy roleplay. Yeah, probably just an IR cosplay fan. Li Jun shrugged. Li Jun muttered an offhand agreement. Zhou tossed it. Truck leaves afternoon. Arrives day after tomorrow. Thanks. Li Jun gave a casual wave, hopped on his electric scooter, and left. 2 days later, Dragon Tiger Mountain Pickup Station. Zhang Mingho pulled up in a low-key black sedan parked. Him in casual clothes. Looking like a completely average middle-aged businessman. But eyes sharp. Steps firm. Temples bulged ever so slightly, a telltale sign of advanced internal martial arts mastery. Picking up. Digits, 7788. Zhang Mingho held out his phone. The station owner glanced at the number, fished out a small parcel from the shelf. This the one? Zhang Mingho took the parcel, light in hands. Quick thanks, back to car. He paused, inspecting the parcel closely. Just an ordinary cardboard box. Tape sealed tight and solid. The sender's address read, Breeze Gate Sanctuary, Liu County. Breeze Gate. Li Jun. He murmured, face unreadable. He heard tales from Night's Watch of this sanctuary. 1/kills B rank. Wards block psychic attacks. If true, then this Taoist Li Jun had likely already reached Tao imbued in everyday objects. That wasn't something your average cultivator could just do. Not one elder he knew could match that. Let's hope I can actually learn something from this. Zhang Mingho took a deep, steadying breath, started the engine, and began driving up the mountain. He didn't go back to his own place at the foot of the hill. Instead, he headed straight for the Celestial Master's Manor. Car climbed switchbacks. Scenery breathtaking, but Zhang Mingho had zero headspace for sightseeing. Yet parcels seemed to hum. Imagination? He glanced at the package riding shotgun. The little cardboard box just sat there, totally still. Nothing weird, probably just being super on edge. Zhang Mingho shook his head and kept driving. What he failed to notice outside his window. Trees rustled, windless, bowing slightly. Celestial Master's Manor. Dragon Tiger Mountain. A Tao hub, usually bustling with pilgrims. But today an odd stillness hum. Several duty-bound Taoists stood outside the Great Hall, sealing glances over the mountain road every few moments. When's Marshal Uncle Mingho getting here? Just called. Said he's already on the mountain. Should be here soon. That thing truly insane? Who knows? But the night watchmen were all super adamant about it. They even said some bigwig from the HQ phoned in personally. Just as they were talking, a black sedan pulled into the parking lot. Zhang Mingho got out, package in hand. He hurried over. Uncle Master. Disciples greeted him. Zhang Mingho gave him a nod. He glanced at the main hall. Is senior brother in? He's meditating. He said to go straight there the moment you arrived. All right. Zhang Mingho kept it short and sweet. He passed through the front hall and headed for the backyard. The Celestial Master's Manor teared up the mountain. Fewer people deeper in. Tourists vanished by the back court. Only a few core disciples stood guard. Zhang Mingho stopped outside a secluded chamber, straightened his robes, and knocked softly. Brother, I'm back. Come in. A gentle voice floated from within. Zhang Mingho pushed the door open and entered. The room was Spartan, just a meditation cushion, a low table, and an incense burner. An old Taoist sat on the cushion, 60 or 70. Gray hair, ruddy face, clear eyes. It was none other than the current Celestial Master, Zhang Yunpu. Brother. Zhang Mingho bowed with deep respect. Sit. Zhang Yunpu gestured to the cushion across from him. Zhang Mingho sat down, placing the package on the low table. So this is the sword. Yeah. Zhang Mingho nodded. From Qingfeng's sanctuary. One in that live stream draw. Zhang Yunpu didn't rush to open the package. He faced Zhang Mingho. Did Night Watch contact you? They did. Want to buy it for a hefty price. Zhang Mingho reported back honestly. I brushed them off. Said the sword hadn't come. Agreed to nothing. Zhang Yunpu nodded. His gaze falling on the package. He reached out a hand and he pressed it on the cardboard, brow furrowing slightly. Well, this is interesting. Brother, what is it? Zhang Mingho asked. Feel it for yourself. Zhang Mingho placed his hand on the box too. It was warm to the touch, pulsing faintly, almost like it was alive. No, it's not a pulse. It's some kind of resonance. It's like it's trying to call out to something. Zhang Mingho couldn't quite pin down the sensation. Zhang Yunpu said nothing, slowly tearing off the packing tape. Chapter 17. So this is a smart tagging artifact? No way. The box opened. Inside was a rickety little wooden case, not even varnished. Opening the wooden case. A palm-sized peachwood sword lay there, perfectly still. The blade was completely plain. No bling, zero decoration. Only hilt patterns, nothing else. But the moment that tiny sword was exposed, the air in the whole room just kind of hit pause. The incense smoke rising from the burner literally froze midair. It shot straight up, zero turbulence. Zhang Mingho's eyes went wide. I could wide. Decades cultivating. Never saw this. Straight smoke, classic still chi, focused spirit, legendary heaven-earth resonance in pure harmony. Its aura is basically a spiritual detox. But this sword, for the first time ever, Zhang Yunpu's expression got deadly serious. 2 fingers gently picked the peachwood sword. It was super light in his hand, felt totally generic. But the exact instant his skin made contact, boom, crushing pressure from sword's core. Zhang Yunpu's hand gave a tiny tremor. 60-year cultivator, Tao heart rock solid. Yet now, insane urge to kneel and bow. Not to sword, but to essential truth inside. Zhang Mingho noticed. You okay? It's nothing. Zhang Yunpu took a deep breath. He steadied, scanning every millimeter. His gaze finally locked on the edge, on his tip. There, an extremely faint, dark red stain. Blood. Li Jun's blood. even though they'd wiped it down. A tiny trace had soaked in deep. Right here, Zhang Yunpu muttered to himself. He began cycling his true chi. Chi poured in, vanished like water and sand. Nothing. Still just a sword. Basic, almost offensive. But that pressure was real. Weird. Too freaking weird. Zhang Yunpu shook his head. He passed the sword to Zhang Mingho. Here you try. Zhang Mingho took it. He also tried injecting his true chi. Same result. Nada. This. He looked completely baffled. Wait, is the intel fake? Intel's legit. Zhang Yunpu said his voice heavy. No wild goose chases. That pressure? He said. You felt it. Why a dud? One answer. Zhang Yunpu spoke slowly. Not forged for us. What's that mean? Its power is probably hard-coded for evil entities. Only. Zhang Yunpu pushed himself up and started pacing the room. You said the Night Watch report showed. A big peachwood sword that one-shot a B-rank Spectre? Yeah. How strong's a B-rank Spectre? Obviously strong as hell. Zhang Mingho gave a big laugh. I'd lose skin putting it down. Right? And Night Watch agent, along with it. Like slicing veggie. Zhang stopped. Blades too strong? Or the player wielding it? Zhang Mingho went dead silent. He'd low-key thought about this before. If it was just the sword carry, then why was it a total brick in his and his senior brother's hands? If it's the player's skill, how cracked can some rando from the Night Guard even be? Bro, what are you saying? What I'm saying is this sword, or honestly, everything that Daoist makes. I have one specific possibility. Zhang Yunpu dropped the line. Every word delivered. It seems directly with the level of evil facing. Zhang Mingho stopped in breath, so sharp, he could cut glass. So you're telling me, in our hands, this thing is basically a block of wood. Zhang Yunpu jumped in. Real beast? Legendary weapon. The room went dead quiet. This theory was straight up insane. If this was true, then this Daoist Lee's craft was way beyond them. Artifacts common. But crafting one with this kind of smart targeting? That's unheard of. Bro, we gotta test this. Now, Zhang Yunpu made a call. No hesitation. Doesn't matter. Still have few low-level race locked up. Let's take this sword for a test drive. Bet. Zhang Mingho was on his feet instantly. He grabbed the sword and bolted out. Zhang Yunpu tied on his heels, face dead serious. He had this gut feeling deep down that this little sword was about to cause some major chaos. Behind the Celestial Master's manor was a hidden, off-limit zone, basically a lockup for weaker, less dangerous dark entities, used mostly for research and training exercises. Zhang Mingho arrived at a stone chamber, sword in hand. The room was forged from special materials, blanketed in sigils. Holds B-class. Garbowed. Uncle Master. Release Wraith. Room 3. Zhang Mingho ordered. Yes. Door grinds open. Darkness. Sobbing. A Wraith's whisper. Messes with your head big time. Zhang Mingho circulated his chi for protection. Grip peachwood sword. A blurry shadow drifted out. No fixed form. Just a twisted cloud of mist radiating this bone-chilling vibe. D-rank Wraith. Enough test. Sensing the living, breathing meat standing there, Wraith let out a piercing shriek and lunged straight at Zhang Mingho. Zhang Mingho raised his peachwood sword, ready to strike, but then, the moment the Wraith hit the 3-meter mark in front of the blade, something went fully off script. The shadowy mass slammed into an invisible wall. No, not a wall. More like it ran headfirst into its natural predator. It shrieked, then fled in panic. It was already too late. On the blade of the peachwood sword, a dark red mark flickered, just barely, so faint you could miss it, like a firefly's glow. But the second that faint light touched the Wraith, TSCHHH, like a red-hot iron branding fresh snow, the Wraith didn't even struggle. It vaporized instantly. No smoke, no residue. Completely and utterly deleted. Silence. The disciple stood frozen. Couldn't even close his mouth. Zhang Mingho was frozen too, his hand trembling on the sword hilt. He hadn't even attacked yet. The sword obliterated it alone, utterly. Not even a spark left. This is... Zhang Mingho stared down at the tiny sword in his hand. The blade calmed, as if it were a dream. But the lingering dark energy proved it real. The result was even more insane than advertised. Zhang Yunpu's voice came from behind him. He stared at the sword in Zhang Mingho's hands. A complicated look in his eyes. Brother, that sword. Zhang Mingho's voice was bone dry. Put away first. Zhang Yunpu took a deep breath. We must debrief. He eyed the disciple. Today stays here. Why yes, master. The disciple stammered, his face ghost white. Zhang Yunpu turned and walked back. Zhang Mingho hurried after him. Silent trek back. They sealed the chamber. Only did Zhang Yunpu slowly speak. Mingho, contact the Clear Breeze Sanctuary. Right now. So we thank him. The sword worked wonders. Zhang Yunpu paused, and also casually feel it out and ask Master Li if he has some free time to visit us here at Dragon Tiger Mountain. Zhang Mingho blinked. Invite him here? Just do what I said. Zhang Yunpu's tone was heavy. Master Li, Dragon Tiger Mountain needs him. Understood. Zhang Mingho nodded hard. He pulled out his phone, carefully wording a private message. For Li Jun, all outside the chamber, deep in the manor, deep within the Celestial Master's manor complex. Thick incense swirled around the statues. Figures froze, and the central deity's eyelids twitched. The central deity's eyelids seemed to twitch. So subtle, the disciple blamed it on eye strain. But each statue's pose shifted, slow as a loading bar. All statues slowly shifted poses. An almost involuntary, micro-adjustment toward one specific direction. The exact spot where Zhang Yunpu was vibing. Chapter 18. Seriously, please don't let the stream die. Wait, are the statues bowing? The disciple blinked and looked back. Same as ever. Serene faces, majestic and motionless. Seeing things, he muttered. He wiped down the altar, topped off the eternal flame's oil, finished his daily routine, and stepped out to catch a break. He sat on the doorstep, soaking in warm spring sun, the exact kind that brainwashes you into a nap. He yawned, and let his eyes drift shut. Then, something felt off. The hall behind him was too quiet. Not the regular, no-noise quiet. A deeper, more existential kind. A silence so thick the air itself felt like jello. Even a constant so-hum of spiritual bliss he'd felt for years. Just gone. His own thoughts spooked him so hard he nearly jumped out of his ropes. He whipped around to peer inside. Incense still burning. Smoke still curling. Statues still stoic. Picture perfect normal. Guess I'm not getting enough REM sleep. He shrugged, getting up to fetch water from the backyard. 2 steps later, whomp, the ground went soft beneath him. A microtremor rolled through. The disciple froze, muscles locking up. In over a decade of training, he'd never felt anything like it. Dragon Tiger Mountain, bedrock of Tao stable. An earthquake here? No way. And whatever that just was. It didn't feel tectonic. Senior brother, a pale junior sprinted over. Did you feel that? Just now. The elder disciple inhaled slowly. Go, report to the prior. Right? The junior booked it. The elder stood his ground. He stared at the Sanqing Hall. Statues looked different. He felt they watched him. No, not him. Something behind him. Tracking the instinct, he turned his head. The direction of the Grandmaster's meditation chamber. Zhang Yunpu's eyes snapped open, fixed on the floor. He caught that tremor too. And not some random geological hiccup. It was a pulse in the mountain's very energy grid. Frowning. He tried to read the omen. Grew tense. The celestial data? A murky, scrambled mess of static. Read nothing. Only 2 possibilities. Nothing computed. Only 2 possibilities. Either involves a level of existence too high for me to read, or the cosmos itself is blacked out. Neither is good. Zhang Yunpu stands up and pushes the door open. Zhang Mingho is outside in the courtyard on the phone. He hangs up as he exits. What's up, bro? You felt that tremor just now? Yeah, I felt it. Zhang Mingho nods. I already sent people to check it out. Definitely not an earthquake. Zhang Yunpu doesn't reply. He just looks up at the sky. Clear, perfect blue. But he senses a void in the air. There's something saturating the atmosphere. A faint vibe that makes his heart pound. Where's that sword? He asks. It's sealed in my room. Zhang Mingho replies. Locked down with seal tags. Take me to see it. The 2 of them go to Zhang Mingho's room. It's in a sandalwood box, sealed with 3 talismans. Zhang Yunpu rips off the tags and opens the box. The little peachwood sword lies there, still looking basic. But Zhang Yunpu notices. A sharp glance shows the bloodstain on the blade has darkened. It went from a dull red to a deep, dark crimson. Bro, Zhang Mingho sees it too. Zhang Yunpu reaches out his hand. He reaches for it. Fingertip touches the hilt. Mum. Every sanctuary, hall, and chamber on Dragon Tiger Mountain. Any place that houses a consecrated statue. All the statues shudder at the exact same time. A very micro tremor. So subtle, it's nearly undetectable. But every monk burning incense, or on duty, feels it. They all look up at the statues in shock. Then they witness a moment they'll never forget. Dozens, hundreds of statues. From the High Trinity to past masters and guardian deities. Their postures begin to adjust, excruciatingly slowly, as if coming to life. They're subtly repositioning their bodies. Finally, every single statue is facing the exact same direction. The location of Zhang Mingho's room. And their upper bodies are displaying a bizarrely subtle posture of bowing. Like a junior to a senior. A peer recognizing the Grandmaster. A natural, instinctive slight bow. Pure respect. The entire Dragon Tiger Mountain falls deathly silent. All the monks are petrified. They stare at the statues blankly. Their minds blue screen. The weaker one's knees go weak and drop straight to the floor. It's not that they want to kneel. It's this invisible, overwhelming pressure flooding the air. It makes their primal instincts scream to bow down. Inside the room, Zhang Yunpu's fingers freeze in midair. He feels the pressure. Like a mountain. Like an ocean. Yet warm and forgiving. Brother Zhang Mingho's voice was trembling. Is. Zhang Yunpu slowly withdrew his hand. He took a deep breath and straightened his Taoist robe. With a solemn face, he bowed deeply towards the peachwood sword. Seeing this, Zhang Mingho hurriedly followed suit. The 2 held their bowing posture. For 10 breaths, the aura faded. The statue returned to normal, as if nothing had happened. Brother, what was that? Zhang Mingho straightened up, his face ashen pale. Zhang Yunpu didn't answer immediately. He walked to the window and looked at the sky outside. After a long pause, he slowly spoke. Mingho, prepare a gift for Qingfeng Sanctuary immediately. Pay a visit to the Master Zhang Shoujing, the name of the current celestial master of Dragon Tiger Mountain. Thank Master Li for the gift of the sword. Zhang Mingho nodded emphatically. Understand. He turned to leave, but was called back. Also, Zhang Yunpu added, notify everyone. Top secret. No disciple is to speak of it, under penalty of expulsion. Yes. Zhang Mingho hurried away. Zhang Yunpu stood alone in the room, staring at the peachwood sword in speechless silence. Meanwhile, 1,000 miles away at the Qingfeng Sanctuary, Li Jun was squatting by the well in the backyard. Why so fat? He muttered. Sprinkling a bit of fish food, the dragon koi swam over leisurely and swallowed in one gulp. Then, it suddenly lifted its head to look at Li Jun. A flicker of human-like awe flashed in its fish eyes. Li Jun didn't notice. He was thinking about going live again tomorrow. What should I do this time? Maybe try drawing a seal tag? He recalled a sigil from the Taoist book, called the Lightning Rune, which looked pretty cool. It definitely wouldn't work, but drawing on stream should be great for viewer engagement. Deal. Li Jun clapped his hands, stood up, and went back inside. Chapter 19. The Annihilation Principle. Gu Qingshan's Big Tip. Master, do you really know thunder magic? At Qingfeng, Li Jun was oblivious of the massive waves his blood stained. Peachwood sword had stirred at Dragon Tiger Mountain. He was prepping the Lightning Rune. Will this thing even look cool when I'm done? Li Jun rechecked the sigil encyclopedia, tracing yellow paper patterns. Strokes too complex. The sigil cap needs 3 layers of cloud patterns. Sigil core needs 72 stylized thunder characters. Sigil has to line up with 8 trigrams points. He said 8 sheets. Not a single one looked right. Whatever, let's streamline this. Li Jun gave up on making an exact copy. Decided to create a Gen Z remix version of Keep Cloud and Thunder Vibe. Have the amount. After wrestling with it for another hour plus, he finally got one sheet that looked decent-ish. Yeah, this'll do. It's just for the live stream aesthetic anyway. Li Jun nodded, satisfied. He packed up his tools. Checked the time. 3 p.m. 5 hours till he goes live. Gonna chill. He stepped out the door. Saw Master enter, hands behind back. Master, where'd he go? Went to town for some incense and candles, the old Taoist replied. Stop by the treasure trove shop on the way. Uncle Zhao's store is open. Open. Old Taoist frowned. All statues replaced. Yeah, switch to stone carvings. Zhao's too scared to sell clay once. Bad luck. He paused. He even asked me if we had any consecrated artifacts here at the sanctuary. Wants one to guard his shop. Li Jun smirked. Agreed? Say yes to what? Do we look like we have any artifacts lying around? The old Taoist shot glare. I told him, run business honestly, drop superstition. Solid advice. Li Jun nodded along, but thought to himself, Uncle Zhao really got the scare of his life this time. But hey, he won't cut corners on divine statues again. Oh, master, I'm drawing a lightning rune on my live stream tonight. Is that cool? Lightning rune? You know it? Simplified version. Just for visuals. Fine. No weird talk. Got it. Li Jun promised, then turned and dashed right back in his room. The old Taoist watched his disciples back and shook his head. Incense first in main hall. Altar empty. Hua Xiao said the new statue would be delivered next week. After lighting, turned to leave, froze. Stared at the smoke rising. Smoke perfectly straight. No waver. It was different from usual. Sometimes it would be straight. Usually drifts. Today, too stable. Creepy. Muttered. Headed back to room. Back in his room, Li Jun unlocked his phone to check the time, but saw a few unread DMs. All from the lay disciples of Dragon Tiger Mountain. Sword received. Massive thanks. The sword's power is far beyond expectations. My senior was amazed. Master, can you visit Dragon Tiger Mountain? Your manor is ready. A gift is already shipped. Just a small token. Please accept it. Li Jun paused. Frozen manor? Ready? A small token? What in the world is all this about? He sent out a toy as a prize. It seems. He treasures it. No way, right? Li Jun scratched his head and replied, You're way too kind. Just a trinket. I'm glad you like it. As for visiting, I'm busy. Maybe another time. And seriously, the gift, please don't go overboard. Message sent. Instant reply. Master, don't refuse. The gift is on its way. Rustic specialties, nothing fancy. About the visit, the invitation stands. Whenever you're free, just say the word. Li Jun stared at the reply, even more baffled. This attitude, this is not just light, it's horrifying. Are these monks this polite? He gave up. The gift was coming. If it was pricey, he'd decide then. He'd just ship it back. 8 p.m. Stream started on time. 20k viewers instantly. Comments. Master, good evening. A lightning rune today. For real. Front row seats. Get your popcorn. Li Jun adjusted the camera and grinned. Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I'm indeed drawing a lightning rune. But warning, a simplified version, just for fun. Watch, don't take seriously. The comments exploded. Wink, wink. The master's being humble again. Last time he called a craft, and we fought to buy one. Master, be honest with me. Are you some hidden mystical grandmaster? Li Jun didn't know whether to laugh or cry. I'm really not. An average monk. He drew the yellow paper, picked up the brush. First stroke. The sigil cap clouds. Strange, but once he focused, his hand steadied as if practiced. Fluid strokes, natural lines. He surprised even himself. Wow, I'm kind of in the zone tonight, Li Jun muttered. He continued. The sigil core, thunder, formed. Simplified, yes, but structurally complete. It actually looked pretty legit, pretty much the business. Chat faded. All held their breath. Watching this talisman taking shape stroke by stroke on the paper. For some inexplicable reason, just watching a man draw symbols. It felt solemn, like witnessing a ritual unfold. 20 minutes later, the final stroke fell. A complete lightning rune lay on the yellow paper. Li Jun put his brush down and let out a breath. And done. He showed the paper. Yellow, red marks. Intricate sigils. Under the light, it gave off a faint dark gleam. That actually looks kind of dope. Wow, Padawan, you're a beast. I seriously want to buy one of those. Are you selling, Taoist dude? I'll pay top dollar. No, not for sale. It's the only one. I'm keeping it as a souvenir. No sooner had he spoken than a muffled thunder boomed outside. Li Jun's hand jolted. He nearly dropped the sigil. The live stream chat exploded too. Whoa, thunder. Did you summon lightning? Li Jun's mind blanked. Clear night sky. Full of stars. What thunder? Probably just distant thunder. He offered a dry explanation. Mid-sentence, boom. Rumble, rumble. A chain of muffled roars, getting closer and closer. Like they were zeroing in on him. Li Jun was totally glitching. He hastily put the sigil aside. Forced to smile. That's all for today. Something just came up. See you guys tomorrow. He cut the feed at light speed. The screen went dark. But the comments were still spazzing. Dude, don't run. Did you seriously just call down that thunder? Be real with us. Do you actually know the authentic lightning rune technique? Well, Li Jun was already gone. He shut down his rig. Collapsed, heart racing. Thunder faded. Until it vanished completely. The night returned to dead silence. Li Jun stared at the lightning rune on the table. Coincidence, he muttered. Chapter 20. Damn it, asking for followers. The next morning, Li Jun crawled out of bed with massive dark circles. Slept terribly. Heard thunder all night. Old Taoist. Scared by thunder? Li Jun. Yes, it felt right on us. Winter thunder is normal, the old man said, sipping his kanji. But last night's was definitely weird. You heard it too? Heard it. The old man set down his bowl. All thunder, no rain. And the sound was dull, like a suppressed rage. He paused. Your grandmaster once told me. They call that kind harbinger thunder. Harbinger thunder? Not natural, caused by a presence. It reacts to evil spirits, or chaotic disturbances. Li Jun's heart skipped a beat. A fluke? The old man shook his head. Anyway, it has nothing to do with us. Li Jun breathed a sigh of relief. Yeah, that's true. It definitely had nothing to do with the seal he drew. Janky, simplified lightning rune, summoning thunder. Please, almost laughed at Hey, master, how come you never mentioned the Grandmaster before? What kind of guy was he? Your master Su saved me. He was a truly kind and gentle soul. What else, master? Li Jun asked, curiosity piqued. The old priest opened his mouth and hesitated. After a moment of silence, he said, "That's all I know. The year your master took me in and gave me my Taoist name. He went down the mountain the very next autumn. He said his life was cursed by 3 flaws, 2 deficiencies. Meeting me was fate's sign to balance duty and honor." At this, a faint, visible smile crossed the old priest's face. "Ah, forget it. Enough of that. Junior, you know what? The truth is, I'm actually 88 this year. If I hadn't bought into your master's crazy scheme and shaved a whole 8 years off when I registered, that kid Zhao's father would never have been able to pull the respect your elders crap with me." Li Jun's brain short-circuited for a second. He couldn't grasp why his master suddenly jumped of age, but seeing the redness creeping into his master's eyes, he quickly deflected. "Master, you're not old at all. The way you carry yourself, you barely look 60. You're exactly what those square-dancing Andes love." Scram! The old priest laughed, raising his hand, but his hand just softly patted Li Jun's shoulder. "If you got so much free time, get down a mountain and grab that package." The package? Li Jun blinked, confused. He hadn't ordered anything. Little Zhou couldn't reach you this morning, so he called me. "The guy works hard all day. Stop making his life difficult." The old priest waved him off. He left for morning prayers. "Got it," Li Jun said. Pulling eyes on Li Jun finally saw. After last night's epic freak out, he'd forgotten to charge it. He cleaned up bowls, returned, plugged it in, powered it on, and BM. He immediately saw a bunch of missed calls from Zhou. He called him back. They set a time. He charged his phone while scrolling videos. Black, white, red, purple. He watched a while, but felt a nagging, restless feeling. His mind kept replaying his master's words. Master isn't 80, he's 88. He opened the calendar app and did the math. 37, 44, 45, start of autumn, August 8th. Staring at the date on the screen, Li Jun pressed his lips to the thin line. A dark suspicion of what his master left unsaid began to dawn on him. Damn it, freaking Japanese. After the phone was charged, Li Jun hopped on a scooter and sped to the depot. Brother Zhou pointed to a parcel in the corner. That one. A half-height wooden crate tied with rope. The sender's info read, Celestial Master's Manor, Mount Longo. Rojo from Dragon Tiger Mountain was curious about Shaoli. Connections at Dragon Tiger Mountain? Just an online friend. Li Jun mumbled, hefting the wooden crate. It was stupid heavy, probably 30, 40 pounds. "What the heck is this?" Li Jun muttered, loading the crate onto the scooter. "Thanks, Rojo." He made sure the package was strapped down tight. Riding back up the mountain, his mind was racing a mile a minute. What was actually inside that crate? Back at the sanctuary, the old Taoist was sweeping the courtyard. He froze at the scooter package. That huge, so heavy. They hauled it inside. Li Jun found a crowbar and pried the crate open. It was packed with straw. Shoving the straw aside, revealed a half-meter stone statue. A carving of the Grandmaster Supreme, made from premium bluestone. The craftsmanship was insane. Every detail ridiculously lifelike. A wooden plaque beneath read one line. From Celestial Master's Manor to Taoist Zhang. Late winter. The old Taoist's hand shook. He gasped. "The manor sent me this?" Li Jun stunned. "A statue gift? Master?" No answer. He studied it intensely. His face darkened. "This carving stone spirit. You absolutely can't just buy something like this off the shelf. Why would the manor send me this?" The old man muttered to himself. Li Jun had no clue. "Junior, a mix-up? You just mailed a tiny peach wood sword to Dragon Tiger Mountain? Yeah, for real. Just a palm-sized wooden sword. Basically no different from a toy. A toy that earns this gift." The old Taoist stared, eyes complex. This disciple he raised above average looks, and being handy with crafts, was nothing special. "Junior, level with your master." The old man's tone was dead serious. "Those things you make, what's actually special about them?" "Nothing special about them." Li Jun was on the verge of tears. "Just a regular peach wood sword, regular war talismans." "You checked." He went silent. "True. Standard arts and crafts. So why? I would the legendary Celestial Master's Manor send a return gift, and specifically address it to this old man by name. Let's place the Grandmaster in the main hall." Together, they carefully carried the statue into the main hall, centered it, arranged incense, lit 3 sticks. Smoke rose straight. He looked from statue to his still-dazed apprentice and let out a long sigh. "Junior, no matter what happens next, remember my words. Stay grounded, never forget your heart." "Yes." Junior nodded firmly. His heart was absolute chaos inside. "But my master is right. No matter what, life goes on. Time to stream, time to craft our merch. As for the things I can't wrap my head around, well, could the gift not be for me? Even though I'm the recipient on the label, but the manor's gift is for my master. Does master have some secret connections at the manor? Or is it from that Grandmaster I've never even met?" For a moment, Li Jun even forgot to light incense for the statue. Totally baffled, he went back to his room. Chapter 21. The video of the bowing statue is going viral. The incident at Serpentine Dragon Mountain, classified top-level secret. But there were way too many witnesses that day. Guards on duty, passers-by, morning chant attendees. Many saw it. Loose lips sink ships. Even though Master Zhang Yinpu strictly ordered a total blackout. The whispers still leaked out. The first to sense something was off with the Night's Watch. Their covert sentries around Dragon Mountain had already picked up a faint anomaly that day. They didn't know the specifics, but catching that rumor. Reported per HQ orders. Anomaly detected at Dragon Mountain. Linked to Peachwood Sword. This intel in the Night's Watch internal systems. Clearance was marked critical, but critical basically means every branch head has clearance to read it. When Lu Jinghua saw this message, he was squinty, his hand jolted, squinty all over himself. An anomaly at Dragon Mountain? When? 2 days ago, around 9 a.m. The office pulled up data. Energy spike, 5 minutes. Unidentified. Nope. Not in energy, not a dark aura, not magic either. Adjusting glasses. Lu Jinghua fell silent. Meaningless. With that beam, with the reaction on Dragon Mountain. Surveillance around Dragon he said grimly. Civilian cams included. Everything. Find anything seen that day? Yes, sir. Finally found it. Enthusiast, they found a recording. The drone's angle was terrible, only managing to capture a corner of the manor, but it showed that at 9:03 a.m. that day. One section of the manor's main hall roof. Tiles vibrated. Tiny tremor. What breeze shakes tiles? No wind. How strong a wind to move tiles. No wind that day. Zoom in, freeze frame, and advance it. 1 frame at a time. 9:03 a.m. Statue shadows shift in sunlight. It's not a trick of the light. The statues themselves moved. Lu Jing's voice is dry. 9:03 a.m. The shadows freeze at a subtle, tilted angle, as if they're bowing. The recording ends here. The drone's memory was limited. This is all it captured, but it's enough. A deathly silence fills the conference room. Everyone stares at the frozen frame, speechless. Bowing statues. Crazier than Peachwood's sword. Can we even confirm that sword caused this? Shen Jinghua asked, his voice strained. The timelines match, the intel officer said. Zhang Minghao retrieved the sword at 8:50. Consecration, 9 a.m. Anomaly, 9:03 a.m. 3 minutes after sword. Statues just... Shen Jinghua couldn't finish this. All new. What the hell is that sword? Lu Jinghua muttered to himself. He'd initially thought it was just a slightly overpowered artifact, but now it was clearly so much more. To make the statues at the birthplace of Wei actually bow. An artifact could never explain this. Boss, what do we do now? Wang Hu asked. Lu Jinghua rubbed his temples. After pause, watch Jin'll breeze sanctuary. But absolutely no contact. Do not disturb them. Second, he paused. Send this recording to HQ. Send it to HQ. Lu Jinghua stared at the frozen image on the screen with a wry smile. Yeah, this is huge. I got a bad feeling. Whoever's there can't hide much longer. Night's Watch HQ is in the capital. When a report and footage arrived from the Nanjing field office, a young man was on duty. He watched it, frozen, for a solid minute. Then he grabbed the internal line. Director, we have a situation. 2 hours later, Night's Watch HQ, a high-level conference room. That footage is on a loop on the projection screen. The statue's shadow shifts are blurry, but unmistakable. All right, let's hear it. Take. HQ Deputy Director leads. Surname Qin, in his 60s, hair going gray, but his eyes are razor-sharp. Qin, forged? Someone challenged. Tech Division has verified it as genuine. Qin, Dragon Tiger contacts confirmed. A special event. What kind? Vague, internal matter. Tone? Very polite. Commander Qin tapped the table. 4 Dragon Tiger Mountain to be this polite. Small? Heavy silence. Dragon Tiger Mountain? The Mecca of the Way. A 1,000-year legacy. Usually, dealing with their night watch is fine, but that arrogance is in their bones. The manner was that polite. What about the sword? Where is it now? Someone asked. Still on the mountain. The manner locked it down. Qin, pressure them. Apply pressure. Qin shot that guy a death glare. It's a religious site, a cultural heritage landmark. What's your plan? A robbery? The man turtled his neck and shut up. Here's our real problem. What's the deal with the sword's creator, Li Jun? Qin pulled up Li Jun's file. 19 years old, a monk at Qin Feng Sanctuary. Master, Zhang Shouqing. 80 years old, average priest. That's it. That's all we got. The intel is so basic it hurts. Li Jun's entire life history. Cleaner than a blank Google document school, a part-time gig, helping at the sanctuary, selling crafts live. 0 red flags. Where those skills come from? 2 possibilities. Qin raised 2 fingers. 1. He's a reincarnated, chosen one. Precedents exist. 2. His master, Zhang Shouqing, is a real hidden legend, hiding in plain sight. Personally, I'm betting on option 2. An 80-year-old abbot of sanctuary, lived through the crazy era, a lifetime in seclusion. Real mojo, no surprise. Then why is he making his disciples sell artifacts online? Qin smirked bitterly. Master's work mysteriously. Can't read those moves. Another thick silence fell over the conference room. So, how do we handle this Padawanly now? Someone asked. 8 words, Qin said slowly. Observe closely. Befriend at all costs. If you want to sell, we buy. Through legit channels. No dirty tricks. We give him anything. Heavy support for traditional culture. Bottom line, make him like us. Understood. The crowd nodded. One more thing. Alert all the sectors, Qin added. All intel on Qin Feng Sanctuary is now classified Tier 0. No unauthorized leaks regarding any connected persons. Dragon Tiger Mountain was a hard lesson. Meeting adjourned. Qin stayed behind alone in the room, staring at Li Jun's photo on the screen. Young, sunny, eyes crystal clear. By all metrics, just a regular college kid. Zhang Shouqing. Li Jun. He muttered the 2 names, his gaze turning into an abyss. What kind of secrets are you master and disciple hiding? Chapter 22. Lost Codex, Ancient Sword. Please keep reading. Master Zhang Yunpu already got the memo. Night's Watch asked politely. Just said they detected an anomaly and asked if he needed backup. He read between lines. Zhang Minghao asked. Just said it was a real phenomenon. Zhang Yunpu replied. And it's tied to Dragon Tiger Mountain's legacy. Can't share details. Thanks. Will they buy it? Who cares? Zhang Yunpu glanced at his junior brother. You got a better cover story? Zhang Minghao was speechless. He just chuckled bitterly and nodded, turning to draft reply. Hold up. Zhang Yunpu stopped him. A gift. Did Masterly get it? Too pricey, he said. MM. Zhang Yunpu nodded. Then we sent another one. Again. Yes, but finesse it. Zhang Yunpu thought for a second. Isn't Masterly working on a Peachwood sword? Shouldn't our sanctuary collection have draft? Rare manuscript. Zhang Minghao hesitated. Lost Codex shows true devotion. Zhang Yunpu said, remember this. Winning Masterly helps Dragon Tiger. Yes, sir. Zhang Minghao obeyed and left. Zhang Yunpu sat alone in the meditation room, staring out the window. A mountain breeze rustled the pine trees into a roaring wave. Statue bowed. Terror lingered. That kind of existential hierarchy suppression. 60 years. Never felt that. Zhang Shouqing. 3rd uncle. What did you see? He stopped. Sometimes knowing too much isn't a blessing. Meanwhile, on Night's Watch internal chat app, HQ's official meeting just ended. In a private group with all the branch heads immediately blew up. Lu, statues bowed on video. Dragon Tiger hinted yes. Zhao, creepy. Some statues are ancient. EC Chuntao, forget the statues, focus on that mini sword. The raffle statue caused this. West Ridge Sun Hongmei. So the real question is, if a cheap toy the master tossed together has this kind of mojo, what power? Silence. South City Lu Jiangwo. Power level's tough to gauge. But one thing's for damn sure. But one thing's certain. Looks like Mount Longhu just hit the jackpot. Zhang Shanha from Central Plains. What's your take? Lu Jiangwo from South City. Selection Master's dinner already sent for 30th. A top-grade bluestone statue of the Grandmaster. It was delivered to Gentle Breeze Sanctuary this morning. Zhao Taizan from the North Taiping. Zhao. Jintao from EC. They move fast. Sun Hongmei from West Ridge. Mount Longhu is basically shooting a shot in broad daylight. They and Daoist Li are a perfect match. Both are disciples of the way. Great chemistry. Let Zhang sweet talk him more. Unspoken, but clear to all. By then, Daoist Li and Mount Longhu will be besties. And we, who made first contact, will become total outsiders. Zhang Shanha from Central Plains. We must act, not idle. Zhao Taizan from the North. The question is how. Sending cash is tacky. Artifact is beats ours. Raw goods? EC Woods en route. Jintao from EC. Don't even bring that up. Send all my top gear. Sun Hongmei from West Ridge. Pricey? Suspicious. Cheap. Shameful. Headache. The group chat fell silent again. Then, the head of the Central Plains Division suddenly spoke up. Zhang Shanha from Central Plains. I have an idea. Lu Jiangwo from South City. Old Zhang, spill. Zhang Shanha from Central Plains. A gift that's just right. Something that won't freak Daoist Li out, but still shows we put serious thought into it. Zhao Taizan from the North. Stop being so cryptic. Get to the point. Zhang Shanha from Central Plains. Let Zhou when you want to handle it. He deals with Li. Gift through him fits. Jintao from EC. But send what? Zhang Shanha from Central Plains. A sword. The chat exploded with rows of question marks. Sun Hongmei from West Ridge. A sword? Like a craft store prop? Old Zhang, are you trolling us? Zhang Shanha from Central Plains. Not just any sword. Central Plains, Evil Warden. On that cue, the entire chat went dead silent. A few seconds later, Lu Jiangwo from South City typed. Old Zhang, you logged in line? HQ specifically ordered that thing sealed away back in the day. Zhang Shan, he's Central Plains. That's exactly why it's perfect. Senshan's typing is agonizing slow. Like he's weighing every word. Zhang Shan, he, Central Plains. For anyone else, that sword's a curse. But for Daoist Li, it might be just a thing. Chen Tao, EC. Are you trying to test him? Zhang Shan, he, Central Plains. Han Dynasty relic. Blood-soaked. The dark aura's off the charts. No normal person can handle it. Zhang Shan, he, Central Plains. But Daoist Li made an artifact like that. He's a total enigma. Give him the sword. Best case, it's a perfect gift. Silence says it all. Everyone was processing the sheer audacity of the idea. After a long while, Lu Jiangwo, South City. How do you explain this one to HQ? Zhang Shani, Central Plains. Already flagged it. Got the green light from upstairs. Sun Hongmei, West Ridge. Fine. If the big brass is okay with it, let's roll the dice. Zhao Taishan, Northland. Old Zhang. You're playing a dangerous game. Lu Jiangwo, South City. Let's just blow up their faces. Zhang Shani, Central Plains. Relax, I know what I'm doing. The chat log ends here. The regional heads go offline. Central Plains, Special Affairs. Zhang Shan, he shuts down the encrypted chat app. 50s, granite face, lights up. A no-nonsense kind of guy. After half a smoke, he grabs his internal line. When you want my office? Now. 5 minutes later, Zhou Yuan knocks and enters. You want to see me? Chief Zheng? Sit. Zhang Shan, he points to the chair across from him. That word from Qing Feng Sanctuary. How's it coming along? The first batch of 100 word talismans has been delivered. The results are way off the charts. Zhou Yuan reports. The second batch of 200 and the Peachwood swords are currently in production. Good. Zhang Shan, he gives a nod. Smooth. Butter. Lee's a peach. His master, Daoist Zhang, is a sweetheart too. Glad to hear it. Zhang Shan, he taps his ash. All right. Since we're so tight with him now. Zhou Yuan's face freezes for a split second. A token? What kind? Zhang Shan, he stands up. He pulls a long wooden box from his safe. It's ancient. The surface is etched with faded, cryptic sigils. Mail him this. Zhang Shan, he slides the box across the desk. Just say it's a research society souvenir. Trivial keepsake. Zhou Yuan took the wooden box. Surprisingly heavy in his hands. 20 or 30 pounds. Oddly, a chill crept from a box. A faint prickling sting. Like something was jabbing his hand with a bunch of ice needles. Director Zhang, is this? Don't ask. Zhang Shan cut him off. Just do what I said, and remember, keep it casual. Just say it's a replica made by the Research Society. Don't make Priestley suspicious. Zhou Yuan stared at the wooden box in his hands. Then glanced back at Zhang Shan's grim expression. Got it. He took the box and left. Zhang Shanha stood by the window, staring at the gloomy sky. Suppress the evil, he muttered. What will it become in your hands? Chapter 23. Why can't prison take a fall? Please chase the poison, day 2. Li Jun slept in until the sun was high. Still puzzled why the manor sent a statue. Whatever, forget it. Li Jun crawled out of bed and got cleaned up. As usual, he went to offer incense. Mine was a mess yesterday. Forgot to light incense after setting the statue. Sacrilege, my bad. Hope the Grandmaster forgives me. Inside the hall, the new statue sat squarely on the altar. Its stone-carved face looked extra imposing in the morning light. Li Jun lit 3 sticks of incense and was just about to leave. He froze. Why is the statue crooked? Was it like this a second ago? Li Jun stared at it for a long moment, then scratched his head. Probably just the bad lighting in the shop. Master must have placed it off-center yesterday. Sanctuary renovation needs priority. Can't tell Master, though. No need to worry him. He muttered, heading to the kitchen for food. And right as he turned his back, a gust of wind blew through. The statue of the Grandmaster on the altar silently realigned itself, perfectly facing all Lord once more, its stern face veiled by greenish smoke from the incense. Outside, the old priest finished practice shadowboxing. Seeing Li Jun, he stopped and wiped sweat. Juner, sleep well last night? It was okay. Li Jun fished a steamed bun out of the pot. Master, what about the manor's business? Don't dwell on it. He cut him off. When the time is right, you'll understand. Li Jun chewed on a steamed bun, mumbling it's super weird. Plenty weird here. The priest snorted. Look at our temple fish. Weird, right? That jogged Li Jun's memory. He wolfed down his bun and ran to the backyard well. The dragon koi swam leisurely. A few days gone, it looked even bigger. Its crystal scales are even more striking, glistening under the sun. Here's the craziest part. Those 2 little nubs on its head, they look like they've grown a bit. Don't tell me you're actually about to grow horns? Li Jun crouched by the well, staring at the fish. The koi blew a bubble at him. The bubble popped in the air, dissolving into a fine mist of water. The mist landed on Lee Jun's face, cool and refreshing. Well, aren't you a little genius? Lee Jun chuckled. He fed it, then headed back inside. There was still work to do today. Joe and Ewan's order still had 50 safe passage runes left to fill. He had to grind and get them done. Lee Jun sat down at his workbench. Newsstand block made crisp sigils. The lines were smooth. He stamped with intense focus, checking each one individually, carefully inspecting all. Before he knew it, the whole morning had slipped away. All 50 talismans were stamped. Lee Jun stretched and checked the time. Noon. Time to make lunch. He got up and headed to the kitchen, only to find his master had already cooked. Simple greens and tofu. Master, why'd you do that? I was handling it. Lee Jun served rice. Bored, the priest sat. Talismans done? All done. I can ship them out this afternoon. The old priest held a mouthful of rice in his mouth. Heading to town. Need red paper. New Year's coming. Writing couplets. Also stopping by treasure trove. Lee Jun caught on instantly. His master was still worried about the mess at Zhao's bookstore. I'll go. No, you're busy. I'm just going to hang out, have a chat. He changed robes and left. Lee Jun tidied up the dishes and went back to his room. He unlocked his phone. He saw a few new messages in the Douyin Backends fan group. All from fans, bugging him to go live. Going live tonight or not, master? Out of talismans plaques. Restock. Lee Jun thought for a sec and replied, 8 p.m. tonight. Going live. Someone replied, got it. On time. Stock more. Impossible to grab. Lee Jun gave a helpless LOL and didn't reply. Last time, 50,000 gone in just a second. Comments flamed him. Deal later. Tonight, he'd live draw safe passage runes. Simple, nothing that could go sideways. Mine made up. He prepped paper, cinnabar, brush. He even deliberately dug out that heavy Taoist sigil encyclopedia. Just gonna follow the book. No skips. Keep it legit. Drew like a dozen sheets. Getting the hang of it. Okay, this one's a money shot tonight. Lee Jun nods, satisfied. 8 p.m. Live stream goes live. On the dot. Instantly 25k viewers. Chat moving so fast it's a blur. Yo, master, what's up? What room tonight? Give me that war talisman. I'll pay double. Lee Jun adjusts the webcam. Yo, fam. No drops. Just start. Join a safe passage room. Just for giggles. Chat explodes. Yeah, you know the drill. This is a duel, he says. Sure. His runes are never normal. So this safe passage rune gonna make me a crypto millionaire or what? Lee Jun can't even. Dude, it's literally just a rune. No cheat codes. No magical buffs. Chill. He lays out the yellow paper. Cinnabar dip. First stroke. Whoa. The moment he truly locks in, everything else just poof. Gone. Only the brush exists. Streams dead silent. Breath held. Watching the tag take shape. Stroke by stroke. Lee Jun's going painfully slow. One brush stroke, then another. Strictly by the book's order. Sigil cap, sigil core. Sigil. Sigil tail. 10 minutes later, the final dot hits the paper. Flawless rune on yellow paper. Lee Jun puts the brush down. Exhales. Done. It's cooked. He holds up the talisman to the lens. Yellow paper, vivid red seal. Perfect strokes, mystic gloss. Damn. Master's a beast. Yo, that's a museum piece. I need it framed on my wall. Name a price. I'll pay. Lee Jun shakes head. Nope, no deal. This one's a one-off. Keeping it for myself. Right as words leave his mouth. EC Wave Watcher drops a Carnival Cruise X100. West Peak Cloud Viewer drops a Fantasy Castle X50. Central Plains Garrison drops a Rocket X200. Gifts explode. Lee Jun's scalp tingles. He frantically disables the tipping. Okay, seriously, everyone. No more tips. I'm just doodling here, I swear. You guys are stressing me out big time. Chat's still going nuts. Master, don't be shy. This is just for the performance. Seriously. One drawn tag for this many gifts. Totally worth. Yo, you hiring doorman? I'll bring my own snacks. Lee Jun just shakes his head at the screen. These fans get crazier. He starts. A comment catches his eye. Golden Horn. Yo, Taoist bro, quick question for you. Why don't eggs tell each other jokes? Lee Jun freezes. Reads it twice. This guy's no random troll. One of us. If that's Golden Horn, why awake? Isn't he supposedly on a trip with some college junior? Isn't he traveling with a junior? This talisman's got 12 layers of pure juice packed in. Then straight after Big Horn at Fat Piece work. Dude's got time to lurk on my stream this late? Lee Jun stared at the comment, a flicker of doubt crossing his mind. Big Horn was his high school buddy Gene Hao's nickname. Since he transmigrated into this world, the guy was one of two best friends he had. The other was Ejian, aka Silverhorn. Together, they ruled Luke County High as gold and silver horns. They'd had his back since high school. Not a flex, but when he went influencer to pay high school bills, the phone he used to shoot videos was a straight up gift from Gene Hao. Now, Gene Hao was at the same university as him. Ejian had tested into a school out of town. Before the break, Gene Hao was acting all mysterious, bragging about his junior year girl and their plan to hit the ice festival up north. His moments blew up, 3 posts a day. So sickeningly sweet. Daytime text to Gene Hao. Gene Hao might actually reply a few times. Night. Always. Busy TTYL. As Ejian so elegantly put it, King Goldhorn's gone on a pilgrimage to the land of women. No cap. So why the heck did he suddenly pop into my stream tonight and ask such a SUS question? Why can't eggs wrestle? Lee Jun thought for a sec. He already figured out the punchline. Because a yoked fighter's existence is weak, bro. He glanced at the chat log. That message had already been totally buried. Gene Hao didn't send anything else. Lee Jun grabbed his phone, fired up WeChat, and shot Gene Hao a quick text. Lee Jun, Swamp Man, let's catch up after the stream. He switched right back to the stream and kept vibing with his viewers. The stream wrapped at 9:30 p.m. Lee Jun shut his PC down, letting out a long, deep sigh. Not a bad session tonight. Didn't push any merch, but the tip income kinda slayed. These viewers are just too wholesome. He shook his head, picked up his phone, and sent Gene Hao another message. What's up? Thought you were living it up in Ice City. How'd you find the time to catch my stream tonight? He sent it. Waited 2 minutes. No read receipt. So Lee Jun went to wash up. He returned to a lit screen. Dude, you're finally online. Followed immediately by another one. Okay, is TikTok totally glitching out or what? I don't know, it totally ghosted me on a live notification, but I couldn't even find your stream anywhere in a live tab. Had to stalk your profile just to see you were live. Heart stopped. Thought you got banned. Lee Jun sighed. Dude, overthinking much. I was just streaming normally. Selling crafts. Totally legit. He paused. Asked about your weird comments. Froze my brain solid IC. Temporary insanity. Gene Hao's status showed typing. He typed for ages, then finally sent a voice message. Li Jun hit play. There was a lot of background noise. Sounded outside. Gene Hao's voice cracked. Tearful. Taoist dude. I think I'm done for. Li Jun's heart clenched. What's wrong? What happened? Not an accident. Gene Hao stammered. It's just me, How do I even say this? Li Jun heard the cringe in his voice. Plus that prison question and no one falling. It clicked instantly. Oh damn, no wonder he asked that. This chunky dude's mojo is tapped out. Li Jun stifled a laugh. He typed back. Li Jun, so you're saying your gun's shooting blanks? Gene Hao, you're blank. Your whole family's shooting blanks. Roaring emoji. Li Jun, you're the one who asked a no-fap level question about prisons. The other side went dead silent. Li Jun, spill it. What's the deal? Gene Hao sent another voice message. His voice was total limp noodle energy. I don't know, man. It was fine 2 days ago. Then, just sudden system failure. The upperclassman was patient at first, then she got annoyed. Asked if I was tired of her. Then she just started ghosting me. Li Jun felt a twinge of pity, but mostly wanted to laugh his ass off. He cleared his throat and replied seriously. Li Jun could be bad acclimation, or you're just burnt out. Take some Romania or a blue pill to save the day. Gene Hao bomb. Useless. Gene Hao sent a photo. It was a hotel nightstand covered in a pharmacy's worth of bottles. Tried them all. Zero effect. Gene Hao's voice was pure despair. Taoist dude, you think I'm totally wrecked? Li Jun frowned. Even meds don't work. That's not normal. Gene Hao's not exactly a weakling. Freshman varsity hoops. Later, a basement gremlin. But the core strength is there. How is this sudden total collapse? Gene Hao also Taoist dude. Lately at night, something feels off. Li Jun off how? Gene Hao, the hotel's got heating, right? But I keep feeling bone-chilling drafts like breath on my neck. Taoist dude, you think I caught a bad vibe? Something ghostly? Li Jun, no, here we go. Blaming the paranormal now. This guy tries meds. They fail. His anxiety shoots through the roof. And now he's spiraling into full-on delusion territory. But bro code is bro code. Can't leave him hanging. Li Jun switched out of WeChat. Opened his browser to do some digging. When you can't perform, it's usually one of two things. One, a real physical issue. That's a doctor's problem. Two, it's all in your head. Like stress, pressure, or straight-up anxiety. Gene Hao's deal is most likely the psychological kind. Jet lag and a crash. He just needs a boost. Li Jun flips back to WeChat to type. Tell you what, I'll draw you a sigil. Keep it on you, skin contact. Guaranteed to get your mojo back. Gene Hao, what kind of sigil? Does it actually work? Li Jun, the total rejuvenation sigil. Fixes all rebellion. He'll go from zero to hero, ready to roar. Partying like a rock star. He sells it so hard, he almost believes it. Gene Hao, skeptical but desperate. Gene Hao, Taoist dude, don't you dare troll me. Sigils can fix that? Li Jun, my sigils fix everything. Obviously, I'm a freaking enlightened master, yo. Gene Hao, fine. I'm trusting you. But Taoist dude, you cannot, and I mean absolutely cannot, tell anyone about this. Especially Ejian. That guy's a trash mouth. If he finds out, I'll be his personal punchline for life. Li Jun, relax. My lips are sealed tighter than Fort Knox. Gene Hao, then draw it. Fast. Send it over when it's done. I'll text you the address. Li Jun, shipping it tomorrow. Chat ended. Li Jun hangs up and pauses for 3 seconds. And then, he absolutely loses it. Gene Hao, oh Gene Hao. How the mighty have fallen. He's cackling for a solid few minutes. Li Jun finally stops, clutching his stomach. Then he lets out a sigh. It sucks when a bro's hurting. He walks to the shelf. And pulls out the encyclopedia of arcane sigils and seals. Flips to the page for the total rejuvenation sigil. This one helps with recovery and energy. Li Jun thinks to himself. Gene Hao's situation. It's a head game. So give him a placebo. Maybe he'll actually do the trick. This is the one. Li Jun unrolls the paper, grabs his brush, dips in cinnabar. Centers his chi. He knows it's a magical band-aid. But for his best bro, he's going all in. Brush to paper. Sigil cap, core tail. Final stroke. Li Jun exhales. This sigil is easily the cleanest work he's ever done. No clue if it's got actual juice, but the intent is pure. Bro, this is the best I can do. Li Jun folds the sigil paper into a tight triangle. Tucks it into a small red pouch, ready to mail out tomorrow. Episode 25. Delivery chaos and poison hunt. The very next morning, Li Jun packed up the talisman for Gene Hao, along with that batch of war talismans Zhou and Yuan ordered. Packed and scooter down to ship. 2 stops today. I-City and Central Plain City. Rojo glanced at the label. This I-City dude got a pretty normal name. Huh, yeah, he's into that stuff too. An old classmate. Li Jun grinned. Oh, the I-City one will arrive tomorrow. Central Plains the day after. Thanks, Rojo. Paid, turned, phone blared. It was Zhou and Yuan calling. Yo, researcher Zhou. Masterly, those seal tags you sent over? My boss is totally vibing with them. Zhou and Yuan's voice crackled through the speaker, dripping with amusement. That's a relief. Li Jun exhaled. So, we want to order a batch of peachwood swords. Another round. Zhou and Yuan smoothly did it. This time, we want special customs. Needs runes. More intricate work. Pause. Dramatic beat. Price-wise, we could do 15,000 a pop. Li Jun's hand hit a full body flinch. 15,000. What runes? I'm gonna zap the design schematic to your WeChat right now. Zhou and Yuan laid out, smooth as butter. Full custom. 2 months is fine. See design first. One more thing. Zhou and Yuan's tone slipped into low-key casual mode. Our department prepped a little souvenir swag bag for our partners. Your ships arrives in days. No refusals. Just a keepsake. Nothing crazy. Li Jun thought about it for a second and did push back. Well, thanks, Mr. Zhou. Appreciate it. No worries. Sending plans. Hang up. Li Jun stood there for a sec, totally glitched. 15,000 for a single peachwood sword. Is this just stupidly easy money? Shaking his head. He rode off. At South City Watch. A wall of monitors in the tech department displayed. Crystal clear footage of Li Jun at the shipping depot moments before. Masterly mailed 2 packages. One is addressed to a Central Plains researcher. The second agent pulled up the data profile. Recipient is Gene Hao. Address, I-City. ID match confirmed. Li Jun's high school classmate. Currently on vacation in Penang. Lu Jing was stared. Sent something? Our field agent already ran a remote spectral scanner over it. The agent pulled up the scanned images. One's a basic war talisman. The other is a panacea health sigil. A panacea health sigil? Lu Jing frowned. So what does this talisman actually do? According to the encyclopedia of Taoist talismans, its core, build body, expel illness, fortify. The team member paused. But Master Li's version of the talisman probably has a slightly different effect. Lu Jing was behind flashback to the results from the war talismans. Suddenly, Chen Jing was spoke up. Should we intercept it and run analysis? Lu Jingwo was silent for a few seconds. No, don't touch it. A talisman hand-drawn by Master Li. Regardless of its effect, we absolutely do not intercept. But what if? No what ifs. Lu Jingwo cut Qin Jingwo off. With clear breeze, remember? Rule. Watch only. No touch. Yes. Is there anything special about this Jin Hao? Nothing. Ordinary college kid. Clean family background. No anomalous contact history. The team member pulled up the file. Lu Jingwo stared at Jin Hao's photo. Chubby face, an honest, innocent smile. By all appearances, just a regular young guy. Since he's a friend of Master Li. Lu Jingwo mused for a moment. Ice City. Tail him quietly. Classification? Just standard monitoring for now. Don't spook the kid. Lu Jingwo thought for a second and added, if he runs into any trouble, and without exposing ourselves, provide appropriate assistance. Understood. Old Wu got the order. He glanced over Jin Hao's file, then read the attached notes Master Li had sent with the talisman. His face turned grim. A talisman from Clear Breeze. He immediately summoned 2 of his most experienced field agents. Shadow him. Long range. No contact. Report any anomalies immediately. Understood. Li Jun knew nothing of this. He was stuck on Zhou's sigils. Way too complex. Triple nested arrays. 72 variant characters. Cardon blade. All tries failed. All morning. Crooked lines. Snap pins. This gig is way harder than it looked. Li Jun rubbed his sore wrist and sighed. His phone vibrated on the desk. A package notification. You have a new parcel. Please pick it up at your earliest convenience. That souvenir from researcher Zhou got here fast. Li Jun blinked. He hiked down the mountain to grab it. It was a netizen. Dragon Tiger Lay Disciple. A chest of heavy ancient texts. The cover of the top volume read, Tiangong Kaiwu, a compendium of woodworking tools. It details all kinds of traditional carpentry, the crafting techniques, the proper usage of tools, everything. There's also a sticky note, to Taoist Master Li, with respect. Master Li, here's a reference guide. Sincerely, a lay disciple of Long Mountain. Li Jun looked at the note, a little bemused. This internet buddy is seriously too polite. Still, compared to those statues from before, books on woodworking are way more normal. He opened his TikTok DMs, and gave a Long Mountain lay disciple a proper thank you. He planned a giant peachwood sword gift. Back in his room, Li Jun took the books out. He shelved them, then took his knife. Focusing, he practiced on runic plans. A peachwood sword worth 15 grand. That should make a pretty solid return gift. Meanwhile, just as Li Jun was buried in his research and training, at the South City Night Watch Division, Lu Jingwo picked up an encrypted call from the Ice City branch. Chief Lu, that Jin Hao you had us tracking? We've got plain clothes on him now. Keeping him safe. Appreciate the effort, Lu Jingwo replied. Anything out of the ordinary? Nothing odd, just dumped. Mood's kind of in the gutter. Dumped? Lu Jingwo's brow furrowed. Any idea why? Seems he had performance issues. The girlfriend wasn't satisfied. Keep watching him. Especially once that talisman from Taoist Master Li arrives. I don't know if anything changes. Got it. Ending the call, Lu Jingwo rubbed his temples. It sounded absolutely ridiculous. But recalling Li Jun's wild results, Lu Jingwo couldn't afford to dismiss it. What if that talisman actually works miracles? He stared out the window, his gaze intense. Taoist Master Li. Just how much spring can that talisman of yours actually restore? Chapter 26. How to kill a goldfish seriously. Operation. Jin Hao's father-finding mission. Ice City. Some random chain hotel. Please subscribe. Jin Hao was sprawled on the bed, sighing like a dying whale. It's over. Totally over. A deep, penetrating stare at the ceiling. Her ghosting hit hard. Ignored calls. Cold passes. Ice Queen glare walked on. Am I really that useless? His brain was stuck on a loop, replaying that night's highlight reel. That look on her face, part unsatisfied, part utterly disappointed. Jin Hao, sinking deeper into his misery, grabbed his phone. He scrolled up his chat history with Li Jun. Staring at that promise. A tiny Ezra spark of hope flickered in Jin Hao's chest. Taoist bro jokes around a lot, sure. He always delivers, right? Right on cue, his phone buzzed. It was the delivery guy. Mr. Jean, got a package for you. Left at the front desk. Thanks, he whispered. Talisman must be here. Grab it downstairs fast. Tiny box, ripped it open. Inside was a small red pouch. Jin Hao gave a squeeze. Felt like a triangular paper packet inside. So this is the Phoenix Rejuvenation Talisman? He muttered. Skeptical, but desperate. Shoved charm in pocket. Warmth ballooned instantly. Jin Hao felt a subtle pulse of warmth from the talisman paper. Heat spread within. The warmth trickled down past his belly button, then started to spread. Energy surged through. Jin Hao felt like he was sinking into a perfect all-over hot tub. Groaned. Dread vanished. Just evaporating. Replaced by surging, potent energy. This. Jin Hao looked down at the red pouch on his chest. It's working. He couldn't believe it, but his body wasn't lying to him. Weakness was gone. What replaced it was a restless, electric heat buzzing under his skin. Jin Hao swallowed hard, practically running to the bathroom. Hands trembling, he stared at himself in the mirror. Rosier? Most key. That long-lost, primal feeling was back. It's actually working. A mixed shock and joy fled from him. Paste, padded charm. Change undeniable. Bro Daoist, you're officially my real brother. Jin Hao was on the verge of tears. He immediately pulled out his phone to message Li Jun. Jin Hao, bro Daoist. The talisman came in. It's magic. Seriously, straight up magic. Jin Hao, you're like a father who gave me second life. No, scratch that. You're closer than second dad. Jin Hao, from this day forward, you're my godfather. Li Jun was on customer service. He smiled at the message. Li Jun, glad it works. Remember, everything in moderation. Jin Hao, relax. I know my limits. Jin Hao, oh right, godfather. Any side effects? Li Jun, what do you mean? Jin Hao, it's just, ever since I put on, not only did that problem get fixed, but my whole vibe shifted. I feel seriously jacked up on energy. Jin Hao, he tried to describe the feeling. Full body vitality. Even my head feels clearer. Li Jun scratched his head. Placebo effect this strong? Li Jun, maybe your mindset improved, so your body naturally bounced back. Jinhao, whatever, man. Thanks, Godfather. Feast on me when I'm back. Li Jun, cool. Waiting for you. The chat ended. Li Jun shook his head. That chunky dude is totally getting off on a placebo effect. It's just a piece of paper. No way it's that mystical. Back to the grind. This is brutal. Outside a hotel in Ice City, two plainclothes night watch field agents were sitting in a car, eyes glued to the entrance. Target got the package. No anomalies, the agent said. Yeah, keep observing. The senior agent stared at the monitor. Suddenly, his eyes narrowed. Look, the younger agent leaned over. The screen showed the window of Jinhao's room. Though the curtains were drawn, infrared thermal imaging showed the human heat source inside the room. The glow intensified, not in heat, but the vitality activity level had scaled up by at least one tier. This is, the younger agent froze. Fuchi grinned. The senior agent's voice was grave. Report it. Now, the intel shot to the Ice City branch, then rerouted to South City. When Liu Jiangwo saw the report, he was sipping tea. His hand jolted, spilling tea all over himself. Vitality activity up 30%. Stable and sustained. Yes, and the target's mental state. All physical functions improved. The tech adjusted his glasses. The craziest part, that energy residue causing his dysfunction has been completely purged. Energy residue? Liu Jiangwo frowned. Affirmative. Ice City discovered the target during a tourist trip. She touched old junk, got a dark hitchhiker. Drained his yang like a leaky battery. What priest Lee's sigils? They'll just top you off. It's only addicted to dark passengers. Liu Jiangwo was silent. Okay, I still need to get my hands on one of those things. Keep eyes on the Ice City target. Log everything. No exceptions. Night fell. A cheap motel in Ice City. Curtains drawn tight. Dim, moody lighting. A young guy in a bathrobe was sprawled on the bed. Pale as a ghost. Eyes squeezed shut. Breathing all jagged and shallow. A woman zipped her red sweater by the bed. She had that innocent girl next to her face. Flawless skin. The very same senior that Jinhao couldn't get out of his head. But right now, a satisfied smirk twisted her lips. A freaky red glint flickered in her eyes. Pathetic. So very little. She licked her lips, dripping disappointment. Kid's young essence is so watered down. Cheap junk. She glanced at the guy. She tapped the theater right between brows. This black smoke, almost invisible, wormed his way in. His breathing eased, but he looked awful. Job done. The senior. Well, the succubus wearing her face. Walked to the mirror and just stared. She'd been hunting in some dinky little southern town before. A mountain goat tailed her, so she hid. She hopped into the body of this college girl, Lin Wei, and fled all the way to my city. How to make this one last? The succubus stroked her own cheek. This body works, but I must pace it. She returned to bed, eyed the unconscious man, and she turned and bailed. These days, she had a system. No bodies, no fatalities, death brings cops, investigations. Avoiding night watchers, eating full now. Cold wind slapped her outside the motel. The succubus hunched her shoulders. This body is way too fragile. Sure was. Man, if only I could find another premium snack like that last one. The succubus drifted to thoughts of Lin Wei's boyfriend, Jinhao. That kid's young fire was off the charts. Insane. Literally 10 times a regular human's. And recovery? Ridiculous. At first, she feared draining him dry. But the very next morning, Jinhao was bouncing around totally fine. She went wild for 3 straight days. Only did Jinhao totally crash. So, timing-wise, he should be recharged. She licked her lips. She looked at Jinhao with that classic I need space excuse for. But it was just because she knew she couldn't control herself. Didn't want him dead. Now 2 days. Jinhao guys off. His hands full. Check. Dialing Jinhao's number. Chapter 27. Damn, Supreme Bone. Dare to rebel now. Begging for follows. Prime time 8 p.m. Jinhao jolts awake to his ringtone. He grabs the phone, all groggy. His eyes light up. Lin Wei, class senior. He answers, voice trembling. Senpai, you're finally talking to me again. On the other end, her voice is soft, layered with guilt. I'm so sorry. I was just in a mood these past few days. I was way too harsh. You free tonight? Dinner's on me. Total apology tour. Jinhao's heart is doing the drum solo from hell. An apology? She's asking him to dinner. Making her come back. Free. Where are you? I'll come now. Jinhao yells. No need. I'll come to you. She lets out a soft little laugh. You haven't checked out, right? No, but just come into my room. What's the matter? Not welcome? She giggles again. Or, you got someone stashed in there? No one. Just me all alone. Jinhao fires back, desperate to clarify. Okay then, I'll be waiting. Be there in a bit. Click. Jinhao does a literal kip up out of bed like some kind of action hero. He rushes to wash up at sonic speed. Messes his hair. Today's the day. He stares himself down in the mirror, hyping himself up. While fixing hair, he feels the rune. Starting to heat up again. This time, it's way more intense. He just keeps climbing. Meanwhile, his whole body's buzzing with more and more energy. Like an epic adrenaline rush. Taoist ain't Godfather. He's God tier. Clutch. Jinhao's legit about to cry from gratitude. Still prepping. Rune burns hotter. But Jinhao just feels better and better. Main character energy. Meanwhile, hallway. Elevator doors slide open. One long, killer leg steps out first. Cream trench coat, long hair draped. Makeup on point. She's got that sweet, gentle smile plastered on. Spring breeze lovely. Then she freezes. This insane blast of yang energy, blazing like a mini sun, is radiating from a room at the end of the hall. The quality and intensity of this energy is like so hard that she let go days ago. She licks her red lips, pure hunger flashing in her eyes. Recovery rate that good, huh? She starts lining Jinhao's room, step by step. The closer she gets, the stronger the yang energy is. Like nearing a furnace. Inside that room, like approaching a blazing furnace. And inside the room, Jinhao felt the talisman getting hotter and hotter. It was like a branding iron pressed against the chest. His condition improved, now bursting with power. So much energy, he didn't know what to do. This good? A little burn was worth it. He felt proud. And right then, knock, knock, knock. Someone was at the door. Jinhao's heart leaped. He rushed to open it. The senior was stunning tonight. Pale, dewy skin. Her eyes were sparkling and dewy. She was radiating this crazy seductive aura from head to toe. Jinhao's heart started pounding. He was feeling some type of way. The senior, seeing Jinhao, was absolutely ecstatic inside. She could barely contain herself. This guy's yang energy, it was way stronger than what she sensed in the hallway earlier. like a volcano about to erupt. If she could drain him dry, not only would she fully restore her power, she could even ascend straight to the Ghost King tier. And then, that old geezer from Maoshan, she could swat him like a fly. In that split second, the senior couldn't hold back. Xiao Hao. Her voice turned into a seductive purr. I was wrong before. I shouldn't have ghosted you like that. She reached out to touch Jin Hao's face. The moment her fingertip touched his skin, sizzle. She yanked back her hand. So hot. The yang energy radiating from Jin Hao had actually burned her fingers. This is just brutally overpowered. Senior, are you okay? Jin Hao asked, genuinely concerned. Just static. She forced a smile at Jin Hao. Her gaze got even more intense. This guy was the ultimate prize. Come on in. Jin Hao stepped aside. She entered, shut the door. Just them. Staring at Jin Hao, the senior just couldn't take it anymore. She licked her lips, her voice dripping with seduction. Xiao Hao, I'll devour you. Her voice turned dark and sinister. A cold wind blew. The temperature in the room plummeted. The lights flickered wildly, buzzing and crackling with electric static. Jin Hao, still riding the high of her spicy words. He felt shy, then froze. He saw the unthinkable, her face warping. Something squirmed under her skin. Grotesque. Her eyes blackened. Hair moved on its own, like venomous snakes dancing in the air. She was radiating this cold, dead, lifeless aura. As senior, his legs buckled. Mind blank. He nearly collapsed. Ghost! She shrieked. Lounge at Jin Hao. She couldn't wait a second longer. Yang energy temptation. She had to absorb it, as claws grabbed his shoulders. SSSCCHHCZ. Hot oil on ice. Black smoke billowed. The pain broke her grip. Jin Hao finally jolted to his senses. Ghost! He screamed and scrambled for the door. Burned. She froze a beat too long. By the time she recovered, Jin Hao had already burst out of the room. He sprinted. Her smirk died. A howling, frigid wind erupted. Click, click, click. Every light in the hallway exploded, plunging the space into icy darkness. Frost ballooned across the walls. Jin Hao felt like he was running through a meat locker, but his chest kept getting hotter. The talisman, it was branding him. The searing pain on his skin was unbearable. Don't run, little bro. Let's just care for you. He jabbed the button. Slow. He bolted for stairs. She followed, a cat with a mouse. Help! There's a ghost. He yelled as he ran. But the entire floor was eerily silent. Every other door was shut tight. No one came out. Don't waste it. Her voice dripped scorn. I make sure everyone on this floor is deeply asleep. Blood chilled. He tumbled down blindly. Chest burnt. The talisman was a hot iron. Flesh seared. Body heating. Blood from his nose. Seriously? Right now, Jin Hao was on the verge of tears. I'm literally running for my life, dude. Read the room. The ghost glided behind him, unbothered, almost confused. Oh, little bro, I didn't realize you were into that kind of thing. If I'd known, I wouldn't have bothered with this tiresome disguise. Stop. Let me love you. Complete my craft. The voice was getting closer. This was it. Game over. As he reached the third floor landing, she caught up. Her icy fingers near his neck, dark aura curling. Just before she made contact. How dare you, vile fiend? A roar echoed from below. She reached for Jin Hao's neck. Her fingers dripped with gloom, but... Demon, how dare you? A shout from below. A golden bolt flew at the ghost's face. Chapter 28. Can you even raise a dead fish? I've never in my entire life seen a seal tag this absurd. Cannon fodder chases the heiress. Golden light tears through the air. It hits her face. Ghost chick recoils, yanking back her hand. But that gold beam was way too fast. It was practically teleport. It smashed right in her chest. Bam! The ghost flew backward like she got slammed by a wrecking ball. She crashed hard into the stairwell wall. Wall cracks like spiderwebs. Golden light hits the ground. It's actually an ancient copper coin. A faint golden glow pulsed along its edges. It hums loudly. You dusty Maoshan hack. The ghost clutched her chest, face twisting with shock and rage. Down the stairwell, an old Taoist priest in gray robes sprinted up the steps. He looked about 60 or 70, hair going silver. But he was sharp, full of energy, eyes as piercing as a hawk's. His fingers held a casting sign, locked onto the ghost. Wretched beast. 3 months. Got you. Master, save me. Jin Hao spotted his savior. He scrambled frantically, hiding behind the old priest. Relax, kid. The old priest shot a glance at Jin Hao. Shock flickers in his eyes. Ridiculously strong yang energy. It's practically a mini sun. But here's the weird part. That yang energy isn't from inside his body. The old priest couldn't afford to analyze details yet. His focus snaps back. You filthy monster. South to north. Over a dozen lives. Today, I end your soul. He casts a sign, chanting low. The stairwell's temperature abruptly surged back up. Air ripples visibly. The ghost straightens slowly. Face black. Old hack. Think I fear you? She shrieks, hair whipping wildly. It grows like vipers, swallowing half the stairwell. Every single strand gave off a sickly black glow, reeking of dense, bone-chilling ink cold. Jin Hao's scalp prickled with sheer terror. He scrambled backwards in panic. But just at that moment, bang, the stairwell door was violently kicked open. 2 hulking men in black tactical jackets charged right in. Movements crisp and sharp, obviously highly trained. The second they entered, they flanked Jin Hao protectively, left and right. In their hands were oddly shaped, silver-white pistols, muzzles aimed at the ghost. 2 men, about 30. Buzz cuts, sharp stares, radiating efficiency. Special Affairs Division. Stand down. Left guy barks. The one on the right tilted his head, glancing at Jin Hao, speaking rapidly. Mr. Jin Hao, we're here to protect you. Fall back. Jin Hao nodded blankly and shuffled behind him. The Night Watch Wraith's face turned deadly cold. These 2 Night Watch agents weren't the threat. They just barely stepped onto the path of cultivation, barely above civilians. But that old Maoshan priest was a genuine, certified master of the astral arts. Even at 60% power, taking on all 3 was a gamble, and the Night Watch was already here, which meant the cavalry was right behind them. If she got bogged down here, she was toast. In a flash, the calculations raced through the Wraith's mind. Her gaze swept over Jin Hao. Pure hatred flashing in her eyes. That raging yang energy. It was a crime to walk away. But survival trumps a meal ticket. Fine. Wonderful. The Wraith's chilling laugh echoed. Mouchon fossil. Night watchdogs. This isn't over. I'll remember. Before the sound even faded, her form detonated. Not an explosion, exactly. More like a flashbang of black mist, spreading like an ink spill through the air. The smoke was so dense, it was practically a solid wall, instantly swallowing the entire stairwell. Watch out. Master Qingshu shouted, his peachwood sword thrusting forward. The tip blazed with golden light as he aimed for the smoke. But from within the cloud, a full-body skin suit drifted down. Lin Wei's doppelganger. It was uncanny. Every pore intact. A classic skin-shedding escape. Master Qingshu's face darkened. He bit his fingertip, using the blood to scrawl a complex sigil blazing in the air. Boundless Cosmos, command loss. Dispel. The sigil flew out like a golden missile, slamming into the skin suit. The skin ignited in golden fire and was reduced to dust in seconds. Not even a trace of ash remaining. But the Wraith's true essence had already slipped away as a near-invisible wisp of smoke, vanishing through the vent ducts. Lost her. Again. Master Qingshu stomped his foot, his expression livid. 3 months. Chased this Wraith from south to north, covering 1,000 miles just to corner her here in Ice City. And once again, she slipped through his fingers. He sighed, turning to look at the shaken Jin Hao. And that's when he froze. His eyes went wide. In all the chaos, he'd missed it. But now, with a proper look, what in the world was up with this kid's yang energy? No ordinary person could possibly have this much vital essence. It was 100 times stronger than normal humans. Even the legendary pure yang physique shouldn't be this unhinged, not in the post-army ending era. In 60 years of cultivation, Master Qingshu had seen countless anomalies and prodigies. But this was completely breaking his brain. He squinted, activating the secret Mouchon technique of aura reading. A faint golden glow enveloped Jin Hao. The aura was so dense, it almost looked like a solid shell, like a mini sun. But the weird part? The yang energy was dropping at a rate plain as day. 100x, 90x, 80x. It finally stabilized at about 10 times a normal person's level. And Master Qingshu, sharp as ever, noticed something off. The source of that yang energy wasn't Jin Hao himself. It was coming from his chest. Something that was emitting a faint, spiritual glow. That was the thing that was continuously replenishing Jin Hao's yang energy. Young friend, are you alright? Master Qingshu stepped forward, his tone considerably gentler now. The two night watchers watched the old priest warily, but didn't stop him. They recognized this guy, one of the contemporary skilled masters of Mouchon, Master Qingshu. Jin Hao's legs shook. He leaned on the wall. And no, I'm fine. Thanks, Master. Master Qingshu waved off dismissively, but his eyes were locked onto Jin Hao's chest. Young friend, let me see inside. Jin Hao hesitated for a sec. The guy to just save his life. A look wouldn't hurt. He reached into his shirt, and YWCH. It was only then. Jin Hao felt the searing pain on his chest. He looked down. A fist-sized hole had been burned. Straight through his shirt, the edges all charred black. And that little red pouch holding the sigil had basically melted into his skin. The hell? Jin Hao was dumbstruck. Seeing this, Master Qingshu's face turned dead serious. Don't move, young friend. Let me see that. He stepped. Guards blocked him. But Master Qingshu just flicked his hand. They both felt a gentle, yet utterly unstoppable force pushing him softly aside. That was Chi Spirit versus Essence Chi Gap. Qingshu's madra glowed cyan. With a gentle pull, the red pouch slowly detached from flesh. The pouch fell, one side burnt. The talisman paper inside had turned to ash, lingering in the half-destroyed bag. But here's the freaky part. Part of the seal's diagram was now branded, with horrifying clarity, onto Jin Hao's chest. The lines glowed with a faint, golden red light, like they'd been seared on with a branding iron, rising and falling gently with Jin Hao's breathing. Master Qingshu's eyes went wide, fixed dead on those glowing lines. This is the recovery health sigil. Master Qingshu's voice trembled. He jerked his head up and stared at my boy Jin Hao. Where did you get this seal? Jin Hao froze. Master, it morphed into this, and you still know it? Of course I can. Qingshu's beard trembled. The seal's strokes looked simple, but every single line is divine. Look here. He pointed at a specific curve on the mark on Jin Hao's chest. This turns a dragon rising. Energy flows. And here, the last stroke sheathes a sword, calm, yet deadly. This is... Qingshu breathed deep, weighing each word. The word of a grandmaster. Jin Hao was completely dumbfounded. Bro's drawing, is this OP? Yo, my man, you gotta tell me. Qingshu grabbed Jin Hao's shoulders. His voice was urgent. Which grandmaster gave you this seal? Where's this expert now? Can you introduce me? Jin Hao was totally freaked out by old man's Nancy. He blurted out. It was my classmate. Before he finished, urgent footsteps echoed from the stairwell. Jin Hao, a middle-aged man in a dark gray mandarin jacket, stormed in with 7 or 8 wardens. Their movements were crisp and professional. They instantly sealed off every exit of the stairwell. All of them were wielding specialized gear. The man in charge was about 50 with a square jaw. He had that stern, authority-radiating vibe that needs no words. He froze for a second, seeing Qingshu, then immediately bowed politely. Wu Shouxin, Ice City Division. Greetings, I was Master Qingshu of the Mouchon lineage. Qingshu released Jin Hao and returned the salute. Ah, Director Wu from the Ice City branch. Your reputation precedes you. Wu Shouxin, quickly straighten up. You flatter me. You flatter me. Master, what brings you here? Tracking a wraith. Ended up here by chance. Qingshu explained briefly, then turned back to my man Jin Hao. You said this seal was drawn by your classmate? What is this classmate's name? Where are they now? Wu Shouxin suddenly erupted in a loud coughing fit, cutting Qingshu off mid-sentence. He stepped forward, smoothly inserting himself between Jin Hao and Qingshu. Beaming, Master, we're in your debt for this. How about you head to our branch office, first arrest? We will absolutely roll out the red carpet. Qingshu frowned. Director Wu, I'm asking this young friend an important question. I get it, I totally get it. Wu Shouxin chuckled apologetically, then tilted his head and hissed at Jin Hao from the side of his mouth. Jin Hao, sorry for the scare. We're from the Special Affairs Department. This was totally our fault. Jin Hao's brain was still total white noise right now. Wait, your Special Affairs Division knows who I am? Wu Shouxin leaned in right next to his ear, and in a voice so low only the two of them could hear, said rapidly, we're on orders from Daoist Li. Came here secretly to protect you. Master Li's identity stays classified. Got it. Jin Hao OS. The young-sucking ghost dropped. Cultivation-related memory shards. Refining essence into Chi, DC. Refined Chi into Spirit, EA. Refined Spirit into Entheus. Thanks to Patreon Saint, Lang Ling Tianshang for 1,500. And a 588 tip from Asia Gong. Chapter 29. A new era dawns. Please, Daoist bro. That guy selling Peachwood swords online. The same guy whose runes I dissed for being superstitious. He sent special affairs to protect me. His identity's complex. Jin Hao's brain was basically the dial-up internet sound. A million thoughts flash crash through his head at once. No wonder his runes are OP. Wait, Taoism isn't. Godfather really is a legit hermit grandmaster. Jin Hao snapped back, nodding. Got it. Lips sealed. Just then, Qingxiu, who'd been watching them whisper, coughed pointedly. Young friend, would you mind answering this old man's previous question now? Jin Hao's face instantly twisted a knot. One side was his literal savior, the other, Taoist bro's co-workers. After agonizing, he just shook his head at Qingxiu. Sorry, Taoist master. Can't say. Qingxiu frowned deep. He shot Wu Shoujin a deeply suspicious look. Wu Shoujin's poker face was undefeated, like absolutely nothing had happened. So be it. Qingxiu sighed, but gold glinted in his eyes. He eyed the ash in his palm. That little scorched red pouch. Right now, in his eyes, it was worth more than any treasure on earth. If it's inconvenient, young friend, this old man won't press. But this ash, might I keep it? Jin Hao blinked. The talisman's literally just dust now, and this master still wants it. But then it hit him. The guy just saved his life. One weird souvenir was nothing. Go for it, master. Of course, Wu Shoujin's mouth opened to protest. But Qingxiu was way too fast. He tucked the red pouch into his robes with care. Oh, I must chase that beast. Excuse me. Before finishing, he flickered and vanished around the stairwell corner. So fast, none of the night watch even had time to process it. Wu Shoujin just got a long sigh. Didn't chase. Forget it. Master Qingxiu's a senior. If he wants it, he gets it. He turned to Jin Hao. Jin Hao, buddy, we can't hang here. Time to head back to HQ. HQ? I-City Branch, Department of Paranormal Affairs. Wu Shoujin explained. There are some things you should know. Meanwhile, after the old priest Qingxiu left the hotel, he didn't immediately chase the ghost chick. He found a secluded spot, pulled out the packet of sigil ashes, and carefully opened it. The seal tag had burned to ashes, but faint gold fragments lingered in the dust. The essence of the spell. The old man picked up a pinch of ash, held it to his nose, and sniffed. No burnt smell. Instead, it had a fresh scent like grass after rain. He tried channeling a wisp of chi. The ash flickered for a moment, then settled down again. But in that split second, the old man felt a colossal vitality. The panacea effect. This is beyond repair, the old priest muttered. This has literal revival properties. You recall Jin Hao's words. My classmate drew this. Young fella Jin Hao is barely 20 years old. His 20-ish classmate can draw a seal of this caliber, far surpassing my decades of rigorous training. The caster is at least top-tier void refinement, maybe even beyond. But how is that even possible? The Dharma-ending age just ended. This is only the first wave of the Chi Renaissance. The only known void refinement practitioner in all of Cathay is Celestial Master Zhang from Mount Dragon Tiger, and Master Zhang only stepped into that rank thanks to the manor's ancient reserves. The 20-year-old at void refinement, or even higher, it's absolutely terrifying. The old man's heart was pounding. What does this mean? Either a reincarnated archmage, or they have a Titan level being backing them up. Either choice would rock the Cathayan world. He pocketed the ash, resolved to dig deeper. He called his senior brother. It's me. Qingxiu here. I ran into something insane in I-City. Let me explain slowly. The call lasted a solid 10 minutes. After he hung up, Qingxiu sighed. Mount Mao mobilizes all forces. Their connections to dig up dirt on that classmate's background. As for him, he was going to keep tailing that ghost chick. She fled, but appearing in I-City. Means she's definitely plotting something. Trouble times are here. Old priest Qingxiu sighed, his silhouette vanishing into the night. The I-City Night's Watch Division is located underground in a standard office building downtown. From the outside, it's a totally unremarkable 20-something story office block. But after Jin Hao followed Wu Shoujin straight down the elevator to B3, the elevator opened, mind blown, to reveal a long, white corridor, clear glass walls on both sides. Inside are separate office areas. People in casual clothes are busy at work. Some analyze data on computers, others are in quiet discussions. Giant electronic screens hang on the walls, scrolling through various charts and maps. Further inside, a training field and labs are barely visible. There are even a few areas that look like warehouses. This is the Special Affairs Division. Jin Hao swallowed hard. The I-City branch. Wu Shoujin leads him through the corridor. People nod to Wu Shoujin along the way. Curious glances sweep over Jin Hao, but nobody asks any questions. The ironclad discipline gives Jin Hao chills. Inside the meeting room, simple decor. Wu Shoujin pours Jin Hao a glass of hot water. Sit down. Have some water to calm your nerves. Jin Hao takes the glass. His hands are still shaking. Wu Shoujin sits opposite him. His attitude is gentle. Jin Hao, this was our negligence. We're sorry you got fright. And no worries. Jin Hao takes a sip of water and pulls himself together. Uncle Wu, earlier you said that Taoist bro Li Juni. Taoist Li did instruct us to keep an eye on you. Wu Shoujin chooses his words carefully. I can't say much about the specifics, but remember this. Taoist Li is a national secret. It must never be revealed. Jin Hao nods heavily. Got it, I understand. His face flushes red with excitement. So people with superpowers really exist. So everything in those web novels is real. And my best bro is actually a hidden big shot. This is crazier than a novel. So can I ask, what rank does Taoist bro hold here? Jin Hao asks cautiously. Wu Shoujin thinks for a moment. Let me put it to you this way. Even the top brass from our HQ have to be extremely respectful to Taoist Li. You know, Celestial Master Zhang from Dragon Tiger Mountain, right? Last time Taoist Li live streamed drawing a seal tag. Celestial Master Zhang's junior fellow disciple snagged a peachwood sword in the stream. Dragon Tiger Mountain immediately sent over a priceless antique statue of Grandmaster as a return gift. Jin Hao gasped sharply. Dragon Tiger Mountain, the Taoist Vatican. Celestial Master Zhang in folklore is practically a god-tier figure himself. And even they treat him like that? So you gotta understand. Wu Shoujin said, it's not dead serious. If Master Li's identity ever gets leaked, the shockwaves would be massive, globally. International factions will have eyes on him too. I get it. My lips are sealed. Jin Hao thumped his chest. Dude, I'm taking this to the grave. Wu Shoujin nodded with satisfaction. He sipped water. Since you know Master Li, I'll tell you. Heard of the Dharma-ending age? Jin Hao started to nod, then shook his head. Alright, classmate Jin Hao. What I'm about to say is classified. Wu Shoujin paused. First off, this world isn't as simple as it looks on the surface. Spiritual energy is resurging. Monsters are manifesting. The Dharma-ending age is coming to a close. A new era is dawning. Chapter 30. Welcome back, bro. Please keep reading. Over the next half hour, Wu Shoujin gave Jin Hao the crash course on the world's truth, Dharma ending, spiritual resurgence. Last century, spiritual energy started recovering. But it wasn't until 98 that the first major wave hit. Apparitions started popping up. Anomalies spiked. The Night's Watch, aka the Special Affairs Division, was officially formed right then. They specialized in handling all supernatural incidents and shielding civilians. The crisis is urgent. Wu Shoujin's face was grim. He pulled up a data set, projecting it onto the wall. The screen displayed a graph of anomaly incidents over recent years. The curve just kept climbing. It was shocking. Sure, the entities showing up now are relatively weak, but they're still hella dangerous for ordinary people. And according to our predictive models, it's only going to get worse. A chill ran down Jin Hao's spine. So the world was already this dangerous? He swallowed hard. So tonight's encounter, common now and growing? Wu Shoujin replied grimly. Honestly, Jin Hao, it's like this. The whole world is facing the exact same problem right now. The rate at which these supernatural forces are returning, it's totally outpacing our ability to handle it. Hearing this, Jin Hao fell silent for a long moment. A million questions raced through his mind. He wanted to ask how many Night's Watch agents there were. He wanted to ask where these monsters were actually crawling out from. He wanted to ask what role his Taoist bro was playing in all this. But in the end, he only asked one thing. Uncle Wu, what about Lin Wei, my upperclassman? Is she? Wu Shoujin went quiet for a beat. Sighs. So, after our debrief, here's the deal. Lin Wei was likely possessed by that vengeful spirit before she even got to Ice City. You've been talking to a ghost this whole time. Wait, so all those nights? Jin Hao chokes on his words. Wu Shoujin gives him a seriously weird look. Jin Hao, my dude, that spirit's been draining you for days. And all you've got is some fatigue? Honestly, we're all kind of shook. You really are Dao Zhang's friend, huh? Jin Hao didn't know if he should grieve or just freak out. Grieving because the real Lin Wei was already gone. Freaking out because he'd been sharing a bed with a ghost for days and almost got his life force sucked dry. So Jin Hao, what's the plan now? Wu Shoujin pivots fast. Keep sightseeing in Ice City, or I'm going back to Liu County. Jin Hao doesn't even hesitate. After this nightmare, sightseeing's a hard pass. Plus, with Dao Zhang in Liu County, it's an actual safe zone. Wu Shoujin nods. Liu County's a solid call. That spirit failed this time. Before we take her out for good, she'll definitely try for you again. Head back. You're way safer with Li Daozhang there. He pauses. I'll have a car take you back. Oh, and about everything today, Li Daozhang's identity is secret. Zip it. Total confidentiality. I'm not even joking. If this leaks, not only does Li Daozhang get in big trouble, your family's at risk too. Lips sealed. Fort Knox level. Jin Hao thumps his chest, making a promise. Oh, one more thing. Wu Shoujin remembers. When you get back, if Li Daozhang asks about Ice City, you say absolutely nothing. Why? Li Daozhang is on a mortal realm walkabout, living like a normie. It's part of his cultivation grind. Wu Shoujin is serving up some grade A, straight-faced bull. We can't disturb his training arc. We have to play our roles. In front of him, we're just regular researchers from the Folklore Culture Center. Got it? Jin Hao's mind is blown. Oh, right. Got it. We're helping go LARP. Say less. I'm a pro. Wu Shoujin breathes a massive sigh of relief. After that, Wu Shoujin gets Jin Hao a room in the Night Watch dormitory to crash. Then he bolts to go write up the incident report. Meanwhile, Jin Hao lies on the dorm bed, staring at the blank white ceiling, his head spinning. He's thought about the rune branded on his chest. Recalls how the ghost lady totally scorched herself touching it. Taoist bro, who the hell are you? His mind was racing. Jin Hao dozed off, slipping straight into a dream. In dream, Taoist bro stood on clouds, robed fully. Dark spirits tremble below. One hand wave. Lightning struck. Evil gone. He turned. He smiled at him. Golden horns back. 9:30 p.m. Ice City branch reported tonight's events. Sent off to HQ and the South City branch, including Xingshu's appearance, the ghost lady's escape, and the initial assessment of Dao Zhang's instant recovery. Health rune. The report highlighted Xingshu's critique of the rune, plus the insane effect it demonstrated. At the Night Watch HQ, Deputy Commander Qin finished the report, brows furrowed tight. After a heavy silence, his fingers drummed against the desk. Reaction from Maoshan's side? Total silence so far. But after Master Qin Su took the rune ash, they'll likely contact High Priest Qing Wei from Maoshan. The intel office briefed. Our analysis suggests Maoshan will launch a full investigation into the rune's origin. Qin frowned. Alert South City, Plains, Ice City. All relevant branch heads. Video conference in 30. Yes, sir. South City branch. Lu Jinghua saw the report. His heart dropped. Why the hell is Maoshan getting involved? Shen Jinghua was standing by. Face grim. Boss, Master Qin Su is a high-tier pro for Maoshan. If he locks on a Master Li, we've got major trouble. Lu Jinghua sighed, rubbing his temples. End meeting. Wait for HQ. Half hour later. The video conference kicked off. The faces of each branch head popped up on screen. Commander Qin took the lead, cutting straight to the chase. You all read the report. Let's hear it. South City's Lu Jinghua spoke up first. Commander Qin, should we reach out to Master Qin Su? Hold off for now. Qin shook his head. As it stands, if we make contact rashly, we'll just stir up more trouble. He paused for effect. The critical thing. Qin Su witnessed that rune in action. With his eye, he's clearly seen it's the real deal. Will he trace Jin Hao's connection? Right back to Master Li? Dead silence in the meeting. Everyone knew. There was no way to hide this. The link between Jin Hao and Li Jun. If someone bothered to look, it's the easiest thing to find. Commander Qin, Maoshan just sent an inquiry. Right then, the intel officer cut in. What kind of inquiry? About tonight's incident and the source of the seal tags. Intel pulled comm logs. We dodged them for now. Mr. Qin sighed. That stall tactic won't hold for long. He looked at the faces on the screen. Here's the situation. We don't know Master Li's exact intentions. So, regarding his existence, we try to keep it from spreading. Lone Moon Mountain sniffing around is a nightmare. Also, he paused. Right now, our top priority is prepping for tomorrow. Chapter 31. The headmaster of Maoshan drops in. One wondered. That sword HQ sent Master Li. It's already en route via courier, Mr. Qin said grimly. Right now, the South City branch is shadowing it covertly. It'll be delivered to Master Li tomorrow. That sword, someone hesitated. Yeah, the demon-slaying one. Mr. Qin nodded. A Han sword, blood-soaked for ages. Its dark aura is relentless. Gasps echoed through the conference room. Why the hell would HQ sanction sending that? Someone demanded. Because in Master Li's hands. It's safer than in ours, Mr. Qin said slowly. But the problem is, we have no clue how Master Li will react when he gets it. Even less do we know if this sword will kick off a whole new mess. At these words, the group fell dead silent. A mix of dread and excitement. The dread? What if things go sideways? Excitement? They might be about to witness how that mysterious Master Li chooses to handle this vicious blade. Right then, Liu Jianguo spoke up. Worst case plan set. Once it arrives, we lock down Chi-Feng Pass, ready for anything. But honestly, he gave a bitter smile. If things really go south, I doubt our guys could do much. It was brutally blunt but utterly true. Facing an incomprehensible existence like Master Li, the Night Watch's current power just can't cut it. We do what we can. Mr. Qin's side. Bottom line, tomorrow's handoff has to be on point. We need Master Li to feel our sincerity. But he can't think we're trying to manipulate him. Walk that tightrope. Got it. Liu Jianguo nodded firmly. The meeting dove into a few more specifics. And finally, Mr. Qin wrapped it up. Everyone, the rate of spiritual energy resurgence is accelerating. The uncertainty ahead is only going to get more brutal. Master Li is the most powerful ally we've made contact with so far, and our biggest wild card. Handling him is like walking on eggshells. Stay sharp. Dismissed. Screens went dark. Qin always sits alone in the conference room, staring at Li Jun's photo on the screen, silent for a long time. This 19-year-old kid. What kind of secrets is he hiding? Meanwhile, Hamilton, sanctuary of three true crystals. Master Qin Wei sits on a meditation position. A smartphone is propped up in front of him, a video call in progress. On the screen is Elder Qing Su, senior brother. The Night's Watcher giving us nothing but the runaround. Elder Qing Su is visibly irritated. They absolutely refuse to spill the details on that master. Master Qing remains completely unfazed. He's 96 this year, hair snowy white, but his complexion is rosy. He's sharp. Calm down. Night's Watch confirms the master's existence. Qing Su stunned. What now? Couldn't believe it either. Master Qing Wei speaks slowly. The dominating age just ended. World Spirit Energy is only now having its first major surge. How could there possibly be a void refinement expert under 20? A higher master? Their attitude speaks volumes. Elder Qing Su looks pensive. True, if this master didn't exist. They deny it. The cover-up. The fishier it is. But, senior brother, even if we know the master exists, we don't know where he is. Qing Su smirks. If silent, how to probe? A faint smile plays on Headmaster Qing Wei's lips. Forgot our Mao Mountain specialty? Person finding our signature skill. Qing Su's eyes light up. You have a way, senior brother. I asked an old friend for a favor. Already locked down a general location. Master Qing Wei says mysteriously. You mentioned a young friend, Jin Hao, a freshman at Hai University. By investigating his social circle, we'll eventually track him down. And it shouldn't be too hard. Elder Qing Su lets out a breath of relief. That works, I guess. Let's hope we find him fast. Junior brother, how is the matter on your end progressing? Already got trail on that female ghost. Qing Su cold. Cleaned in 2 days. Good. Stay safe. The two exchange a few more words. Then the video call ends. Headmaster Qing Wei puts away his phone and looks over his disciple standing at his side. This disciple is 19 this year. Taoist named Ming-Xian. Currently still at the stage of refining essence into Qi. Master, can someone really be under 20 and have such profound cultivation? Ming-Xian can't help but ask. His voice was thick with defeat. Over a decade of grinding, and I haven't even passed the foundation stage. Under 20, already at void stage? Insane gap. Master Qing Wei glanced at his disciple. He said slowly, people are born different. This mysterious expert is either a senior recultivating from scratch or a natural-born prodigy of the way. A once-in-a-genius talent. Ming-Xian felt worse. But then a thought struck him. Master, you think that expert is a student at Hai University? Oh, gee, yes. This one streamer I follow on TikTok. He is a student at Hai University. Ming-Xian whipped out his phone. He's around my age, and he's also a disciple of the way. His sigil drawing technique is next level unique. His live stream items sell out in seconds. Master Qing Wei was taken aback. For real? Let me see. Ming-Xian opened TikTok, went to his own profile, Taoist Padawan, then found Calf Road Trip Gone Epic in his following list. He opened the profile and handed the phone to his master. At first, Master Qing Wei watched the videos with zero interest. This looked so fake. He was getting kind of pissed. And that name, Calf Road Trip Gone Epic? Who dared use that? Ming-Xian ducked his head and hurriedly said, Master, that guy's from Gentle Breeze Sanctuary. Master Qing Wei was about to start a lecture, but froze at Gentle Breeze Sanctuary. In Liu County? Yes. You know it? Ming-Xian asked. Master Qing Wei didn't answer. He stared, eyes complex, murmuring, one thought pierces the veil, half-step to clouds. 80 years ago, Kunlun snowfields. Blizzards, Wei elites, bloody battle. A crippled, blind old Taoist laughed as he burned his life away. Heavenly thunder taking foes. Unforgettable. Senior Zhang of Gentle Breeze Sanctuary. Master Qing Wei whispered. Master? Ming-Xian was confused. Master Qing Wei snapped back to the present, looking at his disciple. This streamer's from Liu County's Gentle Breeze? Yeah, his profile and handle say so. Master Qing Wei's gaze intensified. He looked back at the phone screen. Cheesy effects now seemed wrapped in a veil of pure mystery. Ming-Xian, Master Qing Wei finally spoke. Get ready. Your master is going on a trip to Liu County. Tonight. Ming-Xian gaped. Leaving tonight, master? Amen. Master Qing Wei nodded. To see the descendant of an old friend. If chapter 32 was this fast, why be a Taoist? The sky was just starting to brighten. Across from the SF depot, Liu Jianguo stood by the window, holding a cup of coffee long gone cold. His face was grim, his eyes bloodshot. It was obvious he hadn't slept a wink. Behind him, Shen Jianguo, Wang Hu, 7 elite agents, sat still, silence thick enough to hear breaths. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Captain, what time is that career depot usually open? Wang Hu asked, keeping his voice low. 8 o'clock. Shen Jianguo checked his watch. It's 6:40 right now. We got about an hour and a half. Liu Jianguo didn't turn around. He was still staring out the window. Any word from HQ? Director Qin touched base 10 minutes ago. He told us to keep our heads cool. Shen Jianguo replied. Lu Jianguo grunted in acknowledgement, scanning empty streets. Dawn was quiet. The occasional early bird senior walked their dog past. A sweeper cleared leaves. All seemed normal. But Lu Jianguo's gut was wound tighter than a drum. That ancient evil-suppressing sword was no ordinary artifact. A Han arrow blade, blood-soaked, charged with dark aura. When the Central Plains Division contained it back in the day, it cost them 3 lives. Sealed in lead, layered with 7 tags. To barely contain it. Now, they'd hand it over. Some unfathomable master. Everyone, Lu Jianguo turned to sweep his gaze over the group. Today's op is way more complicated than you think. He paused, lowering his voice. The sword itself is one thing. The key is Master Li's reaction once he gets his hands on it. Silence hung heavy over the room. They'd all read the file on that ancient sword last night. What happened when the file was placed into the hands of the impossibly mysterious Master Li? Nobody had the answer. Boss. Message from Director Qin. The comm specialist suddenly spoke up. Lu Jianguo immediately leaned in. Director Qin's image appeared on the screen, with the HQ command center behind him. 8 officials circled. Jianguo, things changed. Director Qin's face hardened. How so? We just got word. The Maoshan Celestial Master left the mountain last night. He boarded a train to Lufeng County and should arrive around 7 o'clock. Director Qin paused. Based on our intel, he must have already locked on a Taoist Li's location. What? Lu Jianguo? A word slipped out. Already? He cursed inwardly. Damn, Maoshan's got one hell of a nose. They zeroed in on Taoist Li way too fast. I mean, seriously, how long has it been? Once Qingshu saw the talisman in Ice City, to the Celestial Master rolling out in person? Under 24 hours. Why be a priest? Boss, what's the play? Shen Jianguo leaned in, looking grim. Maoshan's headmaster, Qingwei, a true way high roller, peak chi refining. One step from refining emptiness. If he comes, this situation is going complicated. Lu Jianguo didn't answer right away. He looked at the screen. Director Qin, what's your take? Silence on the other end for a moment. You could hear the tap of Director Qin's fingers on the desk. Tap. Jinghua, Director Qin sighed. Today is too critical. That demon suppression sword can't fail. So my orders are. Director Qin paused. His tone hardened. Qingwei must not enter Qing Feng early. Lu Jianguo froze. Director Qin, can we even stop him? You know Qingwei's level. Even if everyone from our southern branch here ganged up on him, we probably couldn't even touch one hair on his head. Head on is stupid. Qin smirked. So the only play is to selectively share intel with Maoshan. Make him move in sync with you. Lu Jianguo got it. So they were roping Maoshan into the heist. Headmaster Qingwei is a master of the way. With him around, today's operation will be a bit more secure. Director Qin added. Besides, he hesitated. Besides what? Curious what face Qingwei makes. The moment he meets Taoist Li, Director Qin said slowly, it'll be a valuable reference point for us to gauge Taoist Li's true power level. Lu Jianguo understood. They were using Maoshan as a freaking litmus test. Understood. Lu Jianguo's voice was low. Receive him politely. Yes, sir. The call ended. The mood in the room dropped even further. The headmaster of Maoshan is coming. Wang Hu gulped. Shen Jianguo's face was ashen. That guy's a real deal. Certified big shot in the way. Same tier as Dragon Tiger's Zhang. Oh, probably best. Deputy Lu took a deep breath. With him here, if the sword of suppression goes haywire, at least we have backup. He turned to Shen. Jianguo, go pick him up from the train station. And remember, be respectful, but stick to the script. Not a single word about the things we don't talk about. Got it. Shen Jianguo nodded and grabbed 2 team members. They hurried out of the room. Lu Jianguo turned back to the window. Dawn was breaking. Pedestrians starting to down the streets. Shutters tight. Stay frosty. He said in a low voice, absolutely nothing can go wrong today. Meanwhile, at the exit of Lu County train station, Grandmaster Qingwei, dressed in a faded gray robe, hands clasped, strolled out. He looked like just an ordinary old monk. Hair completely white, but with a ruddy complexion and a steady, vigorous stride. Behind him was a young monk, around 19 years old. Mingxing, new robe, huge pack, apprentice material. Master, are we going straight to the Clear Wind Sanctuary? Mingxing looked around. By something? First visit. Empty-handed feels nice. Qingwei shot him a dirty look. Why bother with all this ritualistic nonsense for a cultivator? Visiting legacy, not a banquet. Paused. Straight there. Mingxing nodded but thought. Rolling up first thing in the morning unannounced? Those in the know think we're visiting. They'll think we want free breakfast. Seriously, Master, 0 EQ sometimes. He was still grumbling internally, and didn't notice Qingwei, who had just reached the edge of the station square's greenbelt, had frozen. The old monk's steps halted. He stood at the edge of the plaza, brow furrowed tight. A flash of pure disbelief crossed his eyes. He murmured, how is this possible? Then paced plaza's edge, stepped up, then back down, up down, like a complete lunatic. Early morning passers-by caught sight of this, sneaking glances and pointing. What's that old guy doing? Lost. No. Searching. Don't stare. Walk on. Mingxing blushed like sunburn. Grabbed Master's arm. Master, what are you doing? Everyone's staring. Qingwei ignored him, still looking utterly incredulous. No, this isn't right. He suddenly grabbed Mingxing's arm. Mingxing, try using a seal tag right here. Now. Routes like this are just weird. Quick, try it here. Seeing his master's stern face, Mingxing dared not dawdle. He hurriedly dug out from his backpack a self-made talisman. He made hand seals and chanted. Nothing happened. The paper stayed paper. No change whatsoever. Mingxing's face fell. Master, I just used it fine yesterday. Qingwei let go of his hand, taking a deep breath. This is perfectly normal. He looked around, eyes complex. If you could use a talisman here, I wouldn't just say you're a once-in-a-millennium prodigy. You'd be a once-in-5 centuries chosen on the way. If I weren't a hair from void refinement, I wouldn't be able to sense this difference at all. Mingxing was lost. Master, what do you mean? Qingwei didn't explain, just muttered to himself. Off the plaza, spiritual energy is nearly gone. Like the age of Dharma decline. But back on, I can feel it again. It's thin, sure, but it's there, just like there's an invisible boundary. separating everything. The ley lines here, they're absurdly weird. Curious about that friend's descendant. Let's go. We gotta get there now. He grabbed Mingxing, heading to Qingfeng Sanctuary. But right then, a black SUV silently pulled up to the curb. Chun Jiangwo pushed the door open and stepped out, hurrying over to the two of them. Master Qingwei. This junior, Chun Jiangwo, was dispatched to receive you. Qingwei's steps halted abruptly. He squinted, sizing Chun Jiangwo up. Night watch. Chun Jiangwo replied, respectfully. Yes, on Qingfeng Sanctuary, we must brief you. Please come with us. Qingwei and Mingxing exchanged a look. Finally, the old Taoist nodded. Lead the way. In a building opposite the depot. Qingwei entered. Lu Jiangwo was already waiting at the door. Junior Lu Jiangwo greets Master Qingwei. Qingwei waved a dismissive hand. Skip the formalities. Talk. Why stop me from Qingfeng? Look outside. He looked at the depot across the street. What's interesting? This morning, Taoist Lu Jun from Qingfeng Sanctuary will arrive here to pick up a package. Lu Jiangwo said in a grave voice. That package holds a Han sword. Evil Bane. Qingwei's eyebrow arched sharply. Evil Bane? You mean that bloodthirsty weapon of ill omen? From the Huainan King's tomb? Yes. Insane. Master Qingwei's face darkened. That kind of cursed object. You let commoners touch it? Li Dao sure isn't common. Lu Jiangwo gave a wry smile. Besides, that sword was something we gave. To Dao Shi Li, as a souvenir. Master Qingwei was stunned. You gave the demons of doing sword away as a souvenir. Yes, in the society's name. The old Taoist went quiet. He stared at Lu Jiangwo, a complicated look in his eyes. After a long moment, he finally spoke. You were testing him. Lu Jiangwo did not deny it. We wanted to see how Dao Shi Li would handle that sword. This is madness. Leader Qingwei erupted in anger. What if he can't handle it? What if the sword's dark, aura explodes? Did you think? Lu Jiangwo took a deep breath. We prepared a worst-case scenario. Also, he paused. According to our intel, the tiny peachwood sword Dao Shi Li made earlier made a deity statue move on Dragon Tiger Mountain. What? Leader Qingwei's eyes widened sharply. A deity statue phenomenon? What exactly happened? Lu Jiangwo gave a brief summary of the intel from Dragon Tiger Mountain. Leader Qingwei listened and fell into a long silence. A statue bowing only happens for two reasons in our records. One, a deity manifested spirit, or two, a being of an even higher order descends. Just who is this Dao Shi Li? Leader Qingwei's voice was strained. We don't know either. Lu Jiangwo shook his head. But one thing is certain. He's no simple man. Leader Qingwei turned his gaze back to the window, his eyes deep and unfathomable. So you brought me here. To witness it together. Yes, and just in case. Leader Qingwei let out a cold snort and said nothing more. He sat down in a chair by the window, closed his eyes, and meditated. Mingxing stood behind his master, sneaking a glance at Lu Jiangwo. Then, at the quiet delivery station outside the window, his heart brimming with curiosity. Is this Dao Shi Li really that amazing? Time ticked by. 8 a.m. sharp. An e-scooter wobbled to a stop at the gate. Lerminjo, breathing mist in the cold air, cut off, and got his keys. They're here. Spirits rose at the post. Lu Jiangwo pressed his headset. All units, target spotted. Repeat, target spotted. At the HQ command center, watching remotely via video feed. Boss Jean and the others also held their breath. On screen, Brother Zhou rolled up the door and entered. A few minutes later, he comes out with a long wooden crate. He sets the crate by the counter, old, with a shipping label on it. It's the package from the Central Division branch. The young master squints, locking his eyes on the crate. Even from across the street, he can feel it faintly. A chilling, deadly killer aura radiating serious dark vibes. The old Taoist mutters, this sword truly lives up to its deadly reputation. Meanwhile, at the Gentle Breeze Sanctuary, Li Jun stumbles out of his room with major raccoon eyes. He lets out a massive yawn, barely able to keep his peepers open. Carving those sigils on the peachwood sword is a real pain. He pulled an all-nighter until 3 a.m. Just barely managed to memorize the pattern Zhou when Yuan requested. Today, back to routine. In the courtyard, the old Taoist does his morning drills. He flows through the Dragon Gate 8 forms, smooth, fists slicing the air. Spotting Li Jun, he stops, looking annoyed. Jun, you can't grind for cash 24/7. Your health comes first. Look at those dark circles. You straight up look like a panda. Li Jun nods enthusiastically. Got it, master. I'll be more careful. The old Taoist sighs, letting it go. His gaze drops to Li Jun's chest, and he freezes. Jun, that jade pendant. Huh? Li Jun looks down. Around his neck hangs a Tai Chi symbol pendant, on a red cord, usually tucked inside his shirt. It slipped out during his big yawn. He quickly stuffs it back. The old Taoist frowns. Dude, no flash valuables, you know? Li Jun doesn't know whether to laugh or cry. Master, it's not even worth anything. Yeah, he says that, but he tucks the pendant back into his shirt anyway. The second his fingers brush the jade, a thought crosses Li Jun's mind. This pendant is the whole reason he transmigrated into this world. When he first arrived, he figured it was some kind of epic treasure. Thought he'd hit the jackpot instantly, like those web novel MCs. The reality? Aside from being sturdy, and maybe looking a little pricey, it got zero special powers. If it didn't hold such personal meaning for him, he would have sold it ages ago to pay the bills. Stop daydreaming. The old Taoist's voice snaps him out of it. Nothing. Li Jun shakes his head. Master, I'm heading downtown later to grab delivery. What did you order now? A souvenir from researcher Zhou. He says all collaborators get one. Li Jun says casually. The old Taoist nods, not thinking much of it. Don't take forever. Watch your back on the road. Got it. Li Jun quickly shovels a few bites of breakfast into his mouth. Behind the old locust tree at the Mount Trail Junction, a pair of eyes were locked onto him like a hawk. It was a young guy in plain clothes, earpiece in, seeing Li Jun head down the mountain. Whispered, the Taoist left. The Taoist left. Encrypted signal. To the apartment building across from the delivery station. Lu Jiangwo instantly went rigid. All units, heads up. The target is en route. ETA to delivery station. 10 minutes. I repeat, the target is on the move. Every person in that room held their breath. The minor elder slowly opened his eyes and moved to the window. His gaze shot across the street and zeroed in on the long wooden crate inside the delivery station. Crate sat by counter, labeled. but in the minor elder's psychic perception, that wooden box was a volcano about to blow, a frigid, dark aura seeping through seals. It was still oozing wisp by wisp. 10 minutes later, an electric scooter wobbled to a stop at the station entrance. Li Jun yanked out the keys, hopped off, pushed the glass door open, and walked in. Brojo, pick up. Brojo was tidying shelves. Turn, grinned, yo. Padawan. You're early today. Yeah, gotta grab this and bolt. Got a mountain of stuff to do. Li Jun pulled out his phone, pulled up the pickup code. Brojo glanced at the screen.
柜台旁抱起那个长条木箱，就这个，沉得很，得有30-40斤。他一边说，一边把箱子放在柜台上。你买的啥啊？这么重？李军也好奇，我也不知道。合作单位寄的纪念品，他伸手试了试，确实沉。快递单上寄件人写着中原民俗文化研究会，收件人是他。谢了周哥。李军抱起箱子往外走，他心里嘀咕：周研究员说的纪念品，该不会是什么金属摆件吧？这么重，得是实心的。他抱着箱子走到电动车旁，费劲的把它固定在车斗里，然后骑上车，掉头往清风关方向驶去。对面居民楼里，所有人都死死盯着李军的一举一动。当李军走进快递站时，轻微长教的眉头就皱了起来。他死死盯着李军的背影，眼睛一眨不眨。师傅，您看出什么了？明星小声问。轻微长教眉立刻回答。他缓缓闭上眼睛，又缓缓睁开。奇怪，太奇怪了。怎么奇怪了？刚才那一瞬间，我隐隐感觉到有稀薄的气在向他汇聚。轻微长教缓缓道，但仔细感知又感知不到，像是错觉。刘振国凑过来，长教，您的意思是？意思就是这位李道长，要么真的只是个普通人。轻微长教顿了顿，要么就是他的境界已经高到我完全无法理解的地步。房间里一片死寂，无法理解。轻微长教可是炼气化神巅峰，距离炼虚只差一线，连他都无法理解，那得是什么境界？刘振国咽了口唾沫，那把剑呢？您感觉到什么变化了吗？轻微长教重新看向窗外，李军已经骑着电动车走远了，消失在街道尽头。老道士沉默了几秒，缓缓开口：刚才那一瞬间，剑和钟意散的煞气彻底消失了，消失了。刘振国一愣，是被压制了？不像。轻微长教摇头，更像是主动收敛。他看向刘振国，眼神复杂。那把剑在害怕。刘振国彻底懵了，剑会害怕？这说出去谁信？长教，您确定？老道修到80载，这点感知还是有的。轻微长教淡淡道。刘振国不说话了，他看向陈建国，两人交换了一个眼神，都看到了对方眼中的震撼。老大，现在怎么办？王虎小声问。刘振国深吸一口气，压下心中的惊涛骇浪。上山，上山。王虎一愣，去清风关。对，刘振国果断道，必须近距离观察，以免出现什么意外。他看向轻微长教，长教，您。老道也去。轻微长教起身，既然来了，总要见见故人之后，那太好了。刘振国松了口气，有轻微长教在，万一出什么事，也能多一分把握。他点了2个队员，你们留下，继续监控快递站周边，其他人跟我上山。记住，所有人保持隐蔽，绝对不能让李道长发现。是。清风关，李军把电动车停在院子里，抱着木箱走进自己房间，木箱放在书桌上，发出沉闷的声响。他搓了搓手，有些兴奋。周研究员说的纪念品会是什么呢？他找来撬棍，小心翼翼地撬开木箱，箱盖打开的瞬间，一股凉气扑面来，不是普通的凉气，而是一种阴冷感。李军拨开里面填充的稻草，露出了一个金属盒子，暗青色，表面刻着古朴的花纹，入手冰凉，沉甸甸的。这盒子不会是青铜的吧？李军嘀咕着，打开盒盖，盒盖里面衬着一层深红色的绒布，绒布上躺着一把剑，剑长约1米，剑身是标准的8面悍剑制式，线条硬朗，剑刃在晨光下泛着冷冽的寒光，锋利无比。剑柄是黑色的，缠着暗红色的绳，握起来手感舒适。最让李军惊讶的是，这把剑看起来很新，像刚锻造出来一样，但奇怪的是，它又给人一种莫名的历史厚重感，像是穿越了1000年时光来到他面前。他轻轻拿起剑，入手沉甸甸的，得有4-5斤，剑身两面都刻着复杂的纹路，像是某种符文，但看不太清。这工艺绝了！李军爱不释手地把玩着，随手挥了几下，破空声呼啸，剑锋划过空气，发出呜呜的清鸣。这剑比他在网上看的那些工艺剑强太多了，无论是材质、做工还是那种质感，都无可挑剔。可惜开了刃，不然非得拍个视频炫耀一下。李军遗憾地摇摇头，这要是没开刃，妥妥的工艺品，发到网上肯定能火，但开了刃就是管制刀具了，他可不敢乱发。他正把玩着，突然感觉剑柄处有点个手，仔细一看，剑柄上刻着2个小字：正邪。正邪，名字还挺霸气。李军没在意，继续欣赏这把剑。周研究员也太客气了，他美滋滋地想，这么一把剑，少说也得几千块吧。他拿着剑左看右看，爱不释手，完全没注意到，在他握住剑柄之后，剑身上的纹路正在一点点的变淡，不是消失，而是像被什么东西磨灭，缓慢但坚定。不过就在纹路即将全部消失时，李军突然把剑随手放在书桌上。对了，得给周研究员打个电话，感谢一下。他拿起手机，找到周文渊的号码拨了过去，电话响了3声，接通了。喂，周研究员吗？我是李军。电话那头，周文渊的声音有些紧张。李道长，您收到快递了？收到了，收到了。李军笑道，太感谢了，这把剑我很喜欢，您喜欢就好。周文渊的声音更紧张了。那剑没什么异常吧？异常？没有啊。李军随口道，就是有点沉，不过质感特别好。周研究员，您破费了？没破费，应该的。周文渊干笑。李军听着觉得有点不对劲，周研究员的声音怎么这么紧张？像是在害怕什么？周研究员，您没事吧？李军关心地问，声音听起来不太对，是不是生病了？没有，就是有点感冒。 周文渊连忙道：“那个李道长，您要没什么事，我就先挂了，这边还有点工作。”哦，好，那你多休息，注意身体，谢谢李道长关心。电话挂断，李军看着手机，有点纳闷，周文渊今天怎么怪怪的，说话吞吞吐吐，声音还发抖，真感冒了。他摇摇头，也没多想，把手机放下，准备继续研究那把剑。然而刚转身，他就看到了终身难忘的一幕，那把被他随手放在桌边的镇邪剑正在自己动，不是被碰倒的那种动，而是像有生命一样，一点一点的往桌子边缘挪，剑身微微颤抖，挪动的速度很慢，像是在极力克制着什么。李军揉了揉眼睛，他怀疑自己是不是看错了，但下一刻，那把剑挪到了桌子边缘，然后他颤颤巍巍的悬浮了起来，离桌面大概10厘米，晃晃悠悠的朝着紧闭的房门飘去，仿佛是要逃离这里。李军，他整个人僵在原地，大脑一片空白，什么情况？剑会飞。就在这时，那把剑飘到了房门前，被紧闭的房门挡住了去路。他似乎在犹豫，剑尖轻轻碰了碰门板，然后调转方向，想从门缝底下钻出去，但门缝太窄，钻不过去。剑身开始更剧烈的颤抖，像是在焦急。李军终于回过神，他张了张嘴，一句国粹脱口而出：“卧槽，这剑会飞！”李军人都傻了，他活了19年，第一次看到这种超自然现象。一把剑自己飘起来了，牛顿的棺材板还压得住吗？而就在他惊呼出声的瞬间，嗡，悬浮的镇邪剑猛然一颤，像是受到了极度的惊吓，剑身剧烈抖动，发出刺耳的嗡鸣。紧接着，轰，一股恐怖的煞气从剑身中冲天而起，冰冷阴森，带着浓郁的血腥味，瞬间充斥整个房间。房间里的温度骤降，窗户玻璃上瞬间凝结出冰花。李军被这股煞气一冲，浑身汗毛倒竖，整个人如坠冰窟。他感觉手脚冰凉，呼吸都有些不畅，好冷。李军下意识抱紧胳膊，牙齿都在打颤。而就在这时，他胸口那枚一直贴身戴着的太极图玉佩突然自行飞了出来，红绳断裂，玉佩悬浮在半空，太极图缓缓旋转，黑白2色光芒流转，光芒如水波般荡漾开，瞬间笼罩了整把镇邪剑。那冲天而起的煞气像被无形的大手攥住，硬生生按了回去。镇邪剑剧烈挣扎，剑身发出嘎吱嘎吱的声响，像是要崩碎，但玉佩的光芒稳如泰山，一寸寸的将剑身包裹镇压。整个过程只持续了不到1秒，光芒散去，玉佩啪嗒一声掉在地上，镇邪剑也哐当一声摔在地上，一动不动，恢复了普通剑的样子。房间里恢复了平静，仿佛刚才的一切都是幻觉，但地上断裂的红绳，还有胸口空荡荡的感觉，都在提醒李军，刚才发生的都是真的。李军呆呆地站在原地，看着桌上的剑，又看看地上的玉佩，他脑子嗡嗡作响，一片混乱。剑自己飞了，玉佩自己飞出来把剑镇压了，这都什么跟什么啊？这个世界不对劲，他喃喃自语，脸色发白。他一直以为自己穿越到的是一个普通的平行世界，科技水平、社会结构都和前世的地球差不多，顶多就是历史细节有些差异。但现在会飞的剑，自己会动的玉佩，这 TM 是普通世界，而且导致他穿越的这枚太极图玉佩似乎是一件了不得的宝贝。李军弯腰捡起玉佩，入手温润，和平时没什么两样。但刚才那一幕他看得清清楚楚，就是这枚玉佩镇压了那把诡异的剑。你到底是什么东西？李军看着玉佩，心里五味杂陈。而就在这时，轰隆隆，窗外突然响起一声炸雷，雷声极近，像在头顶炸开，震得窗户都在嗡嗡作响。李军手一抖，差点把玉佩扔出去，他还没反应过来，轰隆轰隆轰隆，雷声一声接一声，一声比一声响，足足响了9声，9声炸雷，震天动地，仿佛要把苍穹都撕裂。整个路线乃至周边几个县市都被这突如其来的雷声惊动了，无数人或仰头，或跑到窗边看向天空，晴空万里，艳阳高照，哪来的雷？第35章雷动9天，第2波临潮爆发。加更 4K 求追读清风关外，山道旁的树林里，刘振国、轻微掌教、明信，还有陈建国、王虎等7、8个守夜人精英，正躲在一片茂密的灌木丛后。所有人都屏住呼吸，眼睛死死盯着半山腰那座破旧的道观，气氛压抑的能凝出水来。刘振国手心全是汗，他看了眼手表，上午8点52分。掌教，您感觉怎么样？刘振国压低声音问身旁的轻微掌教。老道士闭着眼睛，眉头紧锁，他在感知那把镇邪剑的气息。就在刚刚，他感觉到了一丝极其微弱的煞气波动，很微弱，像是一颗石子投入深潭，荡起一圈涟漪，但那就是信号，盒子被打开了，还没什么变化。轻微掌教缓缓睁开眼睛，煞气被压制得很好，看来李道长确实有手段。刘振国松了口气，但就在他这口气还没松完的时候，轰，一股恐怖的煞气突然从清风关中冲天而起，冰冷阴森，带着浓郁的血腥味，瞬间席卷整个山头。树林里的温度骤降，树叶上凝结出白霜。不好！轻微掌教脸色大变，剑中的煞气彻底复苏了。他感受着那股冲天煞气，心脏狂跳，这比他预想的还要恐怖。这把镇邪剑在汉代随军征战，饮血无数，后来又陪葬于淮南王墓中，吸收了上千年的阴气，其煞气之重，足以让方圆10里寸草不生。而现在他在清风关里爆发了，快进去救人！轻微掌教急声道。他顾不得隐藏，就要冲出树林。刘振国也急了，所有人准备！话没说完，一边再生，嗡嗡嗡，一股更加浩瀚、更加磅礴、更加无法形容的气息从清风关中升腾而起。那气息出现的瞬间，刚刚冲天而起的煞气像被一只无形大手攥住，硬生生按了回去，消失得无影无踪。但这还不是最恐怖的，最恐怖的是这股浩瀚气息出现的刹那，扑通扑通扑通， 树林里，包括轻微掌教在内，所有人全都被压趴在地，不是跪，是趴，五体投地，脸贴着泥土，动弹不得，像是有一座无形的大山压在每一个人背上。轻微掌教修为最高，还能勉强抬起头，他脸上写满了难以置信，这是什么气息？他修到80多载，见过龙虎山祖天师遗宝，见过茅山祖师显灵，但从未感受过如此浩瀚、如此至高无上的威压。在这股气息面前，他感觉自己渺小的像一粒尘埃，不，连尘埃都不如。这是轻微掌教声音发颤，他想运转真气抵抗，但真气刚提起，就像冰雪遇到烈阳，瞬间消融，根本不是一个层次的存在。好在这股气息出现得快，消失的也快，不到3秒，威压散去，众人恢复了行动能力，纷纷从地上爬起来，一个个脸色煞白，惊魂未定。刚才那是什么？王虎声音都在抖，他刚才真的以为自己要死了，那种感觉就像蝼蚁面对天威，连反抗的念头都生不出来。轻微掌教没回答，他死死盯着清风关方向，嘴唇哆嗦着，半天说不出话。而就在这时，轰隆，天空突然炸响一声惊雷，雷声极近，像在头顶炸开，震得人耳膜生疼。紧接着，轰隆轰隆轰隆，雷声一声接一声，一声比一声响，足足响了9声，9声炸雷，震天动地，仿佛要把苍穹都撕裂。雷声结束后，整个世界仿佛都清静了，空气变得格外清新。深吸一口气，有种说不出的舒畅。这是尽是雷。轻微掌教瞪大眼睛，满脸不敢置信。尽是雷，道门古籍中有记载，传说中只有天地交感、大道共鸣时才会出现，有净化世间污秽、涤荡邪祟之效。师傅，什么是尽是雷？明星好奇地问。轻微掌教没理他，而是闭上眼睛仔细感受。片刻后，他猛地睁开眼，脸色变了又变。灵气恢复了。他清晰地感觉到周围天地间的灵气正在以惊人的速度回升，不是回升，是暴涨。短短10几秒，灵气的浓度就达到了之前的10倍、20倍，而且还在持续上升。这怎么可能？轻微掌教喃喃自语。他之前就察觉到路线这片区域的灵气稀薄的近乎于无，像回到了末法时代。但现在灵气浓郁的吓人，比茅山祖庭的灵气还要浓郁10倍以上。掌教到底怎么了？刘振国忍不住问。轻微掌教深吸一口气，压下心中的震撼。第2波灵潮爆发了。什么？刘振国脸色大变。不是应该在10年后吗？提前了。轻微掌教沉声道，而且爆发的强度远超预期。他顿了顿，补充道，刚才那9声尽是雷，就是灵潮彻底爆发的标志。刘振国脑子里嗡的一声，灵潮第2波提前爆发，这 TM 要出大事啊！按照总部之前的模型推演，第2波灵潮应该在10年后，所以他们还有时间准备。但现在，老大，陈建国突然指着手机，秦总的紧急通讯。刘振国连忙接听，电话那头，秦总的声音带着前所未有的凝重。振国，事情麻烦了，第2波灵潮爆发了，现在全世界的灵气浓度都在急速上升，你先回南城坐镇，稳定局面。我这边正在召开紧急会议，记住，灵潮爆发初期，各种牛鬼蛇神都会跳出来，情况会非常严峻。明白。刘振国重重点头，挂断电话。他脸色难看到了极点。灵潮提前爆发，这意味着什么？意味着所有计划都被打乱了，意味着未来一段时间异常事件会呈爆炸式增长，意味着守夜人的力量可能根本不够用。刘振国看向轻微掌教，掌教，您是先下山还是……话没说完，旁边的明星突然嘀咕了一声，师傅，怎么起风了？众人一愣，仔细感受，还真是山林间不知何时起了一阵微风，风很轻柔，吹在脸上暖洋洋的，带着草木的清香。现在是冬天，按理说风应该很冷，但这风一点都不冷，反而像春天的暖风，吹得人浑身舒坦。奇怪，明星挠挠头，这风怎么是暖的？其他人也感觉不对劲，唯有轻微掌教脸色再次大变，他死死盯着风的方向，眼睛瞪得滚圆。这不是普通的风，老道士声音发颤，这是灵气急速汇聚带起的风。他看出来了，这风根本不是自然形成的，是天地间的灵气正在疯狂朝某一个点汇聚，因为速度太快，带动了空气流动，形成了风，就像一个黑洞在疯狂吞噬周围的灵气。以清风关为中心，轻微掌教喃喃自语，周围的灵气都在往这里汇聚。他猛地抬头看向清风关方向，一瞬间他全明白了，之前路线这片区域为什么灵气稀薄，为什么像回到了末法时代，因为全都被清风关中的那位给吞了。不仅是路线，恐怕以路线为中心，方圆几百里甚至几千里的灵气都会有不同幅度的减弱，越靠近路线减弱的越明显，越远受到的影响越小，但具体范围有多大，恐怕没人能知道。轻微掌教倒吸一口凉气，这位李道长到底什么存在，需要吞噬如此海量的灵气？掌教刘振国见轻微掌教脸色不对，小心翼翼地问。轻微掌教回过神，长长吐出一口气，刘队长，你先回南城吧。他摆摆手，灵潮第2次爆发，不知会弄出多少麻烦，情况肯定很严峻。刘振国点点头，那掌教您，老道先下山。轻微掌教道，有些事得准备准备。明星一听急了，师傅，咱们都到这了，干嘛不直接进去？他现在心中好奇到了极点，刚才那浩瀚的气息，那9声尽是雷，还有这诡异的暖风，这一切都指向清风关里那位神秘的李道长。他真想立刻冲进去，看看那位到底有什么神通。轻微掌教闻言，却狠狠瞪了徒弟一眼，蠢货，初次登门拜访，空着手合适吗？为师教给你的礼仪都忘了。明星被骂得一愣，心中委屈极了， 师傅您之前可不是这么说的，明明在火车站的时候还说修道之人搞什么繁文缛节，现在又说要带礼物。但他不敢反驳，只能生闷气。刘振国等人看了看明星，心中感叹：这孩子还是太年轻了，不懂人情世故。那掌教，我们就先走了。刘振国抱拳：刘负责人慢走。轻微掌教回礼，刘振国带着陈建国、王虎等人匆匆下山，他们要赶回南城，应对临朝爆发带来的乱局。轻微掌教看着他们离去的背影，又看了看清风关方向，长长叹了口气：多事之秋啊！他带着明星也转身下山，得赶紧准备一份厚礼。与此同时，守夜人总部会议室气氛凝重的能滴出水来。秦总坐在主位，脸色铁青，下面坐着10几个高层，个个眉头紧锁。临朝第二波突然爆发，打了所有人一个措手不及。按照之前的模型预测，至少还有10年时间。这10年，守夜人本可以培养更多人才，研发更多装备，做好充分准备。但现在，秦总各地分部已经传来消息，异常事件发生率在临朝爆发后的半小时内激增了300。情报部门负责人陈升道，而且还在持续上升，预计未来24小时会达到一个峰值。秦总揉了揉眉心，通知所有分部进入1级战备状态，所有外勤人员取消休假，随时待命。另外，联系军方请求支援。是，命令一条条下达。会议室里忙碌起来。而就在这时，砰！会议室的门被粗暴推开，一个年轻的情报员冲了进来，脸色煞白。秦总，出大事了！慌什么？秦总皱眉，慢慢说。情报员咽了口唾沫，声音发颤：是国外，樱花国那边。樱花国怎么了？有人问。是不是有什么大凶借着临朝爆发出事了？不是。情报员喘着气，是神社，樱花国大神社里供奉的神牌全都在刚才同一时间碎裂成渣了。会议室里瞬间安静，所有人都愣住了。你说什么？秦总以为自己听错了，樱花国大神社供奉的神牌全碎了。情报员重负道，而且不是一个，是所有，全碎了，并且根据我们收到的消息，当时在神社里的多个大神官当场吐血3声，已经送进 ICU 了。会议室里一片死寂，所有人都面面相觑，不知道该说什么。樱花国大神社的神牌全碎了，这消息确认了吗？秦总沉声问。确认了。情报员道，现在樱花国那边已经乱套了，很多民众以为是神法，恐慌情绪正在蔓延。秦总沉默了，9声惊雷，尽是雷。樱花国神社神牌碎裂，他脑子里闪过一个可怕的念头，该不会是那位李道长刚才镇压那把剑时引动的尽是雷，顺便把樱花国那边也给抵挡了？但这怎么可能？隔着一片海呢？还有，情报员继续汇报，几乎在同一时间，梵蒂冈教堂的圣像出现裂纹，双眼流出血泪；白象国几个大庙宇的神像，金身表面的金箔片片剥落，露出了里面的泥土，还有其他一些宗教圣地都出现了不同程度的异常。会议室里鸦雀无声，所有人都不知道该说什么，这是太诡异了。而在守夜人总部气氛凝重时，全世界范围内怪事正在持续发生。几乎在樱花国神社神牌碎裂的同时，欧罗巴某座古堡深处，一个穿着中世纪贵族服饰的老者突然从沉睡中惊醒，他睁开眼，猩红的眸子里满是惊骇。该隐在上，刚才那是什么？为什么我感觉血脉在颤抖？新大陆某座地下基地，一群穿着白大褂的研究员正盯着屏幕上的数据，目瞪口呆。上帝啊，能量读数爆表了！这些样本的活性提升了至少10倍，不，100倍。沙漠深处，金字塔内，古老的石棺微微震动，棺盖上积攒了1000年的灰尘，簌簌落下。书友们求追读啊！本书已经开始推荐，新书祈求书友们每天能抽出几分钟点开最新章节看看，顺便点点章节末尾的催更，千万不要养书啊，会养死的，求了。第36章。糟了，被误认为是得道高人，该怎么办？2合1求追读清风关。李军完全不知道外面已经天翻地覆，他握着玉佩，在椅子上呆坐了足足半小时。窗外的阳光透过老旧的窗棂洒进来，在地面投下斑驳的光影。那把名为镇邪的悍剑，此刻静静躺在门边的地上，剑身暗淡无光，看起来普普通通。但李军知道，刚才发生的一切绝不是幻觉，剑自己动了，玉佩飞出来镇压了他。这个世界真的有超凡力量存在。李军喃喃自语，声音在安静的房间里显得格外清晰。他低头看着手中的太极图玉佩，玉佩温润如初，看起来和平时没什么两样。但李军清楚记得，刚才就是这枚玉佩自行飞出，散发出柔和的光芒，硬生生把会飞的剑给镇压了。所以我穿越带来的这枚玉佩其实真是件宝贝。李军脑子里乱糟糟的。3年前他逛古玩店时第一次见到这枚玉佩，那时他刚把玉佩拿起来，就突然被失控的大运当成了减速带，送到了这个平行世界。他一直以为这玉佩就是个普通的古物，顶多材质好点，毕竟穿越这种事都发生了，带个玉佩也不算什么。但现在看来，这玉佩恐怕才是他穿越的关键。难道就像小说里写的那样，这是我的金手指？李军心跳加速，一股难以言喻的兴奋涌上心头。哪个男人没做过超凡梦？御剑飞行，掌心雷，长生不老。以前他以为这些都是虚构的，但现在一把会飞的古剑就摆在眼前，一枚能镇压凶器的玉佩就在手中，这一切都在告诉他，超凡是真实存在的。等等，兴奋过后，李军突然冷静下来，他想起了之前周文渊的异常，对方说话时那欲言又止的语气，还有那句剑没什么异常吧？现在全说得通了。周文渊恐怕就是超凡世界的一员，否则他怎么会送来这把明显不一般的剑？还有直播间那些网友，南城守夜人，北地巡山人，东海听涛客，这些 ID 一个比一个中二，一个比一个像小说里的组织代号。 以前李军只觉得他们是灵异爱好者或者 cosplay 社团，但现在看来，他们该不会也是超凡世界的人吧？李军越想越觉得可能。那些网友在他直播间抢东西，手速快得离谱，而且每次上架不管多少都是秒空。以前他还以为是网友太热情，但现在看来，恐怕是这些人真把他做的东西当成了宝贝。我印刷的护身符，随便刻的桃木剑，他们拿去斩鬼。李军感觉自己的世界观在崩塌，他一直以为那些网友是魔怔了，或者是配合他直播效果玩梗，结果人家是认真的。在直播间那些人的眼中，他是道行高深的高人。可是如果真是这样，李军突然想起一件事，他做的那些东西为什么会有用？他自己清楚，那就是普通的工艺品，甚至都算不上工艺品。雷击桃木是拿打火机电子线做的，护身符是雕版印刷的，根本没什么特殊之处，但网友用起来真有效果。正出神想着的李军根本没有注意到，从他开始思考，被他握在手中的玉佩就在微微发光，黑白二气隐隐流转，像是活过来一样，在玉佩表面缓缓游动。但很快，玉佩上的光芒就闪烁起来，就像电量不足一样，明暗交替，越来越微弱，最后噗的一声彻底散去，化为普通。整个过程不到10秒。而也就在这时，难道是玉佩？李军再次低头看向了手中的玉佩，就像小说里写的那样，主角穿越带个金手指，只不过他这个金手指3年间虽然一直发挥着作用，但不显山不露水，直到他遇到危险才主动显圣。这个猜测很合理，否则没法解释为什么他做的东西会有用，而他本人却是个彻头彻尾的普通人。可是李军皱起眉头，这玉佩怎么用？他回忆刚才的场景，玉佩是自行飞出的，不是他控制的，而且镇压完剑后，他就掉地上了，再也没动静。李军尝试集中精神，心里默念飞起来，玉佩毫无反应。注入能量，他不懂什么叫能量，只能瞎试。憋气，瞪眼，想象丹田里有股热气，玉佩还是没反应。他又尝试滴血刃主咬破手指，滴了滴血在玉佩上，血珠滑落，玉佩纹丝不动。他折腾了半天，玉佩没有任何变化。难道刚才镇压那把剑把能量耗尽了？李军想起刚才那一幕，玉佩镇压骨剑后就掉在了地上，光芒也消散了，就像手机没电了。他觉得这个比喻很贴切，玉佩需要能量，而刚才那一波操作把储存的能量耗尽了，那要怎么充呢？李军皱眉，他想起了小说里的设定灵气、真气、法力，这个世界有灵气吗？李军不知道，但他知道周文渊那些人肯定知道。不行，不能问。李军立刻否定了这个想法，玉佩是他最大的秘密，绝对不能暴露。匹夫无罪，怀璧其罪，这个道理他懂。如果让周文渊那些人知道，他根本不是什么有道行的高人，只是个靠玉佩作弊的普通人，后果不堪设想，以后不能再在网上卖东西了。李军下定决心，以前他不知道，以为就是卖点工艺品无所谓，但现在知道那些东西真有用，而且买的人可能是真拿去斩鬼的，性质就不一样了。万一现在玉佩失灵，他做出来的东西没效果，网友拿着去对付鬼怪，那不是害人吗？周文渊的订单也得推掉。想到这里，李军心里一阵肉疼。100张特殊护身符，50把定制桃木剑，加起来80多万啊！这对清风关来说简直是天文数字。有了这笔钱，道观就能彻底翻修，师傅也能安享晚年。但是不能赚昧心钱。李军咬咬牙，钱很重要，但良心更重要。等玉佩恢复了，再做打算。他深吸一口气，把思路捋顺。第一，玉佩的事绝对保密，谁也不能说。第二，暂时停止一切工艺品的制作和销售。第三，推掉周文渊的订单，编个合理的理由。第四，想办法研究玉佩，搞清楚怎么充能。第五，暗中观察，想办法踏足超凡。想清楚这些，李军感觉心里踏实了不少。他看向地上的镇邪剑，这把剑怎么处理？扔了？不行，太危险了，万一被普通人捡到，可能会出人命。留着更不行，这玩意儿在自己房间里乱飞，谁受得了？先收起来吧。李军找来那个青铜盒子，小心翼翼地把剑放回去。合上盖子的瞬间，他明显感觉到盒子里的剑颤动了一下，像是在抗议，但很快又恢复了平静。李军把盒子塞到床底下，用杂物挡好。做完这些，他重新坐回椅子，看着窗外出神。阳光明媚，山风轻拂，远处的山林郁郁葱葱，偶尔传来几声鸟鸣，一切都那么平静，那么正常。但李军知道，这个世界已经不一样了，超凡力量是真实存在的，而他因为一枚玉佩，阴差阳错地踏入了这个隐秘的世界，不知道是福是祸。李军喃喃自语，但他心里更多的是一种期待，对超凡的期待，对未知的期待。如果玉佩能恢复，如果我能掌握超凡力量，李军握紧玉佩，眼中闪过一抹光彩。哪个男人没有仗剑天涯的梦？以前那是幻想，但现在机会可能就在眼前，不急，慢慢来。李军告诫自己，饭要一口一口吃，路要一步一步走，当务之急是先处理好周文渊那边的事。他拿出手机，找到周文渊的聊天窗口。李军，周研究员在吗？有件事想跟您商量一下。消息发出去，石沉大海。他想了想，又发了一条消息：李军，周研究员，关于之前的订单，我想跟您商量一下。我最近状态不好，做不出您要的效果，为了不耽误您的事，订单还是取消吧，定金我退给您。消息发出去，依旧没回。李军退出聊天窗口，打开抖音，后台一堆未读消息，都是催他开播，催他上新的。他看着那些消息，心里复杂。之前他还为生意好高兴，现在只觉得压力山大。这些网友可能真的在等着他的法器救命，但他现在……李军咬了咬牙，点开发布动态。骑牛出函谷，各位道友，非常抱歉，因为个人原因暂停营业一段时间，具体恢复时间待定，给大家带来的不便，敬请谅解。刚发完动态，一堆推送蹦了出来，路线惊现9声炸雷， 晴空霹雳引热议，多地出现异常天气，专家解释为罕见气象现象。灵异爱好者称感受到灵气波动。网友中二病又犯了。李军点开第一个话题，里面是路线本地网友发的视频。视频里天空晴朗，突然一声炸雷，接着又是8声，雷声震的手机摄像头都在抖。评论区里各种猜测都有。卧槽，这雷声太吓人了，光打雷不下雨，是不是要地震啊？我爷爷说这是撼天雷，不吉利，楼上别瞎说，就是正常气象现象。李军翻了翻，没看到什么有用的信息。他又点开第3个话题，里面是一些自称修行者、灵异爱好者的网友发的帖子。灵气复苏了，我感受到了，真的，世界要大变了，道友们抓紧时间修炼啊！评论区里一片嘲讽，又封了一个中二病晚期没救了，建议送去精神病院。李军看着这些帖子，心情复杂。谁能想到这些看起来最不靠谱的东西，恰恰是最贴近现实的。他正想着，手机突然响了，是金浩打来的。喂，金角，怎么了？道士哥，你没事吧？金浩的声音很急，我刚才看新闻说路线那边打了9声炸雷，吓死我了。我没事。李军心里一愣，就是雷声大了点，没别的。那就好，那就好。金浩松了口气。对了，道士哥，我回路线了，回来了。李军一愣，你不是要在冰城玩到腊月底吗？出了点事就先回来了。金浩支支吾吾，那个道士哥，我怎么了？没什么。金浩的声音有点怪。道士哥，我下车就上山去找你。两人又聊了几句，挂断了电话。李军放下手机，总觉得金浩刚才的语气有点不对劲。他突然想到，金浩这小子收到符后给他发的消息，以前只觉得那是心理作用，但现在这小子不会是真在冰城碰到什么了吧？与此同时，中原民俗文化研究会，周文渊看着手机屏幕上李军发来的消息，手都在抖。旁边的2个同事凑过来一看，也愣住了。李道长这是什么意思？一个年轻队员不解，之前不是谈得好好的吗？周文渊没说话，是因为那把剑。李道长这是对他们的试探不满了。完了，他瘫在椅子上，脸色惨白，完全不知道该怎么办。而就在这时，他的手机响了，是郑山河打来的。喂，周文渊声音干涩，文渊，灵潮第2波爆发了，你现在立刻带人去看好地下那些东西。郑山河的声音凝重。什么？周文渊猛地坐直身体，不是预测在10年后吗？灵潮第2波爆发意味着什么？他很清楚，未来一段时间鬼怪会越来越多，越来越强，守夜人的压力会呈几何级数增长，情况有变，提前爆发了。对了，郑山河顿了顿，李道长那边有什么异常吗？周文渊苦笑，我刚收到李道长的消息，他说订单接不了了，要把定金退回来。电话那头沉默了，足足1分钟后，郑山河的声音才传来，带着深深的疲惫。知道了，李道长那边暂时先不要回复，等风头过去再说。是。挂断电话，周文渊看着窗外明媚的阳光，心里却一片冰凉。灵潮爆发，乱世将至，而他们最大的依仗李道长似乎因为他们的试探而疏远了，这算不算自作自受？他喃喃自语。第37章。金角哥能不能成真高人就靠你了。加根5K 球追读通往路线的火车在铁轨上平稳行驶，发出有节奏的哐当声。卧铺包厢里，金浩靠在铺位上，看着窗外飞速倒退的风景，眼神有些恍惚。他刚结束和道士哥的通话，心里五味杂陈。冰城发生的事太离奇了，林薇学姐被女鬼害了，自己差点被吸干阳气，守夜人、茅山道长还有道士哥画的符，这一连串的冲击让他20年来建立的世界关碎了一地。他其实很想把一切都告诉道士哥，冰城的惊险遭遇，守夜人的存在，灵气复苏的真相，但吴守正之前特意叮嘱过他，道士哥在红尘历练，要配合他演戏，不能打扰他的修行。道士哥如果真的在伪装普通人，我直接捅破了这层窗户纸，他会是什么反应？金浩脑子里闪过无数可能，最好的情况，道士哥哈哈一笑，承认自己确实是隐世高人，从此带他飞。最坏的情况，道士哥淡淡看他一眼，说一句本想以普通人的身份和你相处之类的，然后就此疏远他。毕竟高人行事，谁能猜得透？金浩越想越纠结，忍不住叹了口气。听到这声叹气，坐在对面的中年男人抬起头，这人穿着普通的黑色夹克，寸头，国字脸，他是滨城守夜人分部派来护送金浩回路线的外勤人员，叫老陈。怎么了？老陈问。还在想滨城的事。金浩点点头。陈叔，你说我们这个世界以后会变成什么样？老陈沉默片刻，掏出一包烟，想了想又塞了回去。不好说。他看向窗外，但肯定会越来越乱。话音刚落，老陈的手机响了，他掏出手机看了一眼，脸色微变，立刻接通。喂，我是。电话那头不知道说了什么，老陈的脸色越来越凝重。金浩在一旁看着，心里莫名紧张起来，他能感觉到出大事了。2分钟后，老陈挂断电话，长长吐出一口气，他看向金浩，眼神复杂。第2波灵潮爆发了。什么？金浩猛地坐直身体，吴叔不是说10年后吗？提前了。老陈沉声道，而且强度远超预期，至少是第1波灵潮的10倍以上。金浩倒吸一口凉气，他虽然刚接触超凡世界，但也从吴守正那里了解过一些基础知识。灵潮爆发意味着什么？他很清楚，鬼怪会更活跃、更强大，异常事件会呈爆炸式增长，普通人面临的危险会直线上升。那现在，金浩声音有些干涩，各地分部已经进入1级战备状态。老陈揉了揉眉心，未来一段时间我们会非常忙。车厢里陷入沉默，只有火车行驶的哐当声在耳边回响。金浩看着窗外，心里涌起一股强烈的无力感。之前在冰城，他差点死在女鬼手里，那种任人宰割的恐惧至今难忘。如果以后再遇到这种事，他还能这么幸运吗？道士哥的符能救他一次，能救他一辈子吗？陈叔，金浩突然开口， 声音很认真。我能加入守夜人吗？老陈一愣，看向他，你想加入守夜人？对。金浩重重点头，我不想再像在冰城时那么无礼。老陈盯着他看了几秒，缓缓道，成为守夜人很危险，我知道。金浩咬牙，但我不怕，我体质特殊，阳气重。吴叔说我是修行的好苗子，而且我是道士哥的朋友，以后说不定。他没说完，但老陈听懂了，李道长的朋友，这个身份在守夜人内部分量太重了。老陈想了想，开口道，如果你真想加入，我可以帮你引荐南城分部，不过最终能不能通过考核，还得看你自己。金浩眼睛一亮，谢谢陈叔，先别急着写。老陈摆摆手，我得提醒你，守夜人的工作比你想象的更危险，不是闹着玩的。我明白。金浩眼神坚定，我已经想清楚了。老陈点点头，没再多说，他重新看向窗外，眼神里藏着深深的忧虑。临朝第二波爆发，乱世真的要来了。1个小时后，火车到达路线站，老陈和金浩一起下车，站台上人来人往，一切如常，我就送你到这里了。老陈拍了拍金浩的肩膀，我得立刻返回滨城，那边现在肯定乱套了。陈叔，一路顺风。金浩道。老陈点点头，转身走向对面的站台，那里有一辆返回滨城的列车即将发车。金浩站在原地，目送老陈离开，然后他深吸一口气，背起背包，快步走出车站。他没有回家，而是直接拦了辆出租车。师傅，去清风关。清风关。司机师傅有些意外，那地方挺偏的，你去那干嘛？找人。金浩简短道。司机师傅也没多问，一脚油门，车子朝着城外驶去。20分钟后，出租车在山脚下停下，金浩付了钱，下车，抬头看向半山腰那座破旧的道观，阳光洒在道观斑驳的墙面上，镀上一层暖金色，一切看起来那么宁静，那么普通。但金浩知道，这座看似普通的道观里住着一位怎样恐怖的存在。他定了定神，迈步上山。清风关，李军正坐在院子里，对着那本道教符箓大全发呆。他已经决定暂时停止制作和销售工艺品，周文渊的订单也退掉，但问题是该怎么跟师傅解释？还有直播间那些网友，麻烦。李军揉了揉太阳穴。就在这时，院门外传来急促的脚步声。道士哥，道士哥你在吗？是金浩的声音。李军一愣，起身走过去开门。院门外，金浩气喘吁吁地站在那。金角。李军诧异，你怎么？道士哥。金浩看到他，眼睛一亮，随即又变得复杂。他张了张嘴，想说什么，但话到嘴边又咽了回去。吴守正的叮嘱在耳边回响，李道长在红尘历练，要配合他演戏，不能打扰他的修行。金浩咬了咬牙，最终挤出一个笑容，我回来了。李军看他这表情，心里更觉得不对劲。他把金浩让进院子，上下打量，你没事吧？脸色这么难看。没事，就是坐车有点累。金浩含糊道。他看了看四周，张道爷呢，在静室打坐。李军道，你又不是不知道，道爷他入定后心无旁骛，打雷都听不到，不到时间是不会出来的。哦。金浩点点头。两人在院子里站了一会儿，气氛有点尴尬。金浩心里藏着事，欲言又止。李军看他这个样子，心里一动，走，进屋。两人进了房间，关上门。李军直接问道，金角，你和我说实话，你是不是在滨城碰到了什么诡异的东西了？金浩一愣，道士哥怎么会突然问这个？而且语气，他本来就有些魂不守舍。闻言直接下意识地说道，道士哥你怎么知道？你连这个都能算出来？这话一出口，他顿时呆住了。完了，说漏嘴了。李军本来就在怀疑金浩在滨城是不是真遇到了什么，现在一听，当然。李军心思急转，故作高深道，你身上带着阴气，虽然很淡，但逃不过我的眼睛。说吧，把你遇到什么都告诉我。金浩看着李军那副一切尽在掌握的表情，心里的最后一丝犹豫也消失了。果然，道士哥什么都知道了，不愧是隐士高人。他深吸一口气，开始讲述，从和林薇学姐去滨城旅游，到学姐突然变得奇怪，再到自己力不从心，收到符后恢复，然后是那晚的惊魂遭遇，女鬼现形，茅山清虚道长出手，守夜人出现，最后是吴守正告诉他的一切，灵气复苏，守夜人，末法时代结束。金浩越说越激动，把知道的全都导了出来，特别是吴守正对李军的那些评价。吴叔说，你是真正的高人，深不可测。龙虎山张天师的师弟在您直播间抢到一把桃木剑，天师府转头就送来一尊真武大帝，相当回礼。守夜人总部对您都非常尊敬。金浩说着说着，声音渐渐小了下去，因为他发现道士哥的表情有点呆。李军确实呆住了，他虽然已经知道这个世界有超凡力，也猜到周文渊那些人可能不一般，但金浩说的这些，全世界灵气复苏，守夜人，这些信息量太大了，冲击的他脑子嗡嗡作响。最关键的是，自己在守夜人眼里居然是隐士高人，在红尘历练，这都什么跟什么啊？但转念一想，他好像明白了，守夜人应该是见识到了他做的东西的效果，然后误会他是真高人。至于红尘历练，估计是他们自己挠不出来的理由，用来解释为什么他一个高人会在网上卖工艺品。道士哥。金浩见李军不说话，小心翼翼地问，你是不是生气了？没有。李军回过神，摆摆手，我只是没想到你会在滨城遇到这种事。他顿了顿，问道，那个女鬼呢？抓住了吗？跑了。金浩摇头，清虚道长说他很狡猾，遁走了。道士哥，还有件事。金浩犹豫了一下，临朝第二波爆发了，以后鬼怪会越来越多，我想加入守夜人。加入守夜人。李军一愣，金浩重重点头，我想拥有力量，不想再像在滨城那样，只能等别人来救。他顿了顿，眼神炽热地看着李军，道士哥，你能不能教教我？李军闻言心里叫苦不迭，教他 他拿什么教？他自己都是个冒牌货。但看着金浩期待的眼神，他又没办法说实话。金角，我的修行方式不太适合你。李军斟酌着措辞，每个人的道不同，强求反而有害。这话说的很有高人风范。金浩听了，虽然有些失望，但也觉得有道理。那我加入守夜人，他们应该有修行方法吧？金浩问。应该有。李军点头。他心里突然冒出一个念头，如果金浩加入守夜人，岂不是能接触到真正的修行功法？到时候金浩学会了，他是不是也能跟着学学？虽然他有玉佩，但玉佩现在没电了，而且怎么用怎么充呢？他一窍不通。如果能从守夜人那里学到正统的修行方法，说不定能解决这个问题。这样吧，李军故作高深地说道，你先加入守夜人，看看他们教什么，如果有合适的功法，你拿回来，我帮你参考参考。他本来想说改，但觉得太夸张了，临时改成了参考。但在金浩听来，这意思就是李军要帮他优化功法。真的，金浩眼睛亮了。道士哥，你愿意帮我？李军点头。不过记住，这事不要声张。我懂。金浩连连点头，保密，一定保密。他看着李军，眼神里满是崇拜。道士哥果然是高人，连守夜人的功法都能参考。李军看着他兴奋的样子，心里有些过意不去。这小子是真把他当高人了，这么信任他，但他根本不会改什么功法。那个，李军想了想，从抽屉里拿出一些之前做的护身符，还有一把桃木剑。桃木剑是他之前用真雷积木练手时做的一把，材料比一开始卖的那些好很多。这些你拿着防身。李军把东西递过去，虽然不是什么好东西，但应该有点用。金浩接过符和桃木剑，手都在抖。他可是亲眼见过道士哥画的符有多厉害，那张万病回春健康符不仅治好了他的虚，还在女鬼袭击时保护了他。至于这把桃木剑，金浩仔细端详，剑身温润，木质细腻，剑柄触刻着简单的道纹，虽然看起来朴素，但握在手里有种莫名的安心感。道士哥，这太贵重了。金浩声音发颤。李军摆摆手，拿着吧，你叫我一声哥，我总得给你点防身的。金浩感动得差点哭出来，他紧紧抱着桃木剑，突然朝李军鞠了一躬，义父，从今天起，您就是我亲义父。李军倒也不用这么客气。就在这时，金浩的手机响了，是他父母打来的，问他到没到路线。金浩接了电话，简单说了几句，挂断后兴奋道，道士哥，那我先回家了，过2天拿到功法就过来。路上小心。李军点头。金浩宝贝似的抱着桃木剑，揣好护身符，兴冲冲的走了。李军送他到院门口，看着他下山的背影，心里复杂，希望这小子在守夜人那边真能拿到修行功法吧，那样的话他也能跟着学学。送走金浩，李军回到院子里，正好看到师傅从净室出来。师傅，您打坐结束了？李军问。老道士点点头，刚才是金浩那小子来了。他回路线了，过来看看。李军道，连家都没回就过来了，过2天还来。老道士嗯了一声，突然想起什么，对了，你早上去取的快递是什么东西？李军心里一紧，那把镇邪剑的事可不能告诉师傅，就是一把工艺仿古剑。李军随口道。老道士闻言也没在意，只是点了点头，然后背着手朝厨房走去，准备做午饭。李军站在原地看着师傅的背影，突然想到师傅在清风关修行了几十年，会不会其实是的道高人，只是深藏不露？他犹豫了一下，跟上去问道，师傅，您修行这么多年，有没有练出什么特别的本事？老道士回头瞪了他一眼，你是不是古道那些东西多了，神神叨叨的，要相信科学，你要是真想学，我有24字真言教你。说着，老道士清了清嗓子，开始念富强民主。李军哭笑不得，赶紧求饶，师傅，我知道错了，您别逗我了。老道士哼了一声，转身进了厨房。李军站在院子里叹了口气，看来师傅是真不懂，这个世界的水太深了。与此同时，金浩抱着桃木剑，揣着护身符，美滋滋的下山了。走到山脚时，他迎面碰上了2个人，一个老道士，一个年轻道士。老道士穿着洗得发白的灰色道袍，头发全白，但面色红润。年轻道士穿着崭新的道袍，背着个大背包。金浩不认识他们，好奇的多看了2眼。轻微掌教也看了金浩一眼，目光在他怀中的桃木剑上停留了一瞬，好重的阳气。轻微掌教心中暗惊，此子阳气之盛，远超常人，是个修行的好苗子。他又看了眼桃木剑，这就是李道长做的东西。轻微掌教心中猜测，不知与龙虎山得到的那把孰强孰弱。金浩被看得有点发毛，加快脚步走了。轻微掌教收回目光，继续往山上走。师傅，刚才那人是谁啊？明星好奇地问。你师叔说的那位金浩。轻微掌教道，李道长的朋友。那把剑应该就是李道长给的了。师傅，那把剑很厉害吗？轻微掌教看了徒弟一眼，你说呢？李道长亲手做的东西，哪一件不厉害？明星想了想，也是。他看向金浩远去的背影，又看看自己怀里抱着的礼物，一盒茶叶，还有几块上好的玉料。师傅，那咱们现在上山？轻微掌教点头。2人迈步上山，阳光洒在山道上，拉出长长的影子。轻微掌教心里有些期待，又有些忐忑，毕竟即将要见到的那位，可是引动了净世雷，镇压了凶剑，吞噬了方圆几百里灵气的存在。书友们求追读啊！本书已经开始推荐，新书期求书友们每天能抽出几分钟点开最新章节看看，顺便点点章节末尾的催更，千万不要养书啊，会养死的，求了。第38章。天师之子，昆仑雪顶2合1求追读。轻微掌教带着徒弟明星沿着山道缓步而上，山风带着草木的清香，吹拂着老道士花白的须发。明星跟在师傅身后，怀里抱着那盒茶叶和几块玉料，心里有些忐忑。师傅，咱们就这么直接上门，会不会太冒昧了？ 他小声问：“拜访故人之后有何冒昧？”青微掌教头也不回，脚步却放慢了些。况且老道我年轻时曾受过玄真前辈的指点，虽然前辈早已故去，但这香火情分是在的。他顿了顿，语气感慨：当年若非玄真前辈在昆仑一战中射身，道门不知还要多折损多少英才。这份恩情，老道一直记在心里。明星听得似懂非懂，他只听说师傅年轻时曾随茅山前辈们参与过一场大战，具体细节却从未听师傅详说过。师傅，那玄真前辈后来怎么样了？青微掌教沉默片刻，缓缓道：玄真前辈舍身引天雷，与敌同归于尽，尸骨无存。当时我等本以为清风关传承已断，没想到……说到这里，青微掌教叹了口气，明星这才明白为什么师傅一听清风关的名字反应会那么大。两人说话间，已经走到了清风关门口。破旧的山门，斑驳的墙壁，院子里几棵老树在风中摇曳，一切看起来都那么普通，甚至有些寒酸。但青微掌教站在门口，却不敢有丝毫轻视。他深吸一口气，整了整道袍，这才抬手轻扣门环。院子里，李军正帮师傅摘菜，听到敲门声，他抬起头看向院门方向，咚咚咚，声音很轻，很有节奏。李军皱了皱眉，现在快到饭点了，谁会上山来？难道是金浩那小子又回来了？不对，他刚下山没多久。军儿，去看看谁来了。厨房里传来张守清的声音，老头正在切菜，菜刀在案板上发出有节奏的声响。知道了，李军应了一声，走到院门口。吱呀，老旧的木门缓缓打开，门外站着两个人，一个老道士，一个年轻道士。老道士看起来70、80岁，头发全白，但面色红润，穿着一身洗得发白的灰色道袍，手里拿着拂尘，看起来仙风道骨的。年轻道士也就18、19岁，跟自己差不多大，穿着崭新的青色道袍，背着一个大背包，脸上带着好奇和紧张，正偷偷打量自己。李军的目光在老道士身上多停留了几秒，这道士跟师傅不太一样，师傅平时穿着很随意，就是普通的棉布道袍，有时候还挽着袖子干活，但眼前这位虽然道袍很旧，却收拾得一丝不苟，连拂尘的柄都擦得锃亮，而且那眼神锐利深邃，像是一眼就能把人看穿。李军心里咯噔一下，坏了，这不会是冲着自己来的吧？金浩刚走就来了2个道士，难道是守夜人那边的人，还是说是金浩说的那个茅山的清虚道长？眼前这位年纪对得上。就在李军胡思乱想的时候，门外的青微掌教看着李军，眼睛微微一眯，好相貌，剑眉星目，五官端正，皮肤白皙，身材匀称，站在那里自有一股轻易出尘的气质。更令他震撼的是，李军身上气息太干净了，干净的像一张白纸，没有丝毫灵韵波动，完全看不出是能鲸吞数百里灵气的存在。青微掌教心中暗叹，果然自己道行太低了，根本看不透这位的深浅。不过面上他丝毫不显，打了个起手，语气温和中带着敬意：无量天尊，贫道茅山青微，携列图明星，特来拜访故人之后，不知张守清道长可在观中？青微，李军一愣，不是清虚，不过都是茅山的，估计是师兄弟什么的。等等，故人之后，李军更懵了，清风关什么时候和茅山有交情了？他脑子里飞速转动，脸上却不敢表露出来，连忙回礼：道长请进，我师父在观中。说着，他侧身让开，青微掌教微微颔首，迈步走进院子。明星跟在师父身后，忍不住又偷偷看了李军一眼。三人刚进院子，张守清就从厨房里走了出来，他手里还拿着菜刀。看到青微掌教二人，愣了一下。清风关小门小户，几十年没有同道来过了，上一次有道士上门，还是20年前，道协的人来登记。这位道长是？张守清疑惑地看向李军，李军连忙介绍：师父，这位是茅山的青微道长，说是来拜访故人之后的。故人之后，张守清更疑惑了。青微掌教上前一步，仔细看了张守清一眼，这一看，他心中就有了计较。眼前这位老道长身上没有任何能量波动，就是个普通老人，只是身体格外康健，比同龄人硬朗得多，应该就是张玄真前辈的徒弟了。见过守清道友，青微掌教打了个起手，贫道多年前曾受过玄真前辈的恩惠，今日特来。他话还没说完，张守清身体猛地一颤，手里的菜刀哐当一声掉在了地上，刀刃砸在青石板上，溅起几点火星。师父！李军吓了一跳，连忙上前扶住张守清：您怎么了？没事吧？张守清却根本没理他，他眼睛死死盯着青微掌教，嘴唇哆嗦着，好半天才发出声音：你认识我师父？这一刻，80年的时光仿佛倒流。张守清想起了那个枯瘦的老道士，那年他7岁，一路乞讨到关外，饿晕在门口，是师父救了他，给了他一口热粥，收他为徒。师父给他起名守清，说清风关以后就交给他了。第2年，他记得很清楚，那是个秋天的早晨，师父安排好关中一切后，站在门口对他说：头儿，为师此去，多则半载，少则3、2月便会回来。你且在观中守好道观，待为师回来，给你买山下的酱肘子吃。那时的张守清站在门口，看着师傅的背影，心中既不舍又期待，不舍师傅离开，期待师傅回来时带来的酱肘子。他记得自己用力点头：师傅，我等你。然后他就开始了漫长的等待，1天、2天、1个月、2个月、1年、2年，从孩童等到暮年，从青丝等到白发，他等了80年，酱肘子的味道都已经记不清了。师傅却再也没有回来。你认识我师傅？张守清正脱开李军的搀扶，上前一步，又重复了一遍。话音未落，2行浊泪已经从眼角滑落。80岁的老人此刻哭得像个孩子。青微掌教见状，心中也是感慨万千。他上前扶住张守清，声音温和：守清道友莫要伤心，贫道曾有幸随玄真前辈北上昆仑，当年玄真前辈于昆仑雪顶故去，贫道不久前才知玄真前辈尚有传承传下，今日贸然拜访，只为送还前辈遗物。 物。张守清一听，身体在震，他猛地抓住轻微掌教的胳膊。咦，遗物，我师傅的遗物。是。轻微掌教点头，看向身后的明星。明星会意，连忙放下背包，从里面取出2个木盒，盒子不大，看着有些年头了，表面漆色斑驳。明星小心翼翼地打开，一个盒子里装着一本古旧的《道德经》，书页泛黄，边角磨损，一看就是经常翻阅的。另一个盒子里装着一块木头，雕得歪歪扭扭的，勉强能看出是个长条形的东西，一头粗一头细。李军凑过去看了一眼，没认出来是什么，有点像鸡腿，但又不完全像，雕工实在太差了，简直就是幼儿园水平。但张守清看到那块木头，却是浑身巨震，他颤抖着手，小心翼翼地捧起那块木雕，看了又看，摸了又摸，然后抱在怀里，老泪纵横。师傅，师傅！李军在一旁看得莫名其妙，师傅这是怎么了？但他不敢问，只能站在旁边干着急。轻微掌教叹了口气，轻声道：“这是玄真前辈生前最后雕的东西。”张守清哭得更厉害了，他认出来了，这雕的是肘子，是师傅答应给他买的酱肘子，雕得那么丑，那么难看，但却是师傅留给他最后的东西。半晌，张守清才慢慢止住哭声，他抹了把脸，有些不好意思，让道长见笑了。人之常情。轻微掌教摇头，张守清小心翼翼地把那木雕放回盒子里，又拿起那本《道德经》，书页翻开，里面密密麻麻写满了批注，字迹潦草，有些地方甚至看不懂，但张守清一眼就认出来了，是师傅的字。道长，他看向轻微掌教，可否跟贫道说说我师傅的事？自无不可。轻微掌教点头。张守清闻言，脸上露出笑容，他转头对李军道：“军儿，去好好准备饭菜，今天留轻微道长用饭。”李军连忙应声：“是，师傅。”轻微掌教也给明星使了个眼色：“明星，去给小李道长帮忙。”是，师傅。明星乖巧的点头，他其实有点紧张，毕竟眼前这位李道长可是连师傅都看不透的存在，但师傅有令，他只能硬着头皮上。李军带着明星去了厨房，张守清则把轻微掌教请进了课堂，关上门，2个老人相对坐，窗外阳光正好，透过老旧的窗棂洒进来，在地面投下斑驳的光影。张守清的情绪已经稳定下来，道长，请讲吧。张守清深吸一口气，做好了心理准备。轻微掌教点点头，眼神变得悠远，仿佛回到了80年前。玄真前辈本名张玄真，乃是龙虎山天师府上代张天师的第3子。张守清眼睛瞪大，师傅是龙虎山的人，而且还是天师之子，他怎么从来没说过？轻微继续道，玄真前辈天赋极高，深受当时的天师看重，已被内定为下一代天师，但不知为何20岁那年，他选择了脱离龙虎山，独自下山游历。后来他在陆县这里建立了清风关。张守清听得入神，这些事师傅从未提过，他只说自己是个云游道士，路过此地，见山水清幽，便结庐而居。原来师傅有这么大来头，那后来呢？张守清追问，师傅他为什么会下山？轻微掌教沉默片刻，声音低沉下来。后来上个世纪45年夏末，樱花神道教以及9局一派的人眼见李代桃僵之际彻底破产，便倾巢而出，他们前往昆仑，欲断大夏龙脉之源，行于死网破之举。张守清呼吸一滞，龙脉，断龙脉，这些词他只在民间传说里听过。当时道门得到消息，各派精英进出，北上昆仑，那一战惨烈。贫道当年18、19岁，跟随师傅前往，双方于昆仑雪顶一场大战，打了7天7夜，最终我们破灭了樱花的阴谋，保住了龙脉。但他顿了顿，眼中闪过痛色。玄真前辈以身引动天雷，与神道教3位大神官同归于尽，生死道消。那一战，道门各派元气大伤，精英折损过半，很多传承就此断绝。轻微说完，课堂里一片死寂。张守清呆呆地坐着，脸上没有表情，但眼泪无声地往下淌。他终于知道师傅为什么没回来，原来师傅不是不要他了，是回不来了。是师傅。张守清哽咽着说不出话。轻微掌教叹了口气，拍了拍他的肩膀。玄真前辈是英雄，他守护的不只是龙脉，更是大夏的气宇，是亿万百姓的安宁。道友，你该为他骄傲。张守清重重点头，抹了把眼泪。我骄傲，我一直以师傅为荣，他只是很想他，想了80年。轻微掌教又说了些当年的细节，比如张玄真在战场上如何骁勇，如何以重伤之躯强行引动天雷，比如道门各派前赴后继，死战不退，每一段都听得张守清心潮澎湃，又痛彻心扉。原来这世间真有鬼神，有灵气复苏，也有舍生取义。 PS 感谢朗朗天上大佬的500赏。第39章，一个湖州，一个真信。加更求追读厨房里，明星站在灶台边，手脚都不知道该往哪放，他偷偷打量着正在洗菜的李军，心里忐忑的要命。眼前这位可是连师傅都看不透的存在，这种级别的高人，他来帮忙打下手，他配吗？李军自然看出了明星的紧张，心里有些无奈，看来这位小道士也把自己当成高人了，这误会真是越来越深了。不过也好，应该能从这小道士嘴里套出点有用的信息，毕竟茅山的清虚道长是有真本事的，眼前这个和自己年纪差不多的小道士肯定也有些本事，这让李军既好奇又有点压力。他现在是个冒牌高人，全靠玉佩撑着，万一被看穿了怎么办？明星小师傅，别站着，坐啊！李军一边洗菜一边说，尽量让语气轻松些。啊，好，好。明星连忙在旁边的矮凳上坐下，腰板挺得笔直，像小学生上课。李军看着好笑，随口问道：明星小师傅在茅山平时都做些什么？回李道长，平日就是打坐、练习画符、吐纳炼气，还要上学。明星回答的一板一眼，生怕说错话。上学？李军一愣，你也要上学？要的。 师傅说现在是新时代，不能当文盲。明星老老实实道，我在县里上高中，明年高考。李军乐了，两人聊着聊着，明星渐渐没那么紧张了。这时李军故作无意的道，明星小师傅，你们茅山的符和普通道观的不一样吧？应该差不多吧？明星挠挠头，能让我看看吗？李军试探着问。啊，明星一愣，李道长您要看我的符？他有些不好意思，我画的不好，怕污了您的眼。没事，就是好奇。李军笑道，互相学习嘛，互相学习。明星心里一哆嗦，李道长这是在谦虚吧？以他的境界，乃需要跟自己学习。不过既然李道长开口了，他也不敢拒绝。明星想了想，从怀里掏出一张黄符，是他自己画的驱邪符。李道长您看。李军接过符纸，仔细看了看，黄纸红印，符文复杂，和他印的那些护身符完全不一样。这符上的符文弯弯曲曲的，像蚯蚓爬，但又有种莫名的韵律感。而且李军隐约感觉到这符纸好像有点不太一样，一种说不清道不明的感觉，就像这块符纸是活的。这符怎么画的？李军问。就是按照传承的笔顺，一气呵成。明星解释道，不能断，不能错，心要静，意要专。他说着蹲下身，用手指在地上画了起来。比如这个驱邪符，起笔要在这里，然后转到这里。明星一边说，一边在地上画出了完整的符咒。画完一张，他又画了另外几张镇宅符、安神符，每张符的符文都不一样，但都复杂的让人头皮发麻。李军看的眼睛都直了，好家伙，这才是真正的符咒啊！跟他印的那些平安二字比起来，简直一个天上一个地下。他暗暗把这几张符的图案记在心里，虽然不知道有没有用，但先记下来总没错。李道长，我画的不好，您别笑话。明星画完，有些不好意思的站起来。李军回过神来，笑了笑，画得不错，很有神韵。他这话是真心实意的，虽然看不懂，但感觉就是很厉害。明星却激动起来，真的吗？李军点点头，开始故弄玄虚，符之一道，重在心意，笔画是形，心意是神，形神兼备，方为上品。他其实就是随口胡诌，但听在明星耳中，却如醍醐灌顶，形神兼备。对啊，师傅也说过类似的话，但自己一直没理解透彻。现在听李道长一说，顿时豁然开朗。谢谢李道长指点。明星激动的脸都红了。李军看着他那样子，心里有点虚，自己就是随口一说，这孩子怎么这么激动？不过也好，至少套出了点东西。这时明星小心翼翼地说道，李道长，其实我是您的粉丝啊。李军一愣，您抖音账号骑牛出函谷，我经常看您的直播和视频。明星有些不好意思，茅山小道童就是我。李军这才恍然大悟，原来直播间那个经常问专业问题的茅山小道童就是眼前这位，难怪问的问题都那么内行，原来是你啊。李军笑道，那我可得谢谢你支持。不敢。明星连忙摆手，能看李道长直播是明星的福分。他顿了顿，鼓起勇气说，李道长做的那些桃木剑、护身符我都抢不到，每次上架就秒空。李军闻言心里更无奈了，鬼知道那些东西会真有用，并且那么抢手。他只能笑着说，既然你是我的粉丝，那一会儿我送你2张我画的平安符，就当见面礼了。明星一听，心中狂喜，李道长亲手画的符，但紧接着他就慌了，这太贵重了，明星不能要。他是知道李军的符有多厉害，没事，就是不值钱的小玩意。李军摆摆手，轻微道长今日送回我师爷的遗物，了却我师傅一桩心事，2张符算不了什么。明星还想推辞，但看李军态度坚决，只好红着脸收下这份厚礼。他心里打定主意，回去一定要好好珍藏。两人正说着，屋门开了，轻微掌教和张守清走了出来。张守清眼眶还有些红，但情绪已经稳定了许多，只是眼神有些恍惚，像是还没从巨大的冲击中回过神来。轻微掌教看到明星和李军相谈甚欢，眼中闪过一丝欣慰。守清道友，贫道可否在观中走走？轻微掌教问。当然可以。张守清点头，贫道带道长参观。两人在观中慢慢走着，轻微掌教看似随意地打量着道观的布局建筑，实则暗中感知着周围的一切，大殿、偏房、厨房，一切都很普通。直到他们来到后院，井边的大水缸里，一条银白色的鱼正悠哉地游着。书友们求追读啊！本书已经开始推荐，新书祈求书友们每天能抽出几分钟点开最新章节看看，顺便点点章节末尾的催更，千万不要养书啊，会养死的，求了。第40章，这鱼运到逆天啊！元旦加更，书友们节日快乐！轻微掌教看到那条鱼的瞬间，眼睛猛地瞪大，龙鱼，而且是头生双脚，即将化龙的龙鱼。那鱼头上的2个凸起规模明显，已经有小指长短，再长一些就是真正的龙角了。轻微掌教心中震撼，这种传说中的祥瑞竟然被养在清风关后院的水缸里，而且看那鱼悠闲的样子，显然在这里过得很好。这龙鱼真是运道不凡。轻微掌教喃喃自语，能在李道长这样的高人身边修行，哪怕只是条鱼，也是天大的机缘。张守清没听清道长说什么，没什么。轻微掌教摇摇头，压下心中的惊涛骇浪，继续参观。一圈走下来，他没发现任何异常。这道观普通的不能再普通，可越是这样，他心中对那位李道长的评价就越高，返璞归真，深藏不露，这才是真正的高人啊！两人转完，回到前院，李军的饭也做好了，简单的4菜1汤，青菜豆腐、土豆丝、炒鸡蛋，还有一盘腊肉，都是家常菜，但做的色香味俱全。道长，粗茶淡饭，别嫌弃。张守清客气道，已经很好了。轻微掌教笑道，4人坐下吃饭，明星还有些拘谨，但看师傅和李道长都很自然，也慢慢放松下来。饭桌上，轻微掌教问了些清风关的日常，张守清一一回答，李军则埋头干饭。吃完饭， 轻微掌教起身告辞，守清道友，今日多有打扰，贫道就先告辞了，道长客气了，以后有空常来。张守清道。轻微掌教点点头，看向李军，李道长，今日多谢款待。李军连忙摆手，道长您太客气了。轻微掌教笑了笑，对明星道，明星，我们走吧。明星连忙起身，李军想起什么，从怀里掏出2张护身符。对了，明星小师傅，这个给你。明星一愣，看着那2张黄纸红印的符纸，手都在抖。他看向师傅，轻微掌教眼中闪过一丝激动，他可是知道的，李道长做的符效果有多恐怖。冰城那边传回来的消息，1张万病回春健康符，不仅治好了金浩的虚，还在女鬼袭击时护住了他。这种级别的符放在外面绝对是天价。轻微掌教点点头，既然是李道长赠你就收着吧。谢谢李道长。明星双手接过符纸，小心翼翼地揣进怀里，那样子像是捧着什么稀世珍宝。张守清在一旁看着，觉得徒弟只送2张符有点寒碜，但想到刚才轻微掌教说的那些话，他又沉默了。有些事还是顺其自然吧。送走轻微掌教和明星，师徒俩回到院子里。李军看着师傅，犹豫了一下，还是开口问道：“师傅，师爷他……”张守清摆摆手，脸色有些疲惫，晚点再说，让我先缓缓。说着，他转身回了房间。李军看着师傅的背影，心里叹了口气，看来师爷的事对师傅冲击很大，他也没再多问，转身回了自己房间。房间里那把镇邪剑还塞在床底下，李军犹豫了一下，还是没敢拿出来。他坐到书桌前，拿出纸笔，开始回忆明星在地上画的那几张符：驱邪符、镇宅符、安神符。他凭着记忆一笔一画的描摹，虽然画得歪歪扭扭，但大体轮廓没错，也不知道有没有用。李军嘀咕着，正想再研究研究，手机突然响了，是金浩打来的。喂，金角，怎么了？道士哥。金浩的声音很兴奋，南城守夜人分部联系我了，让我下午过去。李军心中一动，这么快？他们怎么说？就说让我过去一趟，具体什么事没说。金浩道，不过我猜可能是要考核什么的。道士哥，你说我能通过吗？肯定能。李军鼓励道，嘿嘿，借您吉言。金浩笑了，那我下午去了，有消息第一时间告诉你。去吧。两人又聊了几句，挂了电话。李军握着手机，心里充满期待。守夜人的修行功法，他距离真正的超凡世界越来越近了。窗外阳光正好，山风吹过，树叶沙沙作响。李军看着桌上那些歪歪扭扭的符箓，又看了看床底下那个装着镇邪剑的青铜盒子。这个世界远比他想象的精彩，而他即将推开那扇门，真正踏入那个神秘的世界。下午1点半，金浩打车来到了南城市青山区，出租车在一栋看起来普普通通的写字楼前停下。金浩下车，仰头看了看这栋10多层的建筑，玻璃幕墙在阳光下反着光，门口挂着青山区特别办事处的牌子，看起来就是个普通的单位。但金浩知道这里不普通，他深吸一口气，紧了紧背上用布裹着的桃木剑，大步走了进去。1楼大厅很安静，只有前台坐着一个穿着职业装的年轻女子。您好，请问有什么事？女子抬头露出职业化的微笑，我找刘振国刘负责人。金浩道，我叫金浩，和他约好的。女子闻言，眼中闪过一丝惊讶，但很快恢复如常。请稍等。他拿起内部电话，低声说了几句，挂断后他站起身，笑容热情了。金浩同学是吧？刘负责人马上下来，您先在休息区坐一会儿。好的，谢谢。金浩在休息区的沙发上坐下，有些好奇地打量着四周。装修很简洁，白色墙壁，灰色地板，几盆绿植，和普通的办公楼没什么区别。但金浩注意到，大厅里来往的人都穿着便装，脚步匆匆，表情严肃，而且这些人身上都有一股说不出的气质。正想着，电梯门开了，一个穿着深灰色中山装的中年男人快步走出来，国字脸，眉宇间有股不怒自威的气势，正是刘振国。金浩同学。刘振国一看到金浩，脸上立刻露出热情的笑容，大步走过来。刘负责人。金浩连忙起身，叫我刘叔就行。刘振国笑着拍了拍金浩的肩膀，走走走，咱们上去聊。两人走进电梯，电梯门关上，刘振国按了负3层。金浩一愣，负3层，我们分布在地下。刘振国解释道，地上只是个幌子。PS， 感谢月色如潮大佬的788赏。第41章，刚入职就是南城最强，义父简直太厉害了。2合1球追逐电梯下行，很快门开了，眼前是一条长长的白色走廊，两侧是透明玻璃隔墙，里面是忙碌的办公区，和滨城分部的布局很像，但规模更大。这里就是南城守夜人分部。刘振国带着金浩边走边介绍，目前正式成员67人，外围辅助人员800多人，负责整个南城及周边3个市的异常事件处理。金浩听得心惊，一个分部就有这么多超凡者，不过现在情况很严峻。刘振国突然叹了口气，第2波临潮提前爆发，全国各地的压力都很大，也就咱们南城和周边几个省压力小点。金浩闻言有些疑惑，为什么南城这边压力小？因为李道长。刘振国眼中露出敬佩之色，李道长哪怕只是待在清风关中，所造成的影响依旧能波及周围数个省的广阔范围，压制那些邪祟诡异。金浩听得一头雾水，道士哥明明在山上都没下来，怎么会影响几个省？刘叔，我不太明白。刘振国正色道，这是本来不该对外人说，但你是李道长的朋友，告诉你也没关系。我们守夜人通过茅山轻微掌教的提醒，发现了清风关的一个特殊情况，整个清风关就像是一个黑洞，将周围广大范围的灵气全部都吞噬了。虽然距离清风关越远，受到的影响就越小，但灵气浓度的下降对邪祟造成的影响是巨大的，直接限制了他们的实力。他顿了顿，所以现在清风关周围的几个省邪祟活动频率和强度都远低于其他地方，我们这几个省的分部甚至能分出力量去支援其他地方，再加上道门各派的弟子下山，如今第2波临潮爆发造成的 的乱子已经初步遏制了下去。金浩听完，整个人都懵了，吞噬灵气，影响几个省。道士哥到底什么境界？刘振国看他的表情，笑了笑，震撼吧。我第一听说时也是这个反应，李道长那种层次的存在已经超出了我们的理解范畴，所以金浩同学，你能和李道长成为朋友，真的是……他摇摇头，没说完，但意思很明白。金浩咽了口唾沫，他现在终于明白为什么吴守正那些人会对道士哥那么尊敬了，这乃是高人啊，这简直是行走的核武器。对了，刘振国话锋一转，你在滨城经历的事，资料我已经看过了，你的条件完全符合守夜人的要求，但你要想清楚，成为守夜人后所要面对的危险，可不只是你在滨城遇到的那种邪祟的力量千奇百怪，有些甚至能直接攻击人的精神，所以你还需要进行一下心理承受能力测试。金浩听完，心里有点发怵，但想到滨城那晚的经历，他又咬了咬牙。刘叔，我愿意测试，不过刘叔，我有一个问题，你说我成为守夜人后，是不是就能修炼了？金浩期待地问道。以后是不是能飞天纵地，御剑飞行？刘振国听完笑了，你倒是心急。他点点头，又摇摇头。你通过考核后会有专门的功法发放，但是想达到你想象的那种程度，任重而道远。目前整个大夏也就只有龙虎山张天师能做到短暂的御空。不过如今灵朝第二波爆发，未来这种修士肯定会更多，甚至会更强，像神话中的那样也不是不可能。金浩听完，心潮澎湃，自己可是有着道士哥这条大腿，未来可期。走吧，带你去测试。刘振国道，测试完了，咱们再聊具体的。两人沿着走廊往里走，很快，他们来到一扇厚重的金属门前，门上贴着标签“心理测试室”。刘振国刷卡开门，里面是个不大的房间，中间放着一把椅子，一个穿着白大褂，看起来30多岁的女人正在调试设备。见两人进来，他抬起头笑了笑：“老大，这就是李道长的朋友。”对，金浩同学。刘振国介绍：“这是赵晴，咱们分部的心理专家，也是测试负责人。赵姐好。”金浩连忙打招呼。赵晴点点头，打量了金浩几眼，目光在他背上的桃木剑上停留了一瞬。金浩同学，测试很简单。赵晴指了指中间的椅子，你坐上去，我们会放出一只专门用来测试的邪祟。这只邪祟能引发放大恐惧，但它本身很弱，无法造成实质伤害。你需要在它的精神冲击下坚持，坚持的时间越久，成绩就越好。金浩听完更紧张了。那个赵姐，会有危险吗？理论上没有，赵晴笑道，但如果心理素质太差，可能会留下一些心理阴影。不过我们会做心理疏导的。金浩咬了咬牙，走到椅子旁，正要坐下，赵晴突然开口，等等，怎么了，赵姐？赵晴指了指他背上的桃木剑，你背着的这把剑得先放在外面。为什么？金浩不解，因为有这把剑在，那只邪祟根本就不敢接近你。赵晴无奈道，李道长做的东西对邪祟的威慑力太大了。金浩一愣，随即反应过来，他把桃木剑解下来，小心地放在门口的架子上，然后又从怀里掏出那10几张平安符，也一起放了上去。看到这一幕，刘振国和赵晴嘴角都抽搐了一下。10几张符，李道长是把这孩子当儿子养吗？他们这些守夜人能弄到一张李道长的符，都得当传家宝供着。金浩道好，随身带着10几张，现在可以了吗？金浩问。赵晴点点头，可以了，进去吧。金浩深吸一口气，走进房间，在椅子上坐下。赵晴关上门，房间瞬间陷入一片黑暗，只有天花板上一盏小小的红灯亮着，发出微弱的光。金浩心跳加速，手心开始冒汗，他能感觉到似乎有什么东西正在从墙壁里钻出来。然而1秒、2秒、3秒，什么都没发生。金浩坐在椅子上，等得有些懵，说好的精神冲击呢？说好的恐惧放大呢？怎么一点感觉都没有？他看向墙上的单面镜，知道刘振国和赵晴就在后面看着。单面镜后面，刘振国和赵晴也懵了，他们看着监控屏幕，屏幕上显示着房间里的能量读数，那只1级邪祟确实被放出来了，但他根本不敢靠近金浩，缩在墙角瑟瑟发抖。赵晴看向刘振国，刘振国皱起眉头，先把他叫出来。赵晴打开通讯器，金浩同学，请出来一下。金浩连忙起身走出来。刘叔，赵姐，怎么了？测试开始了吗？刘振国没回答，而是盯着他看了几秒，问道：金浩，你身上是不是还有李道长赠的东西？金浩一愣，想了想，从口袋里又掏出一张符，这是他昨晚睡觉前塞在口袋里的。看到这张符，刘振国和赵晴对视一眼，都看到了对方眼中的无奈。放下吧，再进去试试。刘振国说。金浩把符放到架子上，再次走进房间。这次他刚坐下不到3秒，一股阴冷的气息瞬间笼罩了他。来了！金浩浑身一僵，心跳如鼓，他感觉到有什么东西正在靠近，带着浓郁的恶意。他咬紧牙关，准备迎接冲击。然而就在那东西即将触碰到他的瞬间，他胸口突然一热，紧接着一声凄厉的惨叫在耳边炸响，然后他面前飘起一缕青烟，阴冷感消失了，房间恢复了平静。金浩，什么情况？他茫然地看向单面镜，单面镜后面，刘振国、赵晴还有几个闻讯赶来的守夜人成员全都傻眼了。他们看着监控屏幕上那只邪祟的能量信号瞬间归零，死了一只1级邪祟，被金浩什么都没做就干掉了。赵晴，刚才发生了什么？一个中年队员问。赵晴盯着屏幕上的数据，声音有些发干。刚才那一瞬间，金浩的气血，也就是阳气，直接飙升了1倍。那只邪祟刚靠近，就被那股阳气净化了。房间里一片死寂，所有人都看向刘振国。刘振国沉默了几秒，缓缓开口：恐怕是那张万病回春剑康符的效果。那张符在金浩身上留下了印记，所以威能也留下了，遇到邪祟就会被激活。他顿了顿，看向测试室里的金浩，眼神复杂。不用测了，根据滨城那边发过来的资料，如今恐怕只有 B 级或 B 级以上的邪祟才能进金浩的身。这小子以后就是咱们南城的王牌。 其他人听完全都被震到了。B 级已经是厉鬼了，整个大夏能够稳稳对付厉鬼的人不会超过30个，南城分部更是一个都没有。金浩一个啥都不懂的新人，如今竟然也挤入了这个行列了。李道长的强大还真是难以揣测。而此时金浩根本不知道自己还没入职，就已经是南城分部最强者了。他走出测试室，一脸茫然。刘叔，测试结束了吗？刘振国拍了拍他的肩膀，表情古怪。结束了，你通过了啊？可我什么都没做啊。不用做，你已经很强了。刘振国叹了口气，走吧，带你去办入职手续。金浩一头雾水，但还是跟了上去。接下来的流程很快，填表、拍照、录指纹、签保密协议，然后刘振国带金浩去了装备室。这是你的证件、徽章，还有配发的装备。刘振国递过来一个黑色的背包，里面有一套特制的作战服，还有通讯器什么的。哦，对了，还有这个。他又从旁边的架子上拿起一本薄薄的小册子，还有一个水晶棒式的东西，这是修行功法基础炼气诀第13版。刘振国介绍道，是道门各派前辈联合编撰，多次修改后的版本，中正平和，最适合初学者入门。如今这本功法已经被列入了大夏学生的必修教材，年后更是要面向全国推广。唉，本来全民修炼计划是要晚2年进行的，各方面都没准备好。刘振国叹了口气，但第二波临潮的突然爆发，导致这个计划不得不提前，所以现在全国上下都在抓紧推广。金浩接过册子，翻开看了看，文字很直白，很好理解。他又看向那个水晶棒，刘叔，这个是干嘛的？测试用的。刘振国说，什么时候你能把它点亮一点，就是练出气了。等到能把它全部点亮，就算是正式入门，成为炼精化气初期，也就是炼气初期。炼精化气。金浩好奇，刘叔，修炼的境界是怎么分的？境界从低到高，分为炼精化气、炼气化神、炼神还虚。刘振国解释道，每个境界又分出中、后、巅峰4个阶段，至于更高的，等你到了那个层次，自然会知道。金浩听得心潮澎湃，炼精化气、炼气化神、炼神还虚，听起来就很厉害。那刘叔，我现在能试试吗？金浩跃跃欲试。刘振国笑了笑，当然可以，去进室吧，我教你。两人来到一间安静的房间，金浩盘腿坐下，按照基础炼气诀上的方法，开始尝试感应气感。他本以为会很难，但奇怪的是，他刚一静下心来，就感觉小腹处涌起一股暖流，很微弱，但很清晰。金浩睁开眼睛，看向刘振国，刘振国也愣住了，这么快？但他转念一想，金浩的阳气那么足，气血旺盛，能这么快练出气也正常。继续，刘振国说，引导那股暖流，按照功法上的路线运行。金浩点点头，重新闭上眼睛。1个小时后，他睁开眼，看向手里的测试水晶棒，水晶棒的底部亮起了一小节，大概1/10。我练出气了。金浩有些不敢置信。刘振国点点头，表情复杂，虽然只是初步练出气，但你这个速度已经打破记录了。金浩激动的脸都红了，他想起了李军，要不是那张万病回春健康符改善了他的体质，他怎么可能这么快？义父真是太牛逼了。好了，今天就到这里。刘振国看了看时间，你先回去休息，明天正式上工。对了，有件事要跟你说。他顿了顿，表情严肃起来。明天南城分部要派一支队伍去北地支援，北地那边因为临潮爆发，出现了不少强大的邪祟，各处分部人手不够，你想不想一起去？金浩一愣，我才刚入门，什么都不会，经验可以积累，实战可以锻炼。刘振国认真道，而且你虽然没经验，但面对邪祟时，你的实力可能是我们中最强的，并且有李道长那些符和桃木剑，你现在就算放眼全国都能排上号。金浩听得心跳加速，自己竟然已经这么强了，当然决定权在你。刘振国道，支援任务有风险，你可以拒绝。金浩沉默了，他想起冰城那晚的无力，想起清虚道长和守夜人挡在自己身前的背影。我去。金浩最终点了点头。好。刘振国用力拍了拍他的肩膀，我没看错你，不过刘叔，我得先回趟家。金浩道，跟我爸妈说一声。应该的。刘振国点头，给你1天时间，明天下午集合出发。是。金浩拿着基础炼气诀和那根点亮了一小节的水晶棒离开了分部，不过回到路线，他没有回家，而是打车直奔清风关。书友们求追读啊，本书已经开始推荐，新书祈求书友们每天能抽出几分钟点开最新章节看看，顺便点点章节末尾的催更，千万不要养书啊，会养死的，求了。第42章，李军出世修刑法，元旦加更。清风关里静悄悄的，李军坐在自己房间的桌前，桌上铺着黄纸，旁边摆着他之前偷狮子明星的几张茅山符。窗外天色渐暗，冬日的黄昏来得早，山间的雾气慢慢涌上来，把道观笼罩在一片朦胧里。李军拿起毛笔，蘸了点朱砂，继续画那几张茅山符，加深记忆。一笔一画，符咒的纹路比普通平安符复杂得多，有弯有折，有勾有挑，像某种神秘的密码。李军画得很慢，倒不是他多认真，主要是这玩意儿实在太难画了。他画了7、8遍，还是歪歪扭扭的，像蚯蚓爬。这茅山的符怎么这么难画啊？李军嘀咕着，揉了揉发酸的手腕。他其实没指望这些符针有什么用，画符更多是为了打发时间，顺便等等金浩的消息。那小子下午去了南城守夜人分部，也不知道怎么样了。李军心里有点好奇，守夜人到底是个什么样的组织，里面都是些什么人？金浩去了能不能适应？他正想着，外面突然传来一道兴奋的声音：道士哥，我回来了。李军放下笔，走出房间，开门。院门外，金浩背着个大背包，满脸兴奋。怎么样？李军把他让进院子，顺利吗？顺利，太顺利了。 金浩搓着手，道士哥，你是不知道，那个守夜人南城分部的负责人对我可热情了。两人进了房间，金浩把背包放下，从里面掏出一个小册子，还有一根透明的水晶棒。道士哥，你看，这是守夜人发的修行功法，还有这个测试用的东西。李军眼睛一亮，修行功法。他接过那本薄薄的小册子，翻开看了看，基础练气诀第13版，文字很直白，没什么玄乎的术语，就是教人怎么静心，怎么呼吸，怎么感应体内气息的流动。李军粗略看了一遍，感觉好像不难，至少比画毛山符简单多了。这个呢，他又拿起那根水晶棒，水晶棒大概手指粗细，10厘米长，透明无瑕，入手温润，这是测试晶棒。金浩解释道，南城分部的负责人说，什么时候能把它点亮一点，就算是练出气了，要是能全部点亮，就是练气初期。他顿了顿，语气里带着点小得意，我下午试了试，练了一小会儿，就把这玩意儿点亮了一小节。李军听了，心里有点惊讶，金浩这小子天赋这么好吗？那挺厉害的。李军笑了笑，看来你确实适合走这条路。金浩挠挠头，不好意思的笑了，主要还是道士哥你的功劳，要不是那张万病回春健康符改善了我的体质，我哪能这么快？他收起笑容，看着李军，眼睛里满是期待。道士哥，你帮我看看这功法能不能改良一下？改良？李军心里一咯噔，他懂个屁啊！在超凡修行这方面，他的见识可能还不如眼前的金浩，至少金浩已经练出气了，他连气是什么感觉都不知道。但是李军看了眼金浩那期待的眼神，心里苦笑，这小子是真把他当高人了。为了维持住这个高人形象，他不能露怯。李军装模作样的拿起小册子，又仔细看了一遍，其实他啥也看不出来，就是装个样子。片刻后，李军放下册子，缓缓开口，这功法中正平和，最合适初学者入门，已经近乎完美了，你现在就练这个就行，不用想别的。他不敢乱说，万一说错了或者乱改功法，害了金浩怎么办？金浩听完若有所思的点点头，我明白了。道士哥，你是说我现在基础还没打牢，不能好高骛远，要一步一个脚印，先把基础练扎实。李军这小子脑补能力真强，不过也好，省得他解释了。就是这个意思。李军点头，金浩重重点头，那我以后就专心练这个。对了，道士哥，明天南城分部要派一支队伍去北地支援，北地那边因为灵潮爆发，出现了不少强大的邪祟，我也会跟着一起去。李军一愣，情况已经这么严峻了吗？金浩才刚成为守夜人，就要去直面诡异了，但他脸上没表现出来，只是皱了皱眉。你一个新人，就要你去出任务，语气里带着点担心。金浩听了，心里一暖，道士哥这是在关心他，这个任务不是强制的。金浩解释道，但是我想去。他看着李军，眼神坚定，而且我现在有了道士哥你给的符和桃木剑，实力已经很强了，现在算是南城第一高手。李军听完，心里有点懵，自己给金浩的那些东西，竟然让他成了南城第一高手，这是不是哪里不对劲？道士哥你放心，我会小心的。金浩继续道，而且这次去也是积累经验。李军看着他坚定的眼神，知道自己劝不住。行吧，既然你决定了，我也不拦你，不过记住，安全第一，遇到危险该跑就跑，别逞强。金浩重重点头，我记住了。李军想了想，拿起那本基础练气诀和测试水晶棒，这2个东西先放我这里一晚上，明天早上你过来，我给你准备点东西。金浩眼睛一亮，道士哥要给他准备东西，难道是更厉害的法器？谢谢道士哥。金浩激动道，谢什么？你叫我一声哥，我总得为你做点什么。李军摆摆手，金浩又说了些守夜人分部的事，然后才告辞离开。李军送到院门口，看着金浩下山的背影，心里有点复杂，这小子是真把他当靠山了，可他这个靠山其实是纸糊的。唉，李军叹了口气，转身回了房间。晚饭很简单，青菜豆腐、米饭。张守清吃得慢吞吞的，眼神有些飘忽，显然是还在想白天青微长教说的那些事。李军也没多问，默默吃完饭，收拾了碗筷，回到自己房间。天色已经全黑了，他坐在桌前，拿出金浩留下的那本基础练气诀，翻开来，从头看起，静心、凝神、呼吸自然。按照书上的方法，李军盘腿坐在床上，闭上眼睛，尝试感应所谓的气。PS 感谢月色如潮大佬的100赏。第43章。今天意象征大夏，求追读1分钟、2分钟、5分钟，什么感觉都没有，小腹处空空如也，别说暖流了，连屁都没一个。李军皱了皱眉，睁开眼睛，难道是我没有天赋？他想起了金浩说的，很快就练出气了。对比之下，自己这啥感觉都没有，也太打击人了，不应该啊。李军挠挠头，他重新闭上眼睛，再试。这次他更专注了，努力放空思绪，感受身体的每一丝变化。时间一点点过去，窗外山风吹过，树叶沙沙作响。不知过了多久，李军感觉自己好像进入了一种很奇妙的状态，思绪越来越慢，身体越来越轻，像是飘在空中。他甚至能听到自己血液流动的声音，看到体内细微的变化，但小腹处还是没有那种所谓的暖流。他继续保持着这种入定的状态，呼吸越来越平缓，越来越悠长。而就在李军完全沉浸在修行中时，房间里突然起风了，不是从窗户外吹进来的风，是房间内部的空气开始缓缓流动。一开始很微弱，像呼吸一样轻柔，但慢慢的流动的速度越来越快，范围越来越大。桌子上的黄纸被吹得微微颤动，有几张靠边的脱离了桌面，却没落地，反而在空中打转。而李军对此一无所知，他闭着眼睛盘腿坐着，呼吸悠长，像是睡着了。但房间里风越来越大，与此同时，清风关外，山下的路线乃至更远的南城、中原， 正在发生着惊人的变化。守夜人总部地下指挥中心，巨大的屏幕上显示着一张覆盖整个大厦的灵气分布图，图上代表灵气的光点密密麻麻，像星河一样璀璨。但此刻，这张图上出现了一个诡异的景象：以路线为中心，方圆数百公里范围内的灵气正在朝着同一个方向流动，不是缓慢的流动，而是像被什么东西吸引一样疯狂汇聚。报告，路线周边3个省的灵气浓度正在急速下降。一个技术员盯着屏幕，声音发颤，下降幅度3%，不，5%，还在继续下降。指挥中心里一片哗然，所有人都站了起来，死死盯着屏幕。屏幕上代表路线的那个点，此刻变成了一个深不见底的黑洞，周围的灵气像潮水一样涌向它，形成一个巨大的漩涡，漩涡的范围还在扩大。这是什么情况？一个高层颤声问道。是清风关。情报部门的负责人沉声道。根据各观察点的反馈，灵气流动的终点就是清风关，又是清风关。秦总喃喃自语，他们之前通过轻微掌教的提醒，已经监测到路线周边的灵气浓度异常低，现在更夸张，更大范围区域的灵气都被清风关吸过去了。此刻，秦总盯着大屏幕上的数据，深吸一口气，脑中飞快转动。很快，一个猜测浮现，现在的情况恐怕是李道长在进行某种重要的修行。秦总顿了顿，补充道，很可能是突破大境界。众人闻言，脸色都变了。突破李道长那种层次的存在，再突破会是什么境界？秦总，您的意思是？有人小心翼翼地问。我的意思是，李道长应该是正在进行某种关键的修行。秦总感觉自己现在思路非常的清晰，继续道，如今灵潮第2波爆发，修行的难度相比之前降低了很多。总部的几位炼神境高手已经隐隐摸到了炼虚境的边，而像茅山轻微掌教那样的高手，恐怕只需要一次闭关，就会自然而然地突破到炼虚境。李道长恐怕也是如此，而且以他的境界，这次突破带来的变化会远比我们想象的更大。指挥中心里，所有人都沉默了，震撼、惊骇、难以置信。之前的李道长就已经深不可测，让他们看不透了，现在还要变强，那会是什么境界？成仙吗？而在众人震撼之际，秦总说完自己的猜测后，长舒了一口气。如果情况真是他猜测的这样，那么李道长之前推掉桃木剑的订单，很可能不是生气了，而是真的有事要做。就在这时，一个情报员匆匆跑进来，递给秦总一份文件。秦总扫了一眼，脸色微变，他又看向屏幕上的灵气分布图，眼神复杂。各位，李道长的境界不是我们可以猜测的，不过李道长今夜之举倒是帮了我们极大的忙。他顿了顿，沉声道，路线周边几个省灵气的剧烈变化，让一些将要成型乃至是刚刚成型不久的邪祟直接灰飞烟灭了，此举堪称功德无量。众人闻言再一次震撼，李道长修炼引发的异象竟然还能顺便清理邪祟，这也太强了，不愧是李道长。秦总摆摆手，压下议论。好了，说正事。他调出一份文件，北地那边的情况现在还是很严峻。屏幕上出现一座城市的卫星图，北原市郊区发现一处古墓，煞气冲天。根据探测，墓中极可能孕育出了 A 级邪祟。秦总顿了顿 ，A 级是什么概念？你们应该清楚。指挥中心里气氛顿时凝重起来。A 级邪祟已经能造成大规模伤亡，如果不及时处理，一座城市都可能沦为鬼域。刘振国那边什么情况？秦总问。负责联络的情报员立刻汇报，南城分部已经组织了一支队伍，明天出发前往北原，带队的是刘振国本人。队员包括陈建国、王虎，还有金浩。秦总一愣，就是李道长的那位朋友。胡闹！他脸色一沉，他才刚加入守夜人，怎么能去执行这么危险的任务？情报员连忙解释，刘振国说了，金浩虽然刚加入，但实力很强，他身上的万病回春健康符曾自行激活净化了一只1级邪祟，而且他还有李道长赠的各种符和一把桃木剑。秦总听完沉默了，李道长赠的东西那确实不一样，行吧，让他参加。秦总最终点头，不过要告诉刘振国，一定要保护好金浩，不能让他出意外。刘振国说了，只要他有一口气在，就绝不会让金浩伤到分毫。秦总闻言稍稍放心。第44章新旧五雷浮球追毒。而此刻清风关里，李军根本不知道自己的修行引发了多大的动静。他从入定中缓缓醒来，睁开眼睛的瞬间，房间里呼啸的风突然停了，一切恢复平静，像是什么都没发生过。李军眨了眨眼，感觉有点不一样，具体哪里不一样他说不上来，就是感觉身体轻了些，脑子清醒了些，看东西好像更清楚了。他下意识地摸了摸小腹，那里好像有一丝暖流，很微弱，像头发丝一样细，不仔细感受根本察觉不到，但它确实存在，在小腹处，也就是所谓的丹田气海缓缓流动。这是气。李军心中涌起一股兴奋，虽然很少，但这意味着他已经推开了超凡的大门。兴奋过后，他想起了金浩带来的那根测试水晶棒，不知道我这点气能不能点亮它。他从桌上拿起那根水晶棒，按照金浩说的方法尝试引导丹田里的气流向指尖，过程很艰难，那丝气流太弱了，像随时会断掉的风筝线。李军集中精神，一点一点的把它往手指的方向引，终于气流到了指尖，然后就在接触的瞬间，啪一声轻响，手里的测试金棒直接炸了，炸成了碎片，散落在桌上。李军他看着满桌的碎片，整个人都懵了，什么情况？自己就这么一点气，能把水晶棒撑爆？这质量也太差了吧，肯定是残次品。李军自我安慰道，但心里却隐隐觉得不对劲。他拿起一块 块碎片看了看，断面很整齐，像是从内部炸开的。难道是我的气有问题？李军皱眉，但他现在没时间多想，当务之急是试试玉佩。他把玉佩拿出来，握在手里，玉佩入手温润，和平时没什么两样。但李军知道这东西不简单，他犹豫了一下，尝试将那一丝微弱的气注入玉佩。气刚接触玉佩，就像泥牛入海，瞬间被吸了进去。而李军感觉身体变得有些空荡荡的，那一丝好不容易练出来的气没了，但他反而很兴奋，因为他清楚地看到玉佩表面亮起了一丝微光，虽然很微弱，但确实亮了，有用。李军眼睛一亮，玉佩能吸收气，这说明他之前的猜测是对的，玉佩需要能量，而气就是能量的一种。虽然他现在只能练出头发丝那么细的气，但积少成多，总有一天能让玉佩充能完成，到时候说不定就能弄明白这玉佩的秘密。李军把玉佩重新戴好，心情大好。接下来他把碎片收拾干净，决定画张符试试，既然玉佩吸收了他的气，会不会恢复一些功效？金浩明天要去北地，正好让金浩帮忙测试，画什么符呢？李军想了想，决定画五雷符。这符在道教符箓大全里有记载，据说威力很大。他铺开黄纸，拿起毛笔蘸墨落笔。说来也怪，当他开始画符时，手特别稳，一笔一画流畅自然，不到10分钟，一张五雷符就画好了。李军放下笔，拿起符纸看了看，黄纸红印，符文复杂，看起来比他之前画的好多了。熟能生巧吧？李军嘀咕着，把符纸放在一边。这时他突然想起自己之前直播时也画过一张五雷符，那张符画成后还引动了雷声，当时他觉得是巧合，但现在想来，李军从抽屉里翻出那张符，两张五雷符放在一起对比，他看着看着，突然有种奇怪的感觉，这两张符好像不太一样，但他也说不出哪里不一样，应该是错觉。李军摇摇头，把新画的符做了个记号，明天交给金浩，让他去试试效果。第二天一早，天刚蒙蒙亮，金浩就上山来了。他背着一个大背包，里面装满了守夜人配发的装备，还有李军给的那些符和桃木剑。道士哥，金浩敲了敲院门，李军已经起来了，正在院子里打水。看到金浩，他笑了笑，这么早？下午就要出发了，早点过来。金浩道。李军把他让进房间，从抽屉里拿出那两张五雷符，这个给你。金浩接过符纸，看了一眼，眼睛就亮了。五雷符，他可是听过五雷符的威名，道门符箓中攻击力最强的一种。对，李军点点头。你这次去北地可能会遇到危险，带着防身。他指了指其中一张做了记号的符，记住了，遇到邪祟诡异后，立刻就用这一张。金浩重重点头，小心翼翼地收起符纸。谢谢道士哥。客气什么？李军摆摆手，他要把那本基础练气诀的小册子还给金浩，有些不好意思地说道，那个测试金棒我不小心掉地上摔碎了。金浩一愣，随即笑道，没事没事，那玩意儿不值钱，碎了就碎了。他没当回事，毕竟昨天在南城分部，他看到刘淑娜还有不爽，碎了就碎了，没什么大不了的。李军看他这反应，心里松了口气，看来应该不是什么贵重东西。那你路上小心。李军叮嘱道，注意安全，别逞强。知道。金浩点头，道士哥你放心吧，我现在可是南城第一高手。他说着背起背包告辞离开。李军站在门口看着他的背影，心里有些担忧。北地，希望这小子平安吧。他转身回院子，正好看到师傅从房间里走出来。刚才谁来了？张守清问。金浩。李军道，他要出趟远门，过来拿点东西。哦。张守清点点头，看了看天色，怎么不留他吃早饭？他赶时间，下午就要出发去北地。北地。张守清愣了愣，现在这季节跑那么冷的地方干嘛？李军含糊道，可能是去玩吧。张守清没再追问，只是感慨道，现在日子是好了，想去哪座上车就能去，不像我们当年出一趟远门得走好几个月。他说着，神情突然有些失落，沉默了片刻。张守清看向李军，缓缓开口，军儿，一会来我房间，有些事该告诉你了。PS， 书友们求追读啊，本书现在已经从推荐位上下来了，排名掉了好多，恳请书友们千万不要养书，每天能抽点时间看看最新章节，祝本书拿到下周的推荐，求求了。小作者接下来会每天加更的。第45章，一个永远无法兑现的承诺。元旦家更吃过早饭后，李军跟着师傅进了房间。老道士坐在那张老旧的藤椅上，沉默了好一会儿。晨光从窗外透进来，照在他布满皱纹的脸上，那些皱纹像是被时光一刀一刀刻上去的，深得让人心头发紧。师傅，您……李军刚要开口，就被老道士摆摆手打断了。军儿，老道士缓缓开口，声音有些沙哑，有些事我本想带到棺材里去，但现在是时候告诉你了。李军坐直了身体，心里隐隐猜到师傅要说什么。你师爷叫张玄真。老道士闭上眼睛，仿佛在回忆遥远的过去。他不是普通人，他是龙虎山天师府上一代天师的第三子。李军倒吸一口凉气，龙虎山天师府师爷竟然是天师之子。80年前，老道士的声音低了一些，带着不易察觉的颤抖。那时我还小，才7岁，你师爷把我从山下捡回来，给了我一口饭吃，给了我一个家。第2年秋天，他说要出一趟远门，让我好好守着道观。他说多则半载，少则3、2月就回来，还说要给我买山下的酱肘子。说到这里，老人笑了，笑容里满是苦涩。我信了，我在观里等啊，等1天、2天、1个月、2个月、1年、2年，等到头发白了，等到腰弯了，酱肘子的味道我早就忘了。可他再也没有回来。张守清睁开眼，2行浊泪顺着脸颊滑落。李军看得心里一酸，连忙起身给师傅倒了杯水。师傅，您别难过。张守清摆摆手，接过水杯却没喝，只是捧在手心里。昨天青微道长来，把一切都告诉我了。你师爷他是英雄。老人深吸一口气，强忍着情绪，将青微掌教讲述的往事一一转述给李军。昆仑雪顶，7日血战，神道教倾巢而出，欲断龙脉，道门精英尽出，死战不退。 张玄真在最后关头燃烧生命，引动天雷，与3位大神官同归于尽，生死道消，尸骨无存。你师爷他走后留下的唯一东西就是这个。老道士从身旁的小箱子里掏出那个木雕，小心翼翼地放在桌上，雕工粗糙，歪歪扭扭，勉强能看出是个长条形的东西。但李军现在明白了，这是酱肘子，是师爷答应给师傅买的酱肘子，一个80年的承诺，一个永远无法兑现的承诺。师傅，李军声音哽咽，不知道该说什么。老道士抹了把眼泪，勉强笑了笑，让你见笑了，我这么大年纪还像个孩子一样哭。没有，师傅。李军连忙摇头，师爷是英雄，您为他骄傲是应该的。老道士点点头，沉默了片刻，突然说道，军儿，我老了，这辈子怕是没机会登上昆仑雪顶去拜祭你师爷了。他看向李军，眼神里满是期待。如果你以后有机会替我去一趟。青微道长说，当年他们在昆仑山上为你师爷立了衣冠冢，如果有可能带你师爷回来，让他落叶归根。李军看着师傅苍老的面容，看着那双充满期盼的眼睛，他重重点头，师傅您放心，我一定去，等我准备妥当就去昆仑把师爷接回来。老道士笑了，笑得很欣慰，他拍了拍李军的肩膀，好孩子，师傅没看错你，不过这事不急，等你准备好了再说。我知道。李军点头，他心里已经下定决心，要尽快把这事办了。师傅今年88了，身体虽然还算硬朗，但和前2年相比，确实苍老了许多，鬓角的白发多了，腰更弯了，走路也慢了。将师爷带回来，让师傅了却一桩心事，也免得老人家一直牵挂。想到这里，李军突然想起那本基础练气诀，他很想拿出来给师傅看看，让师傅也练练。可想起自己昨晚练完的情况，还有金浩说的那些话，他犹豫了。自己练出的气能把测试水晶棒撑爆，这明显不正常，万一给师傅练出什么问题怎么办？还是等等吧，等自己真的练出了名堂，搞清楚怎么回事再说。对了，军儿，老道士突然想起什么，表情严肃起来，现在和以前不一样了，你那些工艺品别在网上卖了。青微道长说，现在灵气复苏，鬼怪越来越多，网上那些买东西的人，万一真有等着这东西救命的，你卖给他们就是在害人，咱们再穷也不能挣昧心钱。李军听完心里五味杂陈，他早就决定不卖了，但没想到师傅会主动提出来。师傅，我知道了。他点点头，我已经停了直播，周研究员的订单也推了。老道士听了，脸上露出欣慰的笑容，好孩子，师傅知道你懂事。两人又说了会儿话，老道士有些累了，李军便扶师傅躺下休息。从师傅房间出来，李军站在院子里，山风吹过，有些凉。他抬头看向西北方向，昆仑山，那个师爷战斗过、牺牲过的地方。回到自己房间，李军坐在桌子前，沉默良久。刚才那一瞬间，他是真的想把那本功法的事说出来，但最终还是忍住了。再等等，他对自己说，等自己真的搞明白了，等玉佩恢复了，等有把握了再说。想到这里，李军盘腿坐下，开始内视自身，丹田处那一缕微弱的气已经恢复了，不仅恢复了，还壮大了一些，从一根头发丝粗细变成了2根头发丝那么粗。而且李军隐隐感觉到，这缕气在他不主动运功的时候，也在缓慢增加，虽然很慢，但确实在增长。这功法有点意思，李军心中振奋。可惜他现在没办法向其他人讨教，只能自己研究。接下来的一整天，李军都在房间里打坐练气，每一次入定都会引起灵气漩涡，只是他自己不知道罢了。守夜人总部地下指挥中心大屏幕上，灵气分布图接连出现异动，报告路线周边灵气浓度再次开始下降。技术员盯着数据，声音发颤，下降速度比昨晚更快，范围也在扩大。秦总快步走过来，看着屏幕上的景象，眉头紧锁。屏幕上代表路线的那个点，此刻变成了一个深不见底的黑洞，周围的灵气像潮水一样涌向它，形成一个巨大的漩涡。漩涡的范围正在以肉眼可见的速度扩大。又是李道长，有人颤声问道，除了那位还能有谁？秦总苦笑，他看向屏幕，眼神复杂。昨晚李道长修炼引发了灵气漩涡，顺便清理了大量邪祟，今天又来。秦总，咱们要不要？有人小心翼翼地问。不要。秦总摆摆手，李道长做事自有他的道理，我们只要看着就行。话虽这么说，但秦总心里也在打鼓，李道长这修炼的动静也太大了吧，照这个趋势，估计用不了多久，波及范围就不仅局限于大夏境内了，到时候其他国家的修行者岂不是会吓个半死？希望李道长能早点结束吧。秦总心里默默祈祷，随后将注意力放在了北原那边。第46章北地出马仙求追读。傍晚时分，南城分部一行乘坐着2辆越野车驶入了北原市区。与此同时，北原市守夜人分部的人已经在路口等着了。带队的叫赵铁山，北地分部的负责人，40来岁，国字脸，皮肤黝黑，一看就是常年在野外跑的。老刘。车停下后，赵铁山立刻迎上来，用力拍了拍刘振国的肩膀，可算把你们盼来了，情况怎么样？刘振国开门见山。赵铁山脸色沉了下来，不乐观。他指了指西边那处古墓，在西郊10里的老林子里，是前几天几个盗墓贼发现的，一共5个人进去，就出来1个，还疯了。我们的人去侦查过，墓里煞气冲天，至少是 B 级，甚至可能是 A 级。刘振国眉头紧锁， A 级邪祟总不知道吗？知道了。赵铁山点头。秦总说，如果实在无法处理，就申请军方用重武器，但那样一来势必造成大规模的恐慌。现在全国上下都在进行舆论引导，准备逐步公开灵气复苏的事。如果这时候动用重武器，之前的努力就全白费了。刘振国沉默了。确实，现在守夜人总部正在紧锣密鼓地进行舆论引导，准备逐步向公众透露超凡世界的存在。这个过程必须平稳，不能有太大的冲击。如果现在动用重武器炸平北原市郊外的古墓，引起的恐慌是无法想象的。到时候各种谣言满天飞，局面就不 不好控制了，先看看情况吧。刘振国道，对了，你们这边还有其他支援吗？有。赵铁山脸上露出一丝笑容。出马仙一脉的人也来了。出马仙，金浩好奇地探过头，赵铁山看了他一眼，笑道：“这位就是李道长的朋友吧？”“是，我叫金浩。”果然一表人才。赵铁山点点头。出马仙是北地这边的民间传承，供奉5大仙家吾黄白柳灰，他们请仙家附身，借用仙家的力量驱邪。金浩听得一愣一愣的，这不就是跳大神吗？别小看出马仙。刘振国在旁边说道：“他们传承悠久，有些老辈人手段很厉害。”正说着，几辆车从远处驶来，停稳后下来7、8个人，有老有少，穿着都很朴素，有些人手里还拿着萨满鼓、神鞭之类的法器。为首的是个60多岁的老太太，头发花白，但眼神很亮。赵小子，老太太走过来，声音沙哑。胡大娘，赵铁山连忙介绍，这位是南城分部的刘振国刘负责人，老刘，这位是胡家的胡大娘。刘振国上前一步，抱拳道：“胡大娘，这次麻烦您了。”胡大娘摆摆手，客气话就不说了。她看向西边，眉头紧锁，那墓里的东西不简单，我刚才请仙家感应了一下，煞气很重，而且有实体。实体？刘振国脸色一变，邪祟分2种，一种是灵体，没有实体，怕阳气怕法器；另一种是有实体的，比如僵尸、尸鬼，这种更难对付，普通的法器根本无用，应该是僵尸。胡大娘沉声道，并且至少是铁甲师，甚至可能是铜甲师。众人脸色都变了。僵尸按照实力分铁甲、铜甲、银甲、金甲，铁甲师相当于 C 级邪祟，刀枪不入，力大无穷；铜甲师就是 B 级了，并且远远强于普通 B 级邪祟，不仅刀枪不入，恢复力还极强，除非用重火力或者特殊手段，否则很难杀死。如果真是铜甲师，赵铁山声音凝重，光靠咱们这些人恐怕会很麻烦。胡大娘叹了口气，所以得从长计议，明天中午阳气最盛的时候动手，到时候煞气会受到压制，咱们胜算大些。刘振国点点头，这是目前最好的办法了，那就明天中午。他看向众人，今晚好好休息，养精蓄锐，明天有一场硬仗要打。夜色渐深，北原市守夜人宿舍，金浩被安排在3楼的一个房间，和他同屋的是王虎。小子，早点睡。王虎铺好床铺，叮嘱道。金浩点点头，躺在床上，却怎么也睡不着。他拿出手机，想给道士哥发消息，但想了想又放下了，不能打扰到师哥修行。他摸了摸怀里的桃木剑，还有那2张五雷符。道士哥说，遇到邪祟就用作了记号的那张，威力应该很大吧？金浩心里既期待又紧张，期待看看五雷符的威力，紧张万一威力不够怎么办？不想了，睡觉。他闭上眼睛，强迫自己入睡。而就在他迷迷糊糊快要睡着的时候，胸口突然一热，那被万病回春健康符烙下的印记微微发烫。金浩猛地睁开眼睛，他隐隐感觉到一股阴冷的气息正从西边的山林里弥漫过来，像潮水一样缓缓涌向城市。这是金浩坐起身，看向窗外，夜色漆黑，山林深处隐约有红光闪烁，像眼睛，很多双眼睛正盯着这座城市。次日，守夜人和出马仙的人早早聚在了1楼大厅，空气中弥漫着一股压抑的气氛。金浩跟着刘振国走进来时，看到胡大娘正带着几个出马仙的弟子在做准备，2个年轻弟子跪在地上，面前摆着香炉，手里拿着萨满鼓，口中念念有词，他们在请仙家。金浩好奇地多看了2眼，突然其中一个弟子身体一颤，眼睛翻白，整个人像是变了个样子，他的声音变得尖细，动作也变得像某种动物。胡家的仙家上身了。王虎在旁边小声解释，这是请了狐仙。金浩点点头，心里却有些紧张，这种场面他以前只在电影里见过。都准备好了吗？刘振国环视一圈，赵铁山点头，我们的人都在外面等着了。胡大娘也站起身，她看起来精神好了很多，眼神锐利。仙家已经请好了，随时可以出发。好。刘振国看了看时间，上午10点，距离中午阳气最盛的时候还有2个小时，出发。第47章。一声一副，雷从天降，大张球追逐。临近中午，2辆越野车、3辆皮卡组成的车队驶出北原市区，朝西郊山林开去。金浩坐在第2辆越野车里，看着窗外飞速倒退的景色，越往西，树木越密，路越难走。半个小时后，车队在一片密林前停下，前面没路了，众人下车，背上装备。金浩也背上背包，里面装着守夜人配发的一些装备。从这里开始，得不行了。赵铁山指着前方的密林，古墓在老林深处，大概还要走半个小时。刘振国点点头，看向队伍，所有人检查装备，保持警惕。是。众人齐声应道。金浩深吸一口气，跟着队伍走进了密林。林子里很暗，高大的树木遮天蔽日，阳光只能从枝叶的缝隙中透进来一点。脚下是厚厚的落叶，踩上去软绵绵的，发出沙沙的响声。空气中有股霉味，还有一丝若有若无的腥气。小心脚下。王虎走在金浩旁边，低声提醒，这种地方毒虫毒蛇很多。金浩点点头，握紧了手里的桃木剑，他胸口的烙印一直在微微发热，像是感应到了什么。越往里走，阴冷的感觉越明显。不对劲。走在最前面的胡大娘突然停下脚步，她蹲下身，从地上抓起一把泥土，放在鼻尖闻了闻，有湿气。她脸色凝重，那东西可能已经醒了。众人心里一紧，加快速度。刘振国沉声道。队伍加快了脚步，金浩感觉到胸口的烙印越来越热，周围的阴气也越来越重，像是有无数双眼睛在暗处盯着他们，注意警戒。赵铁山突然低喝一声，他拔出了配发的短刀，刀身上刻着驱邪符文，在昏暗的林子里泛着微光。几乎是同时，嗖嗖嗖，几道黑影从2侧的树丛里扑了出来。是怨灵，低级怨灵， 没有实体，但数量很多，足足有10几个。动手！刘振国一声令下，守夜人队员们立刻迎了上去，短刀挥舞，符纸飞舞。出马仙的弟子们也出手了。那个请了狐仙的弟子动作极快，像狐狸一样灵活，双手化作利爪，一抓一个，怨灵碰到就消散。另一个弟子请的是柳仙，身体变得柔软无比，像蛇一样缠绕，把怨灵搅碎。金浩也想出手，但他被陈建国和王虎护在中间，根本没机会。金浩，你留在阵型中间。刘振国一边砍翻一个怨灵，一边说道：“你是新人，经验不足，别乱动。”金浩咬咬牙，只能看着。他感觉到胸口的烙印热得发烫，周围的阴气、煞气根本无法进他的身，只要靠近他3米范围，就像冰雪遇到烈火，瞬间消融。出马仙的几个人都注意到了这一幕，眼中露出惊讶之色。他们之前见金浩年纪小，还有些轻视，但现在看来，这小子不简单。战斗很快结束，10几只怨灵被清理干净，但没人放松警惕。这才刚进林子，就有这么多怨灵，古墓里的东西得有多凶？继续前进。刘振国收起短刀，脸色凝重。队伍再次出发，这一次所有人都更加警惕。金浩走在阵型中间，胸口的烙印一直在发热，他能感觉到周围的阴气像潮水一样一波接一波的涌来，但都被他身上的阳气挡在了外面。这小子，胡大娘看着金浩的背影，眼中闪过一丝金光，阳气怎么这么旺？他修行几十年，见过不少阳气旺盛的人，但像金浩这样的，简直是个人形小太阳。又走了10多分钟，前方出现了一片空地，空地上有一个巨大的土堆，像座小山。土堆前立着一块残破的石碑，上面刻着模糊的文字。到了，赵铁山停下脚步，指着土堆，古墓的入口就在土堆后面。众人围了过去，那是一个盗洞，黑黝黝的，里面往外冒着寒气。进去后，所有人保持阵型，不要分散。刘振国沉声道：“遇到小喽啰，直接清理，别让他们惊动主棺里的东西。”明白。众人鱼贯而入，墓道很窄，只能容1人通过。刘振国和赵铁山一马当先，手里拿着特制的强光手电，照亮前路。金浩被护在队伍中间，陈建国等南城分部的队员把他围在里头。墓道里阴冷潮湿，空气中弥漫着一股腐朽的味道，偶尔有几只低级的怨灵从角落里扑出来，但都被刘振国他们随手解决了。金浩看着那些邪祟被轻松斩杀，心里既佩服又有些失落，自己好像没什么用武之地啊。越往墓室深处走，阴气越重，墙壁上结着冰霜，呼吸都能看到白气。终于，他们来到了主墓室，墓室很大，足有半个篮球场大小，正中央放着一具巨大的石棺，棺椁上雕刻着古朴的花纹，石棺周围散落着陪葬的武器，刀枪剑戟都有，虽然锈迹斑斑，但依旧能看出当年的锋利。而地面上刻着复杂的纹路，那些纹路像蜘蛛网一样，从石棺底部蔓延开来，覆盖了整个墓室的地面。养尸阵，刘振国蹲下身，仔细看了看，脸色凝重，而且是最凶的那种。七煞聚阴阵，这阵法能汇聚方圆百里的阴气煞气，滋养棺中的尸身，里面的东西恐怕比我们预想的还要凶。众人闻言，心里都是一沉。赵铁山握紧了手里的短刀，沉声道：“都打起精神，准备开棺。”话音未落，咔咔咔，石棺里突然传来一阵轻微的响声，像是指甲刮过棺盖的声音。所有人都屏住了呼吸，紧接着一股恐怖的煞气从石棺中冲天而起，比在外面感受到的强烈了数倍。阴风怒号，墓室里的温度骤降，墙壁上的冰霜以肉眼可见的速度增厚，地面开始结冰。退后！刘振国厉喝，众人连忙后退，拉开距离。而这时，石棺的棺盖猛地被一股巨力掀开，轰！厚重的石棺盖飞出去，砸在墓室墙壁上，碎成了几块。一双干枯的手从棺中伸出，扒住了棺沿，然后一个穿着盔甲的身影从棺中缓缓坐起。他身上的盔甲已经锈蚀，但依旧能看出当年的华美。脸上干瘪，皮肤紧贴着骨头，眼睛是2个黑洞，里面闪烁着猩红的光。最可怕的是，他裸露在外的皮肤在煞气的侵蚀下，已经泛起了淡淡的银白色光泽。银甲尸，而且煞气之重，远超一般的银甲尸。银甲尸，胡大娘脸色发白，这玩意儿已经半只脚踏进 S 级了。所有人心里都凉了半截，半只脚踏进 S 级的银甲尸，这怎么打？而就在这时，银甲尸那双猩红的眼睛缓缓转动，最终锁定了金浩。那一身旺盛的阳气，在他眼中像黑夜里的灯塔。好香！大伯吼！银甲尸发出一声嘶吼，从棺中一跃而出，落地时震的整个墓室都在摇晃。然后他直接出手，目标直指金浩，速度快得惊人。刘振国脸色大变，厉喝道：“拦住他！”赵铁山、陈建国等人纷纷出手，各种法器、符咒朝着银甲尸轰去，但银甲尸根本不躲不闪，硬扛着攻击，继续扑向金浩。那些法器打在他身上，发出叮叮当当的声响，连他的盔甲都打不破。符咒倒是有点效果，在他身上炸开一团团火光，但也只是让他动作稍缓，根本无法造成实质伤害。太硬了！一个队员咬牙道。银甲尸已经冲到了近前，刘振国一咬牙，咬破舌尖，喷出一口精血在短刀上，短刀顿时金光大盛，斩！他一刀劈向银甲尸，这一刀用上了全力，刀锋过处，空气都发出尖啸。当刀锋砍在银甲尸的肩膀上，发出一声金铁交鸣的巨响，银甲尸被震得后退了一步，肩膀上的盔甲出现了一道裂痕，但也仅此而已。他低头看了看肩膀，猩红的眼睛里似乎闪过怒色，抬手一拳轰向刘振国。刘振国横刀格挡，砰！ 他被一拳轰飞出去，撞在墓室墙壁上，喷出一口血。老大，陈建国眼睛都红了。银甲师击飞刘振国后，继续扑向金浩，而此时金浩已经退到了墓室角落，快跑！刘振国挣扎着想站起来，但肩膀的剧痛让他动弹不得。金浩靠着墙壁，看着越来越近的银甲师，腿有些发软，他能感觉到胸口的烙印热得发烫，全身的气血在符咒力量的作用下变得前所未有的旺盛，阳气冲天，像个小太阳。这让银甲师更兴奋了。就在这时，金浩突然想起了李军的叮嘱，遇到邪祟立刻就用这张做了记号的符。他手忙脚乱地掏出那张五雷符，但接下来他愣住了，怎么用？道士哥没教啊！用符须不需要咒语，要不要掐诀？他根本不知道银甲师已经要扑到面前了，腥臭的气息扑面而来。金浩脑子一片空白，情急之下，他想起电影里的情节，不管了，死马当活马医，义父救我！金浩大吼一声，把符纸扔向银甲师。符纸脱手的瞬间，金浩感觉自己体内的气被抽空了，整个人虚脱了一样，差点瘫倒。而那张符纸在空中突然亮了起来，不是一般的亮，是那种刺眼的，让人不敢直视的金光。符纸上的符文像是活过来一样，从纸上脱离，在空中飞舞，然后轰，一道雷霆凭空而降，不是凭空而降，是直接穿透了古墓的顶部，从外面轰了进来。粗大的雷柱像神罚一样，精准地命中了银甲师。吼！银甲师发出一声凄厉到极致的惨叫，他身上的盔甲在雷光中瞬间气化，泛着荧光的皮肤像纸一样被撕碎，露出里面焦黑的骨骼。但这还只是个开始。第48章，这是五雷符，这是天劫吧？加更求追读，轰隆隆！第一道雷霆过后，第二道、第三道、第四道，足足9道雷霆，一道比一道粗，一道比一道猛。9道雷霆全都精准地轰在银甲师身上，银甲师连挣扎都没有，直接就被劈成了焦炭，然后焦炭也被劈成了飞灰，最后连飞灰都被劈没了，彻底湮灭，连渣都不剩。9道雷霆过后，墓室里恢复了平静，只有空气中残留的焦糊味，还有墓室顶部那个被轰出的大洞，证明刚才发生了什么。而墓室的其他地方，包括那些陪葬的武器，都完好无损。雷霆仿佛长了眼睛，只劈银甲师，不伤其他，如此威力，直接把所有人都惊呆了。刘振国张着嘴看着金浩，又看看银甲师刚才站的地方，那里空空如也。赵铁山、陈建国、胡大娘，所有人都傻眼了。刚才还不可一世的银甲师就这么没了，被一道符、9道雷霆劈得连渣都不剩。这 TM 是什么威力？仙法也不过如此吧。金浩也懵了，他看着自己的手，又看看空荡荡的墓室，那张符这么猛，他刚才还以为最多就是劈个雷，伤到银甲师就不错了，结果直接给劈没了，连灰都没剩下。道士哥，金浩喃喃自语，你画的符也太顶了吧。此刻出马仙的人眼睛瞪得溜圆，看向金浩的眼神都变了。他们之前见金浩只是个新人，还有些轻视，觉得守夜人派这么个毛头小子来是不是太儿戏了。但现在刚才那符，一个出马仙的弟子咽了口唾沫，是这位小兄弟扔的，好像是。那威力，我爷爷请老仙家上身，恐怕也扛不住一道吧。别说一道了，半道都够呛。众人议论纷纷，看向金浩的眼神里充满了敬畏。而守夜人这边，刘振国从地上爬起来，抹了把嘴角的血，走到金浩身边。一个队员跑过来扶起刘振国，老大，你们没事吧？刘振国摆摆手，看着金浩，眼神复杂。他走到金浩面前，拍了拍他的肩膀。金浩，刚才那张符是李道长给的。金浩点点头，还没从震撼中回过神来。道士哥说，遇到邪祟就用。刘振国深吸一口气，他看了眼墓室顶上那个大洞，第一道雷霆直接轰穿了10几米厚的土层和岩石，这种威力，别说银甲师了，就是金甲师来了也得跪。李道长他到底什么境界？刘振国喃喃自语，他原本以为自己对李道长的评价已经够高了，但现在看来还是太低估了。一张符，9道雷霆，秒杀银甲师，这种手段完全超出了他的理解范畴。老刘，现在怎么办？赵铁山走过来，他伤得不轻，但还能动。刘振国回过神来，先出去把这里的情况上报。银甲师虽然解决了，但这座古墓还有问题。他看向地面上的养尸阵，这阵法必须毁掉，否则以后还会养出邪祟。胡大娘点点头，我来处理。他让弟子拿出特制的药粉，撒在阵法的纹路上，药粉接触到纹路，立刻冒起黑烟，纹路被腐蚀，逐渐消失。众人退出墓室，回到地面时已经是中午了，阳光透过林间的缝隙洒下来，暖洋洋的，但众人心里却一片冰凉。刚才那一幕太震撼了。金浩，刘振国把金浩拉到一边，你手里还有那种符吗？金浩点点头，从怀里掏出另一张五雷符，道士哥给了2张。刘振国眼睛一亮，但很快又暗淡下去，收好，以后千万别轻易动用。他严肃道，这种级别的符用一张少一张，不到生死关头绝对不能浪费。金浩重重点头，他当然知道这种大杀器得留着保命。对了，刚才那9道雷霆动静不小。刘振国看向天空，恐怕已经被人看到了。确实，北原市市区很多人都看到了那9道从天而降的雷霆，虽然距离很远，但晴空霹雳，9道雷霆接连落下，这种奇观想不注意到都难。很快就有视频传到了网上，北原市惊现9道天雷，疑似仙人渡劫，晴空霹雳，是天灾还是神迹？灵异爱好者，这是灵气复苏的标志。卧槽，这是什么？渡劫吗？9道天雷，这是哪位道友在渡劫？坐标北原市，我亲眼看到的，太震撼了！灵气复苏实锤了，各种标题， 各种猜测在网上疯传，守夜人总部立刻注意到了。秦总看着视频，沉默了足足10分钟，然后他拨通了刘振国的电话。振国，那9道雷霆是李道长的符？是。刘振国如实汇报，金浩用了李道长给的5雷符，直接召来9道天雷，轰杀了银甲师。电话那头，秦总倒吸一口凉气，虽然早有心理准备，但听到确认，还是被震撼到了。威力具体有多大？相当于半步练虚的银甲师，被9道雷霆中的第1道直接就劈成了焦炭，然后又被挫骨扬灰。刘振国顿了顿，秦总，我觉得这种威力，就算 S 级邪祟也扛不住。秦总沉默了。S 级邪祟从第一波灵潮爆发算起，全世界范围内出现的 S 级邪祟屈指可数，无一不是大凶，每一只都造成了极大的伤亡和损失。而现在李道长一张符就能秒杀 S 级，我知道了。秦总深吸一口气，你们尽快处理好现场，把影响降到最低。网上的视频我们会处理，但这次不用全删。刘振国一愣，为什么？灵潮已经爆发了，有些事也该让普通人慢慢知道了。秦总缓缓道，这种超自然现象，与其让他们瞎猜，不如引导他们往正确的方向想，对以后的公开有好处。刘振国明白了，这是要逐步释放信息，让普通人有个心理准备。是，我明白了。挂断电话，刘振国看向金浩，小子，你这次可是立大功了。金浩挠挠头，不好意思的笑了，都是道士哥的功劳。是啊，刘振国看向南方路线的方向，李道长他真是深不可测。PS 感谢 IOVR 大佬的788赏，感谢瓜黄大佬的200赏，时间排序，另外感谢书友160923大佬的100赏。抱歉啊，大佬 Q 月这边的后台看不到起点那边的打赏，今天才发现。第49章什么情况？这把剑在讨好我，求追读下午5点。清风观里，李军从修炼中醒来，丹田里的气又壮大了些，从昨天的2根头发丝粗细变成了土豆丝粗细，进步很明显。李军心情振奋，照这个速度下去，用不了多久，他就能让玉佩充更多能，到时候说不定就能搞明白玉佩的秘密了。他正想着，手机突然响了，是抖音推送的通知。李军随手点开，是一条视频，标题很醒目，北原市惊现9道天雷，晴空霹雳，直击深山。视频里是模糊的画面，一座山林上空突然炸开9道雷霆，雷光粗壮如龙，从天而降，精准的轰入山林中。视频下面评论已经炸了，卧槽，什么情况？这是哪位道友在渡劫？晴空万里打雷，还9道，是不是在拍电影啊？怎么可能？电影都是特效，这可是真家伙。有没有北原的兄弟出来说说？李军看着视频，心里一动，北原市，金浩去的不就是北原吗？这9道雷霆，他想起自己给金浩的那张5雷符做了记号的，难道是金浩用了那张符？这个念头一冒出来，李军自己都觉得荒唐，一张符能引动9道天雷，这威力也太夸张了吧。他正想着，手机又响了，这次是电话，来电显示金浩。李军连忙接通，喂，金角，道士哥。金浩的声音从听筒里传来，激动的语无伦次，那张符简直太厉害了，你是不知道，我们遇到一个银甲师，特别恐怖，刀枪不入，刘叔他们全都打不过，眼看就要出事了，我就把你给的那张符扔出去了，结果你猜怎么着？金浩喘了口气，声音都在抖，9道雷从天而降，直接就把那银甲师劈成灰了，连渣都没剩下，周围的阴气煞气也全被涤荡干净了，木石一点没坏，太牛了，真的太牛了。李军听着心里震惊，但表面强作淡定，知道了，他淡淡的说了一句。电话那头，金浩一愣，知道了，这么平淡。他转念一想，顿时明白了，道士哥肯定是早就知道符咒的威力，这种程度在他眼里恐怕只是常规操作，自己这么大惊小怪，太丢人了。金浩连忙收敛情绪，恭敬道，那个道士哥，我没给您丢人吧？没有。李军依然平淡，服用了就用了，人没事就好。是。两人又说了几句，挂断电话。金浩那边握着手机，心里对李军的崇拜又上升了一个层次，不愧是道士哥，这么恐怖的符咒，在他眼里就跟普通玩意儿一样。而李军这边挂了电话后，整个人都蹦起来了，成了，真的成了。他激动的在房间里转圈，傻乐了半天。玉佩果然恢复了功效，而且玉佩现在就能让他画的符这么强，以后搞明白玉佩的情况，岂不是要上天了？他决定把刚刚积攒出的气再注入玉佩，尽快恢复玉佩更多的威能。然而就在他掏出玉佩准备运功时，床底下那个装着镇邪剑的青铜盒子突然震动了起来，嗡嗡嗡，声音不大，但在安静的房间里格外清晰。李军动作一僵，他看向床底，脸色变了，这把剑怎么又动了？之前被玉佩镇压后不是安静了吗？不行，不能一直这么放着。李军咬了咬牙，镇邪剑终究是个隐患，现在玉佩恢复了功效，必须处理掉。他小心翼翼地把盒子从床底下拖出来，青铜盒子很沉，表面冰凉。李军深吸一口气，抓住盒盖，用力一掀，盖子打开，里面镇邪剑静静地躺着，剑身暗淡无光，看起来普普通通，但李军能感觉到剑在微微颤抖，不是之前那种想要爆发的颤抖，是瑟瑟发抖。李军愣了，他盯着剑看了几秒，剑身颤抖得更厉害了，而且剑柄处竟然微微抬起了一点，然后又放下，抬起，放下，像是在磕头。李军，这什么情况？一把剑在讨好他，他懵了，这一剑难道有灵智？不，应该是有灵性。他正懵逼，不知该怎么办时，镇邪剑突然艰难地悬浮起来，剑身颤抖着，摇摇晃晃，像喝醉了酒。然后他缓缓调转方向，将剑柄对准李军，一点一点向李军靠近，最后悬停在李军面前。 剑柄朝前，剑尖朝后。李军更猛了，他下意识后退了一步，镇邪剑立刻跟着前进，再次停在他面前，而且这一次直接停到了他的手边，剑柄轻轻碰了碰他的手。李军，他看懂了，这把剑是想让他握住，整得他有点哭笑不得。握还是不握？万一这剑有诈呢？但看他那瑟瑟发抖的样子，又不像。最终，李军还是伸出手，小心翼翼地握住了剑柄，入手冰凉，但紧接着一股微弱的意念传来，恐惧，还有期待。李军愣住了，这剑真的有灵性，而且他在恐惧他，同时又在期待着什么。恐惧很好理解，毕竟被玉佩镇压过。期待呢？期待什么？李军想了想，突然灵光一闪，这把剑该不会是在惦记着他的气吧？李军犹豫了一下，决定试试。如果这剑真的只是想吸点气，那倒是好办了。虽然他现在气不多，但恢复得快，给一点也无妨。如果能因此收服这把剑，那就赚大了。毕竟这剑他确实很喜欢，而且小说里都说了，用法力注入法器能留下烙印什么的。以前他觉得是扯淡，但现在说不定真有用。李军深吸一口气，开始引导丹田里的气流向镇邪剑，气进入剑身的瞬间，嗡！镇邪剑猛然一震，剑身上那些原本已经暗淡的纹路瞬间亮了起来，金光流转，符文显现。而且更神奇的是，那些似乎是被岁月磨灭的部分纹路，竟然在自行补全，像是干涸的河床重新涌出清泉。第50章，我这个假高人终于有点真本事了。求追读短短几秒，整把剑焕然一新，剑身明亮，符文完整，散发着淡淡的金光。与此同时，李军从剑上感受到了一股强烈的喜悦意念，还有无数画面碎片，持剑厮杀，斩妖除魔，血战沙场，各种各样的战斗场景像走马灯一样在他脑海里闪过。有古代的将军，有修行的炼气士，有民间的游侠，他们都曾用过这把剑。李军感觉一阵眩晕，但很快恢复。他震惊地发现自己和手中的镇邪剑有了某种联系，而且脑子里多了很多用剑的知识，怎么握，怎么挥，怎么刺，怎么挡，就像练了许多年的剑术大师一样。他随手挥了挥剑，剑光流转，破空有声，动作流畅自然，没有丝毫生涩。李军瞪大眼睛，不敢相信还有这种好处，直接让他从战五诈变成了剑术高手。而且那些画面碎片里还有几种特别神异的剑术，名字很霸气，斩鬼、诛邪、破魔。李军震撼了，他看向手里的剑，又看看胸前的玉佩，一把被玉佩镇压的剑都有这么神异，这明显更厉害的玉佩，如果被他彻底掌握，他岂不是要上天了？一时间，李军对修炼充满了前所未有的动力，同时他心里也踏实了些。有了这把剑，有了这些剑术，他的高人形象终于稍稍补足了一些。虽然离真正的高人还差得远，但至少不再是那个只能靠人脑补的冒牌货了。而就在这时，窗外传来师傅的声音：“军儿，吃饭了，来了。”李军应了一声，把镇邪剑放在书桌上，转身出了房间。老道士已经摆好了饭菜，简单的青菜豆腐，但热气腾腾的，看着就让人心安。李军坐下，端起碗，突然想起什么：“师傅，我想过完年后就去一趟昆仑。”老道士夹菜的手一顿，他抬起头看着徒弟，眼神复杂，半晌他才缓缓点头：“好，师傅等你的好消息。1周后，南城守夜人分部。”刘振国看着手里的文件，眉头紧锁。文件是总部发来的，关于基础炼气诀全国推广的计划，计划很详细，从教材编写、师资培训到教学安排、考核标准，一应俱全。按照计划，3个月后，全国所有学校都要开设基础炼气课，并且网课也要同步进行。时间太紧了，陈建国在旁边叹了口气：3个月要培训那么多老师，还要编写教材，紧也得做。刘振国放下文件，临朝第2波爆发后，邪祟越来越活跃，普通人必须要有自保的能力。陈建国点点头，没再说什么。这时，金浩推门进来：“刘叔、陈叔，你们找我。”刘振国指了指对面的椅子，坐。金浩坐下，有些好奇地看着两人。金浩，修炼的怎么样了？刘振国问。还行。金浩挠挠头，气又壮大了一些。测试金棒已经能点亮1/3了。刘振国眼睛一亮，1/3，这才1周时间，金浩这修炼速度简直恐怖。很好。刘振国满意的点点头。今天找你来是有个任务。什么任务？总部要拍一部基础炼气诀的教学视频，面向全国推广。刘振国道，想让你当示范学员。我？金浩一愣，为什么是我？因为你最年轻，最有代表性。陈建国笑道，而且你是李道长的朋友，这也是一种……你懂。金浩明白了，这是要把他当典型，用来鼓舞其他人。行，我干。金浩爽快答应。好，那就这么定了。刘振国点头。拍摄时间定在下周，你这几天好好准备。是。金浩应了一声，正要离开，突然想起什么：刘叔，我能不能请几天假？请假干嘛去？我想回趟路线。金浩道，有些修炼上的问题，想请教一下道士哥。刘振国闻言眼睛一亮，请教李道长。好事啊。他想了想，补充道，这样你回去后，如果李道长有什么指点，你记下来，回来告诉我。当然，如果李道长不愿意说，你也不要强求。明白。金浩重重点头。那你去吧，给你3天假。谢谢刘叔。金浩兴冲冲的走了。刘振国看着他的背影，心里有些期待。如果李道长能对基础炼气诀提点意见，哪怕只是1、2句，对全国的修炼推广都是巨大的帮助。路线：清风关。李军坐在院子里，正对着镇邪剑发呆。这几天他 他一边修炼，一边研究剑身上的那些符文。那些符文太复杂了，比茅山符难画10倍。他试了无数次，每一次成功的，总是画到一半就出错，或者画完了糊成一团。看来光靠临摹不行。李军叹了口气，放下笔，他需要系统的学习符文知识，但问题是找谁学？守夜人那边肯定有，但他不能暴露自己不懂的事实，否则高人形象就崩了。唉，当高人真累。李军苦笑，正想着，院门外传来熟悉的声音：“道士哥，我回来了，是金浩。”李军起身开门，院门外，金浩背着个大背包，风尘仆仆。金角，你怎么回来了？任务结束了，请了几天假。金浩笑道：“有些修炼上的问题，想来请教你。”李军闻言，心里一咯噔，请教他懂个屁啊！但面上不能露怯。进来吧。李军把金浩让进院子，两人进了房间。金浩放下背包，从里面掏出那本基础炼气诀。道士哥，我现在已经能将金棒点亮1/3，但感觉进度变慢了。金浩道：“你能帮我看看吗？”李军接过册子，装模作样的翻了翻。其实他啥也看不懂，但为了维持形象，他必须说点什么。修炼意图，欲速则不达。李军缓缓开口：“你进步已经很快了，不必着急。”可是金浩犹豫了一下，总部要拍教学视频，让我当示范学员，我怕到时候表现不好，丢脸。李军一愣，教学视频，全国推广已经要开始进行了，这动作比他想的快多了。看来临朝爆发后，情况真的很严峻。道士哥，你有什么建议吗？金浩期待地问。第51章。嘴上都是道理，心里慌的一匹。求追读清风观里，李军看着金浩那期待的眼神，心里慌的一匹。指点他自己还一肚子疑问，不知道该找谁问呢。但看着金浩那副你就是我人生导师的表情，李军知道自己这个高人形象还得继续维持住。他深吸一口气，大脑飞速运转，得说点什么，最好是那种听起来高深莫测，但实际上说了和没说一样的话。想到这里，李军放下那本基础炼气诀，目光越过金浩的肩头，投向窗外。金角啊，修炼意图如同登山。他语气沉缓，仿佛每个字都经过了岁月和深思的讨喜，带着一股子沧桑感。你看那山。李军抬手指向窗外远山隐约的轮廓，远看巍峨一体，近看却是一步一阶，一阶一景。有人埋头猛冲，不到半山便气喘吁吁，立即而退；有人步步为营，看似缓慢，却终能揽尽巅峰风光。金浩听得眼睛一眨不眨，身体不自觉的又往前倾了倾，像极了课堂上生怕漏掉一个字的好学生。李军将目光收回，落在金浩脸上。你如今能点亮测灵金棒1/3，这速度放在哪里都算难得。闻言，金浩脸上刚露出一丝喜色，李军话锋便是一转，但你要明白，万丈高楼平地起，根基不牢，地动山摇。金浩一愣，道士哥，你的意思是我根基有问题，不扎实？非也。李军摇摇头，你根基甚好，阳气充足，气血旺盛，这是你的优势。但修炼不光要看进度，更要看心境。他顿了顿，继续湖州，心静则气顺，气顺则功成。你如今急功近利，反而不美。金浩若有所思的点点头，那我该怎么办？顺其自然。李军吐出4个字：每日修炼，但不要强求进度，水到渠成，方为正道。这话说得很玄乎，但其实啥具体建议都没有，纯属废话文学。但金浩听完却如醍醐灌顶，我明白了。他一拍大腿，道士哥，你是说我不能光盯着金棒点亮多少，要注重修炼的过程本身？对，正是此意。李军连忙点头，心里松了口气，总算蒙混过去了。不过他看着金浩那副恍然大悟的样子，心里倒是有点过意不去。这死胖子是真把他当亲哥了，这么信任他，可自己却只能拿些废话忽悠他。想到这里，李军心里一动，金浩如今加入了守夜人，以后少不了要和邪祟战斗。这小子虽然阳气旺，有符护身，但总得有点真本事傍身。金角，李军开口道，你如今在守夜人可学了什么对敌的手段？金浩闻言挠挠头，就是每天跟着分部的前辈们学一些格斗技巧，练擒拿，练刀法，但这些对上那些有实体的邪祟还有点用，要是遇到没有实体的，还是得靠道士哥你给我的那些宝贝。这样吧。李军想了想，我教你些剑术。他如今得了阵邪剑，脑子里多了不少剑术经验，虽然他自己也是刚会，但教金浩这种纯新手绝对够用，真的。金浩眼睛一亮，道士哥你愿意教我剑术？李军点头，不过能不能学会就看你自己了。一定能，我一定好好学。金浩激动的差点跳起来。李军起身，从书桌上拿起阵邪剑，走吧，去后山。两人出了道观，往后山走去。路上，金浩好奇的看着李军手里的剑，道士哥，这就是你新得的那把剑，看着真不一般。李军点了点头，他没多说，阵邪剑有些复杂，解释不清。两人来到后山一处空地，这里地势平坦，周围是几棵老树，平时很少有人来，就这里吧。李军站定，手握阵邪剑，剑身微微震颤，像是在回应他。金浩连忙小跑到空地边缘，眼睛死死盯着李军，生怕错过任何一个细节。而此时，李军握着剑，感受着剑上传来的仿佛血脉相连般的轻微悸动，心中忽然涌起一股跃跃欲试的冲动。自从那些剑术经验烙印进脑海，他还没有机会真正酣畅淋漓地演练一遍，那些招式、运镜技巧，如同被封存的记忆，亟待释放。今天正好，金角，你看好了。言罢，李军不再多话，双眸微凝，气息沉入丹田，起手势，很简单的一个动作，单手持剑术于身前， 剑尖向上，左手并指需按键但就在这个姿势摆出的瞬间，金浩恍惚觉得站在那里的李军身形似乎莫名定了一下，整个人与脚下的土地、周围的风、头顶的天产生了一种难以言喻的协调感，有一种渊庭跃至的味道。然后剑动了，一开始极慢，慢的能让金浩看清每一个转动，每一次重心的转移、刺、撩、挂、扁、蹦、结，一招一式清晰分明，甚至显得有些刻板。李军的眼神专注而平静，仿佛沉浸在自己的世界，但渐渐的速度提了上来，招式之间的衔接变得流畅自然，不再是一板一眼的拆解，而是仿佛连绵不绝的溪流。剑光开始在他身周流转，划破空气，发出低沉而悦耳的嗖嗖声响。李军越练越投入，那些脑海里的经验此刻正迅速与他的身体记忆融合，他感觉自己仿佛真的手持此剑，在某个不为人知的岁月，于月下，于山巅，于旷野，演练过千百遍，每一个转身，每一次递剑都自然而然，如同呼吸般简单，却又蕴含着某种简洁高效的力量美感。剑锋开始呼啸，卷起地上零星的落叶和细微尘土，以李军为中心，形成一个隐隐约约的流动气旋。金浩早已看得目眩神迷，嘴巴不自觉地微微张开。他不懂剑术，但能感觉到道士哥的剑法不一般，不是那种花哨的表演，而是真真正正的杀伐之术，每一剑都干脆利落，没有多余动作，而且隐隐间有种说不出的韵味。就在这时，李军演练到了酣畅之处，他心神空明，物我两忘，脑海里突然闪过斩鬼这一招的运劲法门，心念浮动，甚至未及细思，丹田中那团温热的气仿佛自有灵性，因面而分，一缕精纯的气循着特定经脉飞速游走，直贯右臂，毫无滞色地涌入他手中的镇邪剑。嗡，一直安静的古剑发出了宛如龙吟般的颤鸣，剑身之上光华隐现，李军福至心灵，顺应着那股奔涌的力量与剑的指引，踏步旋身挥臂，下一刻一剑斩出。第52章，李道长的影响力出国了。求追毒翁，镇邪剑剑身清明，一道剑气从剑尖飞出，撕裂空气，直射前方空地。轰，地面炸开，一道数丈长的沟壑出现在空地上，深不见底，尘土飞扬，碎石四溅。李军、金浩两人都僵在原地。李军低头看着手里的剑，又看看那道沟壑，脑子里一片空白。什么情况？他刚才就是随手一试，怎么这么大动静？这威力也太夸张了吧！而且他感觉丹田里的气只消耗了不到1/10，这要是全力出手，李军不敢想了。而这时，金浩终于回过神，他瞪大眼睛，看看沟壑，又看看李军，手舞足蹈，语无伦次。卧槽！卧槽！卧槽！义父，这一招叫什么？我要学这个！他激动的脸都红了。李军压下心中的震惊，强作镇定。这一招叫斩鬼。斩鬼！金浩喃喃重复，眼睛更亮了。好霸气的名字！义父，教我，一定要教我！李军看着他那副兴奋的样子，心里苦笑。可以，不过这一招需要气的配合才能用出，难度很大。我不怕难。金浩拍着胸脯，只要能学会，再难我也练。李军看着他那股劲头，心里叹了口气。行，那我先教你一些基础的杀伐剑术，等你练熟了再学斩鬼。好，接下来的2个小时，李军开始教金浩剑术，从最基础的握剑、站姿到简单的劈、刺、撩、扫。金浩学得很认真，他天赋确实不错，学得很快。李军一边教，一边在心里感慨：这死胖子要是生在古代，说不定真是个练武的好苗子。不知不觉，天都快黑了。金浩已经把基本的动作都记下了，虽然还很生疏，但至少架势像那么回事了。今天就到这里吧。李军收剑，接下来你只需勤加练习，把基础打牢。是。金浩重重点头，擦了擦额头的汗。两人收拾东西，准备回到关。路上，李军装作无意地问道：金角，这次全面推行修行之法，可是要将相应的法术也一起推广？金浩闻言摇摇头，没有，上面说修行初期最多只是强身健体，不会引发乱子，但学了法术就不一样了，容易引发麻烦。他顿了顿，补充道：不过守夜人已经准备好了法术教材，名字叫术法初解，里面收录了一些基础的法术，等时机成熟了就会放出来，到时候会有相应的要求才能学习。李军听完心里一动，术法初解，守夜人编写的法术教材，这可是好东西。他表面不动声色的点点头，这样很好，循序渐进，避免出乱子，心里却在盘算该怎么通过金浩弄到这本教材。毕竟他现在缺的就是系统的法术知识，光靠玉佩和镇邪剑终究是外物，自己得有点真本事才行。正想着，金浩突然开口：道士哥，我以后能不能再跟你学学画符？李军闻言想了想，画符这东西没有基础很难上手，而且会画不代表有用，他的符能起效，在他看来都是玉佩的功劳。金浩光学个行。